Hey my dear 10th graders, welcome to your very own BYJU'S 9th and 10th channel. I'm Saurabh, your physics mentor, and today we are here because board फोड़ना है कि नहीं फोड़ना है? First thing, sample paper done. Full chapters, revisions done. Practice paper set 1 done. Today we are here for practice paper set 2. क्यों कर रहे हैं हम ये सब इतने practice paper? CBSE जो भी मिलता है ना इस टाइम प्रसाद समझ के उसको अच्छे से कर लो, right? Whatever is given by CBSE, it's very important to all of you, and that's why every paper will give you a clue what is in CBSE's mind. Board paper कैसा आ सकता है यही बताएगा. People who give you analysis, they look at these and then give you the analysis, right? So today, what is the deal? I'll tell you. First of all, we will discuss this complete paper, which is the set 2, which is for your boards in 2024. CBSE student, welcome here. So everybody, good evening, welcome. Are you ready? तैयार हो? डर लग रहा है? Yes. Comfy studies, Raj, Ravindra, Vincenzo. Hello. Purvi, hey, I replied yesterday to people. I replied you also, I think. Hello, Obito. Sanjeev, sir, you are new. Welcome, yaar. People who are new, 2 things to do. First, subscribe to the channel. Why? Don't believe me? You watch this whole thing and then you will believe me. ठीक है? Subscribe करना है अगर आपको चाहिए quality education. अगर आपको चाहिए ऐसे लोग जो आपको पढ़ाई के बात, जो पढ़ाई के बारे में बात करें. Time pass करने वाले बहुत लोग हैं, right? So today, if you really want quality education, just subscribe to the channel. Press the bell icon because you shouldn't miss any videos, right? Whatever we do, it's extremely important right now. And this is the most extreme time. December आ गया है. Feb 15 से we are going to have pre-boards. Boards, sorry. Pre-boards are running for you already. बहुत लोग के चल रहे होंगे. कुछ लोग के शायद खत्म भी हो गए हैं. Right? Ready एकदम. Queen. Purvi, today, don't worry. I'm good here. Piyush, how are you? Everybody, see, December is extremely important. We all should be able to finish the practice paper by now. हमको इस टाइम रिवीजन की तरफ जाना है. प्री बोर्ड हो गए होंगे, राइट? सो लेट्स डू द प्रैक्टिस पेपर. लेट्स चेक हाउ मच वी हैव लर्न. इसके बाद क्या करना है आपको? जस्ट चेक वेयर यू आर लैकिंग. आपको क्या क्या चीजें ढंग से पढ़नी है. फिगर दैट आउट. अदरवाइज टेल मी द आंसर्स बिकॉज दैट्स मोर इंपॉर्टेंट. अब this practice paper is meant to be solved like the boards paper. So इसके अंदर पहले हुए हैं general instructions which I'm pretty sure all of you know, है ना भाई? इसके अंदर 39 questions हैं in 5 sections, सारे compulsory हैं. I mean in between you have some options, that's fine. And internal choice is given to you जिसमें से आपको कुछ attempt करनी है, that's fine. Section A 20 questions of 1 mark each. Section 2 has 6 very short questions carrying 2 mark each and answer should be 30 to 50 words. Section C has 7 questions of 3 marks each. Answer should be 50 to 80 words. Then we have section D, which is long answer type questions, which is 5 marker questions. कितने हैं? 3 question है, right? And range is 80 to 120 words. Finally, we have the case-based questions, जिनसे जो हम सबको बहुत पसंद है. मजा आ जाता है case-based में ना. They are 4 marker each, and that's how this paper is structured. Yes. Paryada, I'm really sorry. Yes. Come on. Top करोगे? बहुत बढ़िया. Nice. So, today's sequence will be, we'll start with physics, then we'll go to biology, and then we'll go to chemistry. ठीक है? आज हम लोग इस sequence में करने वाले हैं. Right? So, चालू करें physics से. Now, physics, for grade 10th, we have 4 chapters. 4 chapters: light, human eye, electricity, and magnetic effect of electric current. Last time also I told you when we did the practice paper कि भाई human eye से ना questions आ रहे हैं. And today also I'll prove it to you because if you look at the type of questions from different chapters in physics, बहुत जरूरी है, ध्यान से सुनना ये. विंसेंटो बेटा आप खाना खा के आओ आज, है ना? बहुत अच्छे. हाँ, nice. हाँ, बहुत बढ़िया. सुनो जरा. Light, reflection and refraction के कितने हैं? 5 marker questions. Only 5 marks from light. Human eye, 7 marks. Human eye say we have 7 marks, which means the paper is unpredictable. अगर कोई तुमको बोलता है इसको छोड़ दो, ये शायद नहीं आएगा, don't believe it. मत believe करना क्योंकि लोग झूठ बोल रहे हैं. Anything can happen. Sample paper you have seen, practice paper set 1 you have seen, this is set 2. It is telling you कि भाई human eye से 7 marker questions आए हैं. इसका मतलब anything can happen. Study everything. Don't leave anything. ठीक है? Electricity 7 marks. Magnetic effect 6 marks. Overall this is 12 marks and this is 13 marks, which almost remains the same. लेकिन light human eye के अंदर juggling चलता रहता है, right? So that's why. बिल्कुल. Hello. So human eye अगर नहीं पढ़ा है, because I know many of you hate the chapter. It's a strong word but I'm telling you, many of you don't like human eye के सर easy chapter है, 2 मार्कर क्वेश्चन आते हैं, नहीं पढ़ेंगे. 7 मार्क्स आ रखे हैं इसमें से, राइट? ह्यूमन आई अगर नहीं पढ़ा है ढंग से पढ़ लो, क्योंकि नंबर खो जाएंगे, राइट? यू विल लूज दीज मार्क्स. दीज आर इजी क्वेश्चंस. पढ़ा होगा तो कर लोगे. ठीक है, आगे चलते हैं. चलो, शैल वी स्टार्ट क्विकली. हाउ द जोश? प्रेस द लाइक बटन, सब्सक्राइब करो एंड प्रेस द बेल आइकन. वेरी गुड. You like it? Nice. Very good. It's easy, no? बहुत बढ़िया. Like, share, subscribe. Let's begin. First question. The light enters from air to glass having refractive index 1.5. The speed of light in glass is A, B, C, D. 4 options. Quickly. Yes. Manju, we have questions from that topic. It's beautiful chapter, no? Very good. Yes. Oriva. Thank you, SB blog. Which class? Nitya, this is grade 10th, बच्चा. 90% जोश without studying. झूठ बोल रहे हैं आप. B, A, B. Oh, अरे, this is very easy question. Refractive index is what? 1.5. Now, what is refractive index? Sir, it is speed of light in vacuum upon speed of light in the medium. And there is a pole running. That's a good thing. Yes. Now, what is the speed of light in vacuum? Sir, it is not given to us. याद होना चाहिए. All of us should be able to recall this value. कितना होता है speed of light in vacuum? Sir, 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second divided by V. Find V. How much? V is equal to, sir, 2 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. And by the way, we can end the poll. Yes, Hitu, bacha, this is what I'm explaining. Refractive index is the ratio of speed of light in vacuum to the speed of light in the medium. Correct? So that's why C का value सबको याद होना चाहिए. Everybody should know this value. Option B 52%, A 36%. 36% क्या कर रहे हो बे? हाँ जी. तो V कितना आएगा? सर 2 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. करना क्या है तुमको? You just have to do 3 into 10 to the power of 8 divided by 1.5. Means 30 upon 15 means 2 आ तो गया. Option B is the right answer. Hey, in this question also if you're getting confused, क्या कर रहे हो? Yes. हाँ, very good. चलो, come on. Second, question number 14. On a convex mirror, the image distance V is equal to 5 centimeters. Focal length f is equal to 10 centimeters and height of the image is equal to 7.5 centimeters. Correct representation according to sign convention is A, B, C, D. 4 options, direct question from sign convention. Yes, Nitya, for 9th also we have done these, no? Last week were you absent? Because I'm getting a feeling. Come on. 4 options. This is a direct question from the sign convention. Extremely important. Yes. Sandhya says B, Ryan D. Everybody, I mean, who's going to watch later? Just pause the video, think of the correct answer and then watch the solution. केवल question पढ़ के सीधे solution मत देखो, फायदा नहीं होगा उसका. Okay, D, A, D, A. Ah, nice. Lot of D's, a few A's. Good. Okay. Competency based question. Aha. See, practice paper is the most important thing and after this we'll go to competency based question. Don't you worry about this. अभ्यास के अंदर हम लोग competency based question भी करेंगे बच्चा. जितने question हम कराते हैं उसके लिए competency based question भी रहते हैं. Ah, nice यार. Asad, very good. All right. चलो, let's do it. First of all, convex mirror. Convex mirror has a focal length on the right side, on the left side. Convex mirror looks like this. So this is your convex mirror, right? This is your principal axis. Parallel rays of light will fall on the mirror and will get diverged. So you will have to trace them on the right side and they will appear to meet on a point on the principal axis. We call it the focus, right? The principal focus. So focus is to the right of the mirror, means it is going to be positive. बहुत बढ़िया सर, focus is going to be positive. ये तो बहुत सच बात है. V is equal to 5. A convex mirror always forms virtual, erect and diminished image. Correct? A convex mirror always forms virtual, erect and diminished image. In the case of spherical mirrors, whether it be concave or is it convex? भाई concave mirror forms the virtual, erect and magnified image only in one case. लेकिन image कहाँ बनती है? कहाँ बनती है वो image? किधर? All the real images are formed on the left side. Virtual ones are formed on the right side. These are all tricks. ये छोटी छोटी ट्रिक हैं. ये सारी छोटी छोटी ट्रिक्स हैं जो हमको याद रख सकती हैं कि भाई हमारा गलती नहीं होगा कभी, right? All these small tricks here. Just think about it. In spherical mirrors, all the virtual images are to the right only. Take any case. वहां पर भी virtual images to the right. यहाँ पर हमेशा virtual images to the right, which means V is going to be positive. Sir, F is going to be positive. Now you know what? The moment you realize V positive है, ध्यान से देखो, V equals -5, -5. सर ये तो तीनों गलत हो गए. Only one option has V equals +5. Option D is the right answer. एकदम easy. Correct. Yes. Right. And image height is always positive. अरे हो, this is even more easy. This is even more easy. मान लो तुम भूल गए V के बारे में. भाई height of image कैसी होती है? Erect है ना भाई. Always virtual, erect and diminished. Erect image कैसी होती है? Sir, above the principal axis means HI will be positive. भाई minus. अरे वाह सर, ऑप्शन डी राइट आंसर है. There are so many ways of solving this question यार. बहुत easy question है ना, इसमें नंबर नहीं जाने चाहिए. This question we should not be able to make a mistake. मतलब नींद में होना तब भी इसका आंसर सही आना चाहिए. ठीक है, फाइन. यही लॉजिक लगाया था ना. वेरी गुड महक. चलो कम ऑन, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन. Assertion reason. अरे वाह सर, फेवरेट क्वेश्चन नो. Assertion. One circuit with 15 ampere current rating is used for appliances such as geysers and air coolers. ठीक है. Sandhya, we have this question in the practice paper. Don't you worry. Just have patience. Just be consistent. You will get it. Yes. ये अभी पूछ लूं. Swapnil, I'm sorry, I missed your previous question. Reason. Appliances with metallic body are connected to an earth wire with low resistance. Yes. Okay, Swapnil. ठीक है. Come on. B. Most of you are saying B, huh? See, assertion बोल रहा है यार. One circuit with 15 ampere. There are two types of circuit ना, 5 ampere, 15 ampere. One circuit with 15 ampere current rating is used for appliances such as geysers and air coolers. Okay. Reason is saying appliances with metallic body are connected to an earth wire with low resistance. Hello. Magnetic flux क्या है? ओह संध्या, वैसे तो ये टॉपिक क्लास 10th का नहीं है, but you know magnetic flux is the number of magnetic field lines passing through a surface. उसको बोलते हैं हम magnetic flux. Yes. All right. Now listen. अरे ध्यान से सुनो. Easy question है यार ये. I know assertion reason we find tough. Sometimes we find tough, but this is not that tough question. Assertion that is true. We have two types of circuits na, 5 ampere. Option B, 69%. Very good. Option assertion is saying कि भाई we have two types of circuits, 5 ampere, 15 ampere. 5 amperes are for all the normal appliances, bulb, charger, all these things, right? But 15 ampere are for the appliances which require more current, like geyser, AC, heater, right? So that's why one circuit with 15 ampere current rating is used for appliances such as geysers and air coolers. हाँ, that is true यार. Assertion तो सही बात कर रहा है. Assertion एकदम सच्चा आदमी है यहाँ पे, है ना भाई? Assertion is a true person. Good यार, good boy. Reason. Appliances with metallic body are connected to an earth wire with low resistance. That is also true. Why do you do earthing? Sir, in earthing, we connect all the metallic appliances and their bodies through a wire, and finally this wire is connected to a pole which is going to the earth. हम क्या चाहते हैं? Sir, appliance की body से ना एक तार connect होके earth तक जाना चाहिए for all the appliances. This is what we call as earthing. Why do we do earthing? Because you don't want to get shocked. not surprise wala shock, electric shock. When you touch, if there is any leakage current on the body of the appliance, it should straight away go to earth. For that you will need a low resistance wire. तो सच बात है भाई, है ना भाई, उसको low resistance मिलता है तो जाएगा अर्थ पे. Correct? So यार reason is also true. Both are true. But is reason able to explain why we use 15 amperes? No. अरे भैया reason तो सही बात कर रहा है. Assertion भी ठीक है. But ये दोनों ना रिश्तेदार नहीं है. Both of them are not related at all. That is why option B becomes your right answer. Correct. Low resistance because see, electric current wants to take a low resistance path. So imagine you connect all the metallic bodies using a wooden thread. Imagine you connect all the appliance bodies through a wooden rod, let's say, a wooden pole to the earth. कोई sense है इस बात का? No. Why? Wooden rod is an insulator. You want a conductor so that all the charges, all the leakage current should be able to go to the earth, right? So you want a low resistance path. कौन दे रहा है? Understood? No? कौन दे रहा है वो? Sir, it is given by any. Normally it's copper wire, but yes, it could be a conductor. Very good. बहुत बढ़िया. संध्या, why sun appear red in the evening? Ooh, by the way, this is deleted from CBSE syllabus. It's because of scattering. In the evening, it has to travel more distance. That's why. चलो आ जाओ. These are 3 questions. Now एक चीज इतिहास गवाह है. किसका? Sample paper, practice paper set 1, practice paper set 2. Physics के तुमको 3 क्वेश्चन मिलेंगे 20 में से. In section A, you will always get 3 questions from physics. Not more, not less. क्योंकि ये हम पैटर्न देख रहे हैं. Sir, एक दो that is possible, but one thing which all of us are observing, in sample paper, practice paper set 2, we have only 3 questions from physics in objective type in section A. ठीक है? 3 marks from physics. Most of the questions are from biology or chemistry. Correct? Yes? हाँ, very good. बिल्कुल स्वप्निल करंट यू कैन से थिंक करता है, राइट? रीजन बच्चा, रीजन में आई एम सेइंग ऑल द bodies, all the metallic bodies of the appliances na, they are connected through wires and they are taken to the earth. Why? So that if there is any extra charge, no, it should go to the earth. That's why. Okay? This is what we call as earthing. Earthing is a safety measure we do in household circuits. Clear? Chalo, aage aao. Question number 24. It's a 2-marker question. Let's see. Give reasons for the following. First, red traffic signals can be seen from very long distance. क्यों भाई? क्यों रखते हैं लाल रंग? ये लाल रंग कब मुझे छोड़ेगा? Ambition success. I hope you understood, बच्चा. It's a very, very easy question. If there is no earthing in a house, Radhika, there is a chance you might get a shock. तुमने सुना होगा ना, घर में कभी-कभी शॉक लग जाता है. If there is some leakage current, आपने फ्रिज को टच किया, ओह शॉक लग गया. Because red has longest wavelength. Okay, good. But add more to it. और add करो. Red don't scatter as much as blue. Good. If we combine your answer and the previous answer, it's a full answer. Yes, because it deviate least. Na, Shreya, don't go with deviation. Deviation means refraction. Galat hai ye. Good. See, one thing is for sure. Sir, red traffic signals can be seen from very long distance. Red is used in the top, at the top of the very tall buildings. हमेशा जहां जहां आपको दूर से लाइट चमकानी होगी ना, we go for red. Why? Red is the danger signal. Why? All of these have just one answer. What? Because red has the longest wavelength and that's why it scatters the least and is able to reach longer distances. Bus. This one statement is giving you all the full marks. काफी है. Red has three things to it. Red has longest wavelength in the visible spectrum. Second, that's why it scatters the least. Third, and that's why it is able to travel to longer distances. That's it. और कुछ नहीं करना. Correct? हाँ. Kailash, eyes are more sensitive to blue, but yes, you can say because red is least scattered, that's why more intensity is able to reach you. इसीलिए. हाँ. And least वाले I mean violet. हाँ, okay. ठीक है. So भाई red traffic signal clear हो गया ना? जल्दी बताओ. Everybody. I have given you 3-4 questions and 1 answer for it. कितने क्वेश्चन है लेकिन आंसर वही है भाई. पूरा आंसर क्या होगा? Red has longest wavelength, right? That is why it scatters the least. Finally क्या होता है इसकी वजह से? That is why it is able to travel longer distances. बस इतना लिखोगे ना, फुल मार्क्स में कोई नंबर काट नहीं पाएगा, बहुत जरूरी है। क्लियर है ना? वेरी गुड, नाइस यार, कंफ्यूज स्टडी, दैट्स ट्रू। Second, who was asking? Somebody was asking this question. Stars appear to be slightly higher than their actual position. Like your question, why they twinkle, and this both have almost similar reason. Come on, due to atmospheric refraction, stars are high in the sky. Yes. See, it's atmospheric refraction. Atmospheric refraction, you are right, but you will have to elaborate it thoda sa. You have to elaborate it slightly more. Why? लॉन्ग स्कैटर लीस्ट, इसका रिलेशन है क्या 11 12? हाँ यस बिल्कुल है। राधिका, बिकॉज बच्चा आर आईज आर मोर सेंसिटिव टू द ब्लू कलर, एंड सेकंड द अमाउंट ऑफ ब्लू, अमाउंट ऑफ वॉयलेट इन द विजिबल स्पेक्ट्रम इज डिफरेंट. ब्लू इज मोर एंड वॉयलेट इज लेस. Nice, Ryan, you are getting there. See, everyone, listen to me. I know. In one word, if somebody asks you, कोई अगर एक वर्ड में बोलेगा ना, your answer would be atmospheric refraction. That's true. You are right. Your answer would be atmospheric refraction. लेकिन that is not the complete answer. Correct? Sir, क्यों? देखो भाई, पहले तो scattering वाला for this first one हमने बोला था कि red scatters the least. Why? Because it has longer wavelength. क्यों होता है ऐसा? अगर shorter wavelength है ना, then you have to interact with more particles. In the longer wavelength, you have to interact with less particles. This is one of the way in which you can understand कि भैया red interacts with less particles, तो फिर distract कम होता है, scatter कम होता है. These are just one way of thinking about it. ठीक है? Yes. Stars की बात करते हैं. See, between the star and you on Earth, we have what? क्या है तुम्हारे ऊपर? Sir, we are sitting under an ocean of air यार. हमारे ऊपर दूर किलोमीटर तक we have atmosphere, right? Earth is surrounded by atmosphere. Now, normally we say कि भाई the speed of light in air and vacuum is the same. But in such cases where the atmosphere, where the air is for such long distances, यहाँ पर same नहीं होगा. यहाँ पर same नहीं होगा. Refractive index of air is about 1.003 and vacuum is 1. तो air is slightly denser than vacuum. Yes? Hello Takshima. Correct? Yes? Air is slightly denser than vacuum. And as you go closer and closer to the surface, the density of air, or I would say the refractive index of air, keeps on increasing. है ना? जैसे जैसे आप पास आओगे ना, amount of air dense होता जाएगा. So you can say the refractive index of air keeps on increasing. So that's why क्या होता है? From actual position, when light comes towards you, it bends towards the normal. क्यों sir? This is rarer, this is denser. Now for this interface, this is rarer, this is denser. So light again and again keeps bending towards normal, right? This is your actual star. Because of this bending, because of this refraction, what is happening? Finally, when the light reaches you, what do? Your eyes, they kind of trace it back, right? Our eyes and brain have a feeling. They always think light is coming in a straight line, right? So that's why, where will the image be formed? Image कहाँ बनेगा इसका image बनेगा यहाँ पे, right? Its image will be formed over here. And refraction causes a lot of illusions. That coin, the water and the coin trick I showed you in a shot. Same thing for that. And same answer for that, right? Apparent position is over here. So this is slightly higher. So just writing atmospheric refraction is not the complete answer. You will have to explain it slightly. Sir, why? Because when light from the star reaches to us on Earth, it has to travel through different layers of atmosphere which have higher and higher refractive indices. So light ray keeps bending towards normal, and finally when the image is formed, it is slightly higher than the actual star position. That, my friend, is the correct answer. है ना भाई? Why can't I? Sangeeta, because black spot, the blind spot actually, not the black spot. Blind spot has very less, it has almost zero photosensitive cells. Correct. Yes. Virtual image बोल सकते हैं इसको, बिल्कुल सबने बोल सकते हो आप इसको. सही बात है. So it is because of varying physical conditions of the atmosphere. Now it's a 2-marker question. 1 mark for each explanation. No stories needed. कहानी नहीं लिखना है, ठीक है? Don't start writing stories and stories. Simple लिखना है. कैसे? Sir, First, because red color light has the highest wavelength and is least scattered. Done. काफी है इतना. इसके आगे तुमको लिखना तो ये लिख, and that is why it is able to travel longer distances. ठीक है. Second one, because the optical density of atmospheric layers is more, so the light traveling from space to the atmosphere bends towards the normal, and thus its position appears slightly raised. If you look at the answer key of your practice paper, they have given you two options to answer. उन्होंने ना आपको दो option दिए हैं. क्या? Either you write this or you make a diagram. You make a diagram. This is your earth. One layer, two layer. Light rays coming, make it like this. Light rays coming, make it like this. So they have given you two options. Either you write it or you draw it. What would you choose? तुम क्या लिखना पसंद करोगे? I'm telling you, this is your answer key. What would you like to do? You would like to write it or you would like to draw it? Yes, come on. Add the point source thing. Not required in this. See, point source is relevant more for twinkling. This is because of refraction and bending of light. Draw. What is atmospheric refraction? Amrita, this is atmospheric refraction because when light comes from space to atmosphere, atmosphere is slightly denser optically. That's why light bends towards the normal. Right, right, draw. Your call. If you are confident about your drawing, you can choose to draw. If I were in your place, मेरी है drawing भद्दी. My drawing is ganda. I am proudly saying you it is very bad. So that's why I would choose to write. You think what is your strength. लिख सकते हो बढ़िया, लिखो ढंग से. बढ़िया ड्रॉ कर सकते हो, ढंग से ड्रॉ कर दो. बहुत तेज हो, दोनों कर दो. लेकिन कर देना. ठीक है? Right? Where on the book intensity? No. Shreya, that is different. Correct? Looks like a black hole. All right. Clear? Chalo. Next, another 2-marker question. Your drawing is also trash, huh? All right. दोनों ठीक है ना? हाँ, it's okay. Depends. आपको जो सही लगे ना, आप वो कर सकते हो बच्चा. Radhika, just be confident, बच्चा. The more and more you practice, you will get confident. Not a problem. Yes, come on. Question number 25. Imagine a current carrying circular loop of wire on the plane of your answer sheet. On the plane of your answer. Little bit of visualization. Everybody, listen to what the question is telling you. Question बोल रहा है तुमको, ध्यान से सुनो उसको, ठीक है? Imagine a current carrying circular loop of wire on the plane of your answer sheet. ज़्यादा दिमाग मत लगाना, जो question बोल रहा है वही करना है. The magnetic field inside the loop is into the plane of the paper. Okay. What must be the direction of the current in the loop? Come on. Thumb rule. Grandmaster. My friend, I'll tell you. 2.5 pages. Swapnil examiner gets irritated looking at this. Please don't do it. मैं बता रहा हूँ उनको गुस्सा आ जाता है इतना देख के कि भाई पॉइंट बोल दो क्या कर रहे हो ऐसे फ्री पूछा था तुमसे. Laksh says clockwise. Hello Daniel. Come on. I have got one answer clockwise multiple times. Yes. Ambition success clockwise. Okay. Shreya says clockwise. Okay. Arey, listen now. देखो, answer you will get like this. I gave you an illegal method also. But that is not to be written in exam. Today I'll prove it to you. Hello. Shaik. Mask. Okay, listen. See, there is one illegal method you can use to just get the answer. And then write what the examiner wants to see. तेज होना पड़ेगा यार. We have to be smart about it. कैसे? Sir, listen ना. Imagine a current carrying circular loop of wire on the plane of your answer sheet. ठीक है sir. I will imagine this is the circular loop. हाय ठीक क्या है ये? ठीक है? So this is your current carrying circular loop of wire on the plane. ठीक है जी. The magnetic field inside the loop is going to the magnetic field inside the loop is going into the plane of paper. Means, sir, like this. Correct? I don't know direction of current, but question has given me that magnetic field is going inside. ये तो पता है हमको, है ना भाई? We know about this. Correct? Yes, sir. What must be the direction of the current in the loop? How many of you remember the illegal method? Yes. How can I be smart? Mask, I'll tell you. How many of you remember the illegal method? Illegal method. That is good for getting the answer. But for writing, I'll teach you. याद है? लिखने में तो गड़बड़ होती है। हाँ, महक आपको बच्चा लिख लिख के घर पे प्रैक्टिस करनी है। सी वॉट एवर क्वेश्चन वी डू नो यू कैन डू इट। ये क्वेश्चन दोबारा करो और अपना आंसर लिखो एंड क्रॉस चेक, क्या ये मेरा आंसर और ये आंसर सेम लग रहे हैं, बस। नहीं, आई नो लीगल मेथड, ओके, डोंट नो। सी राइट हैंड थंब रूल कितने लोग को याद है? सर राइट हैंड थंब रूल वाज thumb gives you direction of current and curl of the fingers tell you the direction of magnetic field, right? In the case of a current carrying loop, I told you you can do one more thing. क्या? Interchange कर दो. This is not to be written in the exam. Again, in double quotes I'm telling you, this is not to be written in the exam. इसको लिखना नहीं है. इससे आप आंसर पता कर सकते हो. कैसे? सर, interchange मतलब this becomes my current and this gives you my magnetic field lines. अच्छा, magnetic field lines are inside ना, ऐसे, तो current will be clockwise. Done. चल गया पता? Current will be clockwise. Easy, right? So आपने क्या किया? You quickly made up your mind कि भाई मेरा आंसर पता है क्या है? आंसर तो clockwise होगा. कैसे पता चला? फटाफट reversing the right hand thumb rule. This is not a method which should be written in exam. इसको नहीं लिखना है. I'm telling you again and again. ये बन जाता है क्या? मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस. ये बन जाता है क्या? करंट कैरिंग. सो आप बोलोगे सर मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस आर इनसाइड, सो करंट विल बी क्लॉकवाइज. डन. यस, क्लियर है ना? दिस इज समथिंग यू कैन डू फॉर योरसेल्फ. अब तुमको पता है कि सर आंसर वुड बी क्लॉकवाइज, करंट शुड बी क्लॉकवाइज. अब स्टेट द रूल यूज्ड हियर. क्या लिखोगे? व्हाट विल यू राइट? दिस विच वी जस्ट डिड ना. इसको नहीं लिखना है. क्या लिखना है? व्हाट द एग्जामिनर वांट्स टू सी. व्हाट इज इट? सर राइट हैंड थंब रूल. यू नो व्हाट आई डिड? मैंने बहुत अच्छे बच्चे की तरह से आई टुक माई फिंगर, है ना भाई, आई टुक माई फिंगर एंड एट ईच ऑफ द वायर, एट द ईच स्मॉल पार्ट ऑफ द वायर I made sure that my thumb points in direction of current and my fingers curled inside. हमने क्या लगाया? सर राइट हैंड थंब रूल लगाया मैंने. तो सिंपल सी बात है एकदम, राइट? सो लिखना कैसे है आपको? द करंट इज इन द क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन. आंसर डन. हाउ टू राइट? व्हाट इज द रूल यूज्ड हियर? सर रूल तो एक ही है. आपने उसमें ट्विस्ट कर दिया वो अलग बात है. रूल तो एक ही है. कौन सा? राइट हैंड थंब रूल. व्हाट डज इट से? The right hand thumb rule states that if you imagine that you are holding a current carrying straight conductor in your right hand such that thumb points towards the direction of current, then your fingers will wrap around the conductor in the direction of field lines along the magnetic field. Yes. Shreya, you can. See, the screw method I don't recommend because sometimes I have seen students forgetting कि सर screw tight ऐसे होता है कैसे होता है. I don't remember. बहुत बच्चों को मैंने देखा गड़बड़ करते हुए. सर screw टाइट इधर होगा कि इधर होगा, वो तो याद ही नहीं आ रहा मेरे को. दैट्स व्हाई. करेक्ट. यस गुरलाल, इट्स लॉन्च्ड. वी जस्ट हैव टू अनाउंस. विल टेल यू द लिंक बच्चा. इट्स ऑन द वेबसाइट. अगेन, हाँ बच्चों, corkscrew method and the right hand thumb rule both are same. Corkscrew method says, imagine you are tightening the cap of a bottle. Right? If you tighten the cap of a bottle, the cap goes inside. है ना भाई? Cap moves down if you tighten it. तो हम क्या बोल रहे हैं? Curling this side, cap is going this side. But I have seen students forgetting. Sir, tight ऐसे करने पे ऐसे जाएगा, ऐसे आएगा. I don't remember. That's why my thing is right hand thumb rule. Thumbs up, right? Thumbs up करने का एकदम. क्या? Current, magnetic field lines, easy. Yes. What does it mean? It means analytical, understanding. है ना, memory based. That's why. Correct. How clockwise? Bacha, how clockwise? I'm telling you, just to get the answer you can see, just invert the things of the right hand thumb rule. Right? It's not a legal method. Invert the things. Normally this is the current and this is the magnetic field lines. Now what you can do is, sir, if I invert क्या होगा? This becomes magnetic field line, this becomes current. So if current is going like this, magnetic field will be inside. If current is going like this, magnetic field is this side. This is just a quick shortcut method to get the answer, but not to be used in exam. I'm telling you again. कोई लिख मत देना, बता रहा हूं मैं. ठीक है? चलो. Second, state the rule. Rule तो भाई एक ही है. Ideally, what you have done? Sir, ideally, you know what I have done? I have put my thumb like this, going inside. Thumb like this, going inside. Thumb like this, Sir, going inside. Oh, at each point in the wire, you have taken the right hand thumb rule only. तुमने निकाला तो वैसे है, किसको पता? एग्जामिनर को यही बताना है. तुमने क्या किया? तुमने शॉर्टकट लगाया. ठीक है, फाइन. State the rule used, right hand thumb rule. Corkscrew rule, if you are perfect in that, you can write, not a problem. But right hand thumb rule, I feel personally it's easy. ठीक है, clear? बहुत बढ़िया. Goral, very soon. Ashar, I will announce. Don't worry. Radhika, they will take it back. Bacha, don't do that. Yes. चलो आगे आओ. Question number 25. State the rule to determine the direction of the force experienced. By the way, this is an optional thing. पिछला वाला किससे था? This one was from magnetic effect, na? There is option for this question. It's your choice. State the rule to determine the direction of the force experienced by a current carrying straight conductor placed in a magnetic field which is perpendicular to it. Which law? कौन सा rule पूछ रहा है ये? Yes, come on. Ritika, that you can do. Date sheet, ambition, success, not yet. It's not out, but yes, we are expecting it very soon. Very good, yaar. Fleming's left hand rule, FBI. You're right, Sakshi. Very good. Whenever you want to force निकालना होगा, if you want to find the force on a current carrying conductor in a magnetic field, कैसे करोगे? You will have to call FBI. Sir, what is FBI? Left hand is my FBI. In your senior batch, when I used to teach, I used to say, this is FBI, this is MIB. MIB is space alien वाला ना, तो ये अलग है. लेकिन ना, this is FBI. Right now, your right hand is not even working for force. Right hand गया. It is not in syllabus, bhai. It is only FBI, the left hand rule, Fleming's left hand rule. What does it say? Sir, this is my magnetic field. This is my current. This looks like an eye, no? This is your current. Fine. The powerful finger is my force. This is force, magnetic field, current. That's it. Very good. लगा दो इसको. You should always understand how to write the rule. Everybody knows how to apply Fleming's left hand rule. But can you write the rule? That is more important. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? To write the rule, you should know what all these called. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? सर, पहली वाली उंगली. क्या बोलते हैं इसको? Yes. हाँ जी. यहीं पर फंसती हैं. इंग्लिश और हिंदी में ना यही दिक्कत हो जाता है कई बार. सर, क्या बोलेंगे इसको? कन की उंगली. ना, this is not the. What is it? What will you write for this? Field. हाँ, that is rude. Four fingers. नहीं, this is the middle finger. Index finger. अरे, this is the index finger. हाँ, index finger is the right word. ठीक है. Go with index finger. Because when you write the rule, you have to write it, yeah. Correct? And when will the magnitude of the displacement of the rod will be the largest? When it is perpendicular to the field. Simple. Correct? है ना? Sir, we all know this. When is the force maximum? When the current carrying wire is perpendicular to the magnetic field. That is when the force is maximum. And that is their second wala question. How to write? Fleming's left hand rule. Now write the rule. Stretch the forefinger or index finger. Both are okay. ठीक है? Stretch the forefinger or index finger, middle finger and the thumb of your left hand such that they are mutually perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular, right? You are right, है ना? Correct. If the forefinger indicates the direction of magnetic field and the middle finger indicates the direction of current, then thumb will indicate the direction of motion of the conductor or the force acting on the conductor. कुछ नहीं है. Whatever we discussed just now, we have just written it. Simple, right? चलेगा. अरे forefinger ठीक है. I have written forefinger only, बच्चा. Both are fine. I'm telling you, forefinger or index finger both works. Not a problem. Next, the displacement of the rod is largest when the direction of current is at right angles or perpendicular to the direction of magnetic field. I am giving you alternates. If you struggle with the proper language, I am telling you, no need to cram these things. अरे write your own language, but it should mean, है ना? It should make sense. वो sense बनाना जरूरी है भाई. ठीक है? अरे नहीं, forefinger ठीक है. I have written forefinger. I'm telling you, forefinger index finger works. Right angles or perpendicular works. This is the CBSE practice paper का answer key. They have written forefinger. It is correct only. But I'm saying index finger is also correct because that is also fine. परपेंडिकुलर एंड राइट एंगल्स बोथ आर ओके बिकॉज बोथ मीन द सेम थिंग. तो लिखोगे तो नंबर कटेगा नहीं भाई, मिलेगा पूरा का पूरा. ठीक है, डरने की जरूरत नहीं है. चलो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन नंबर 31. नाउ वी आर कमिंग टू सेक्शन सी एंड सेक्शन सी इज वेयर फिजिक्स शाइन्स. सेक्शन सी आते ही फिजिक्स सब्जेक्ट बोलता है आहा ये मेरा सेक्शन है. बहुत क्वेश्चन आते हैं इसमें. यस करेक्ट संगीता, आई एम सेइंग when is the force on a current carrying conductor maximum? When this current carrying conductor is perpendicular to the magnetic field. But if it becomes parallel, if magnetic field is like this and your current carrying wire is also like this, then force is zero. When is force maximum? When it is perpendicular to magnetic field like this. This is your force, this is your magnetic field. That is why they are perpendicular. Correct है ना? Sonia बच्चा, first part is this only. You have to apply the Fleming's left hand rule. Align your index finger or your forefinger in the direction of magnetic field, this middle finger in the direction of current, and this thumb will give you direction of force. Correct? Yes, we have to explain the rules. That is the question. Come on. Section C, 3 marker, numerical. A 4 centimeter tall object is placed perpendicular to the principal axis of a convex lens of focal length 20 centimeters. The distance of the object from the lens is 15 centimeters. Find the nature, position and the size of the image formed. Simple numerical है, आंसर बता दो बस. Come on. ऐश हो जाता है बार बार सेम चीज पढ़ाने में ना, ऐसा लग जाता है. Come on, understood no? Good, good. Come on, solve it. Right now you can do in rough. Afterwards, when you do it properly. Question given pre-board as it is. Mehek, बच्चों, in your pre-boards, in your pre-boards, in your unit tests, practice paper, sample paper, practice paper set 1, 2. These questions come directly. I'm telling you. Oh, nice, yeah, Deepak, good. Virtual is diminish. Okay. Come on. देखो भाई, क्वेश्चन एक बहुत सिंपल न्यूमेरिकल है. डोंट बी कंफ्यूज्ड. वर्चुअल, इरेक्ट एंड मैग्निफाइड. ओके, राधिका सेज. बाय द वे, you have to give values, huh? Shreya says V equals -4. Virtual, erect, magnified, position the same side as object. Okay, Adya. HI equals -16. Good here. Nice speed. Everybody, we need values to answer. Okay. See, I know whatever you are saying, that is right. That is okay. But we need values. V equals -60, Sakshi says. Okay. Mehak says same as object size. Good evening, Heather. V equals 60. Achha, listen to me, everybody. I'm solving. Just there you go. Whenever you want to answer such questions, first of all, what to do? Sir, first of all, I have to write what is given to me. That's a very good practice. Right? रफ में भी करोगे ना तो लिखना, साइन कन्वेंशन के साथ लिखना. पहला चीज क्या है, ये कॉन्वेक्स लेंस है ना. सर कॉन्वेक्स लेंस तो ऐसा होता है. ठीक है, ठीक है. Focal length will be how much, sir? Plus 20 centimeters. Very good. What is given? 4 cm tall object. अच्छा, okay sir. Height of object is equal to plus 4 centimeters. Okay, okay, मान लिया. Distance of the object from the lens is 15. Oh, sir, U is equal to minus of 15 centimeters. ठीक है sir. Now, from your logic, you know object is between optical center and focus. Virtual, erect, magnified तो मिलेगा, है ना भाई? Let's check. Let's check the math. Correct? We will use what? We will use the lens formula. Using lens formula. 1 upon V minus 1 upon U equals 1 upon F. क्या निकालना है सर? V निकालना है ना. 1 upon V is equal to 1 upon F plus 1 upon U. यानी कि कितना हुआ सर? 1 upon 20 plus 1 upon minus of 15. LCM लिया कितना आया? 60. 23 minus में 4 is equal to minus 1 by 60. Sir, I am getting V is equal to minus में 60 centimeters. Good. V is equal to minus में 60 centimeters. That's nice. That's good. तो V कितना आया? Sir, V is equal to minus 60 centimeters. Very good. So find the nature of the image will be virtual, erect and magnified. Done. Position of the image -60 centimeters. अब यही तो होता है. Correct everybody. If you are getting answer as, अगर किसी का आंसर आ रहा है सर v इज इक्वल टू -4 सेंटीमीटर्स, किसी का आया सर v इज इक्वल टू 16 सेंटीमीटर्स. अरे सोचो तो, ऑब्जेक्ट इज बिटवीन ऑप्टिकल सेंटर एंड फोकस. मतलब सर इमेज शुड बी ऑन द सेम साइज, इट इज वर्चुअल, इरेक्ट एंड मैग्निफाइड एंड इट इज गोइंग टू बी बिहाइंड द ऑब्जेक्ट ना. ऑब्जेक्ट से कम डिस्टेंस कैसे हो सकता है? लॉजिक. यस, हाँ करेक्ट. v पूछा कहां? अरे दिस इज पोजीशन, दिस इज v. ये पूछ रहा है v किधर है, किधर है v, ये पूछ रहा है. राइट है ना? वेरी गुड. करेक्ट. सो एवरीबॉडी, in light numericals I am giving you a brahmastra. I am giving you one very important thing. Whenever you are done with the numerical, wait for a minute, think the logic. Acha sir, object is between optical center and focus, image will be virtual, erect and magnified, should be on the same side, it should be behind object na. My answer is coming 4, which is less than 15. How is it possible? कुछ गड़बड़ हुई है पक्का. Use logic. केवल आंसर निकाल के भाग मत जाना. 2 मिनट रुको, चेक करो लॉजिक मैच कर रहा है. इफ यस देन मूव फॉरवर्ड. ठीक है, फाइन. बहुत जरूरी है भाई. मैग्निफाइड एंड डिमिनिश्ड. मैग्निफाइड मींस image is bigger than the object, diminished is less than the object. Now apply the magnification formula. Sir, size of the image is formed, no? If I write magnified, अच्छा, smart. अरे भाई, जब if object height is given to you, it means they're asking the image height. Don't say magnified और चल दो आगे. Find the height. You can. It's very easy. Magnification in lens formula is plus or minus. Sir, it is v upon u. प्लस था कि माइनस था? अच्छा, मिरर और लेंस में उल्टा होता है, लेकिन मिरर के मैग्निफिकेशन में माइनस आता है. मिरर्स मैग्निफिकेशन हैज अ माइनस साइन. m means lens is ulta, lens is opposite. Oh, lens has plus sign. Okay, fine. Is equal to hi upon ho. अब कर लो. v कितना है सर? v is -60 centimeters upon u कितना है सर? -15 centimeters is equal to height of image. I don't know. Height of object is 4 centimeters. अरे रे, 15 4 minus cancel. 16 centimeters is equal to hi. Height of image is coming positive. Positive ठीक है ना? Positive means above principal axis. Virtual, erect and magnified. हाँ ठीक है. Yes. In front of lens is positive or negative? Sonia, lens in front is negative. Left side is negative. Right side is positive. Correct? Everybody, height of image is going to be 16 centimeters. Math plus logic and you will be invincible. तुम्हें कोई डरा नहीं पाएगा. तुम्हारा आंसर कभी गलत नहीं आ पाएगा. If you add logic and math. If you only go with logic, you might fail. If you only go with math, you might fail. दोनों को मिक्स करोगे, तुम बन जाओगे शक्तिमान. ठीक है? हाँ, very good. Perpendicular axis means नहीं श्रेया, perpendicular to principal axis means above principal axis. See, when the question says perpendicular to principal axis, you know what does it mean? It means this is your lens, this is your principal axis, your object is kept like this. This is what? Perpendicular na, to principal axis. This is what the question is saying. Fine. Correct? So height of object is equal to plus 4 centimeters. Clear? बच्चों, sign convention is very easy यार. Sir, right is positive, left is negative, up is positive, down is negative भैया. It is like Cartesian coordinate system. Plus minus easy. Correct है ना? Behind the lens is positive. Yes. So yeah, you're right. Correct? Clear? Easy. This is like the most basic numerical in light यार. Please, इसमें नंबर नहीं जाने चाहिए. We should not lose marks in such numericals यार. These are like, ये वो हैं फ्री के नंबर हैं, इनको मत खो देना. क्लियर है ना? युवराज, मैं फोन लगाता हूँ तेरा अभी. Hey, how would I? We have to wait बच्चा. Let's see. Very good. है ना? बहुत बढ़िया. नहीं जाएंगे ना? बहुत अच्छे. चलो, क्वेश्चन नंबर 31 भाई. 31. This is an optional question. हाँ, लास्ट वाला या फिर ये वाला, whatever you like, तुम्हारी मर्जी. और an object is placed at a distance of 60 centimeters from a concave lens of focal length 30 centimeters. हाँ जी. Come on. Ash, do we know focal length for this? Or for this question you're asking? लास्ट दिखाओ. अरे वीडियो में देख लो ना, जस्ट थोड़ा पीछे जाओ, मिल जाएगा आपको. रे डायग्राम बिल्कुल महक आ सकते हैं बच्चा. रे डायग्राम छोड़ना मत, आ सकते हैं. नोप. -10, -30. Images -60. Okay. We just know the given info. Okay. Acha, given info. Ash, just put this in the comment section now, because -15, it's a little vague question. Because if you don't know focus, you can't say in a concave mirror what will happen. If you cross focus, it becomes magnified. Otherwise, it goes back. Real बनेगा नहीं तो. -20, -20, -20, -20, -60, -60. Okay. अरे सुनो ना. पहली चीज, सर concave lens. अच्छा, concave lens looks like this. इसका क्या होता है सर? इसका तो फोकल लेंथ होता है नेगेटिव. अच्छा, ओ सर, फोकल लेंथ ऑफ कॉन्केव लेंस इज नेगेटिव भैया. आई रिमेंबर नाउ. ओके. ऑब्जेक्ट इज प्लेस्ड एट सेंस ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट इज ऑलवेज ऑन द लेफ्ट, सो u इज इक्वल टू -60 सेंटीमीटर्स. ओके सर. कॉन्केव लेंस ऑफ फोकल लेंथ इज 30 सर. इट इज टू द लेफ्ट, मींस इट इज नेगेटिव. फोकल लेंथ विल बी हाउ मच? -30 सेंटीमीटर्स. बहुत बढ़िया. यूज लेंस फॉर्मूला टू फाइंड डिस्टेंस ऑफ इमेज फ्रॉम द लेंस. अरे सर, यूज लेंस फॉर्मूला ना. 1/v minus 1/u is equal to 1/f. करेक्ट. अच्छा, लेंस में माइनस होगा, कैसे याद करोगे? कौन सा फॉर्मूला है सर? लेंस वी हैव माइनस. लेंस फॉर्मूले के अंदर माइनस आता है. गेटिंग माई पॉइंट? 1/v minus 1/u equals 1/f. So 1/v is equal to 1/f plus 1/u. Solve it. 1/f कितना आ रहा है भाई? f is -30 प्लस 1/u. u कितना है सर? -60. अप्लाई कर दो. 60 हो गया. माइनस में 1 माइनस में 2 एंड दिस बिकम्स माइनस में 1. सो यू आर गेटिंग -3/60. सर, इसको रेसिप्रोकल करना होगा ना. सो आई एम गेटिंग v इज इक्वल टू -60/3, दैट इज माइनस में 20 सेंटीमीटर्स. सो यू हैव गॉट v. ठीक है, यू हैव गॉट v. सर, v नेगेटिव आ रहा है. Convex lens always form virtual erect and diminished image, and in the case of lens, virtual images are to the left. It will be negative only ना भाई. Negative ही तो आना चाहिए, right? So answer is negative. कितना? Whatever I have done, this is how you have to solve it. Correct? This is how you have to solve it. Very good. ठीक है. Now next, Mehak, you are asking, draw ray diagram. आ गया. Draw the ray diagram. क्या करोगे सर? कॉन्केव लेंस का तो वेरी इजी रे डायग्राम है ना भाई. कुछ नहीं करना सर. ऑब्जेक्ट ये रहा, कीप इट एनीवेयर, कहीं भी रख दो, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? टेक 2 रेज. पहला रे पैरेलल टू प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस, यू विल जस्ट डाइवर्ज इट, ट्रेस इट बैक, एंड सेकंड रे यू कैन टेक फ्रॉम द ऑप्टिकल सेंटर विच विल गो अनडेविएटेड. बस दिस इज देयर मीट, दिस इज योर इमेज. डन. इतना सा बनाना होगा. क्लियर? ओह नाइस यार, शेयर. गुड. F equals center of curvature. Vipin, F equals focus बच्चा. Center of curvature is the length of center of curvature is called as radius of curvature. Yes, it's like convex mirror. You're right. Clear? चलो भाई. Next 3 marker question. Let's see. Question number 32. Everybody is object is placed on 2f. Not a problem. Concave lens में doesn't matter. It will always give you virtual erect and diminished image. I know. Object will be on 2f1. Yes. नहीं अरे, keep the object. It is a concave lens. Keep the object anywhere. You have only 2 cases. Either object is at infinity or it is not an infinity. Keep object anywhere in concave. Doesn't matter. कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ रहा. Right? Yes. चलो, come on. Yes. अच्छा, देखो, you are saying f is equal to minus में 30, v is equal to minus में 20, right? Correct? So u कितना है सर? Object is, f is equal to minus 30 and u is equal to minus में 60. हाँ, ठीक है. You can say, you can keep object here also बच्चा. ये 2f1 यहाँ दो ना, यहाँ बना दो 2f1. Correct? Yes, works, चलेगा. हाँ, it's okay Riyan. Correct. Bajrang, you are right बच्चा. Exactly to the question, if you want to refer, then yes, The U will be on 2F1 because F1 is 30, U is 60, that's why. Clear? ठीक है? Nice यार, good catch. चलो आगे आओ, आगे आओ, आगे आओ. Come on. Question number 32. A current of 10 amperes flows through a conductor for 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Okay. Calculate the amount of charge passing through the conductor. हाँ जी. Electricity. Yes, Nishant, you're right. 20 coulombs minus 20 centimeters. 20 coulomb charge. 12 coulombs. 20 coulombs. Are you sure? Come on. 20 coulombs. 20 coulombs. 20 के सारा सबका 1200 coulombs. 1200 20 F क्या होता है बच्चा? F is the focal length, है ना? अगर आप F में कंफ्यूज हो प्लीज वॉच द वन शॉट. बहुत बेसिक चीज है, इसका मतलब यू नीड हेल्प, राइट? कम ऑन, देखो लिसन. Current of 10 amperes flows through a conductor for 2 minutes. Okay, sir, what is current? I is equal to, how to write the answer? Sir, I is equal to Q upon T, where Q is the charge and T is the time for which the charge has flown. Okay, what is given to you? I is equal to 10 ampere, T is equal to 2 minutes, means 2 into 60 means 120 seconds. Q by T, ampere is what? Coulomb per second. T should not be in minutes, it should be in seconds, right? So 120 seconds. So I will be how much? Sir, 10 ampere is equal to Q upon 120. So Q is equal to 1200 coulombs. Correct answer is 1200 coulombs. Yes? Okay, Vansh has given the next answer. I can see. 1200 coulombs. गलती नहीं करना. ठीक है? Fine. Now, if the charge of an electron is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs, then calculate the total number of electrons flowing through the conductor. Come on, 20 कैसे आ गया? वही तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ, 20 कैसे आ गया? सिलेबस क्या है? 4 चैप्टर हैं, बड़े आसान आसान से, बस. निशांत, then you have to explain it कि why the slope is the resistance, है ना भाई? V is proportional to I, उसका slope होता है resistance, and if they interchange the axis, then you write the slope is 1 by R. इस तरह करना है. Come on, 7.5 times 21. अरे वाह यार, nice, अच्छे से लिखा भी है. 1920 तो मूवी थी कोई ना? 68 out of 18 science. Gomti, that is good, but there is scope for improvement. You can improve. Come on. Oh, listen, सुनो. देखो, अब ध्यान से देखो. Charge of an electron is given to you, right? And how much charge you have? 1200 coulombs. Now, sir, one electron has 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs, which means 1 coulomb has how many number of electrons? कितना इलेक्ट्रॉन होता है एक कूलम में? It's a very common question. Sir, 1 upon 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Okay. Now, this is the charge on 1 coulomb. Means on 1200 coulomb, how much charge will be there? It's not a math question, it's a maths question. Sorry, I'm saying it's not a physics question यार, it's a math question. Class कब start हुई? आयुष 6 बजे start हुई बच्चा आज. Right? So that's why, listen. 1200 coulomb मतलब कितना होगा? Sir, it will be 1 upon 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 into 1200. इसको सॉल्व करना है. सर कैलकुलेटर लगेगा? सुनो, we need calculator for this. Easy है. कैसे? Into 10 कर दो. Right? 4 4 16, 4 3 12. 4 into 25. कितना आ गया? 25 into 3 75. 750 into 10 to the power of 19. ठीक है सर? 7.5 into 10 to the power of 21 electrons. This, my friend, is your correct answer. yes, correct. हाँ जी, see, if you leave it here, no problem, that's okay. This is also correct. कोई जरूरत नहीं है 10 पर 21 जाने की. 10 to the power of 19 is also fine. बिल्कुल आ सकते हैं. लाइफ इज हेल. देखो बच्चा, आ सकते हैं, बट डोंट ओनली रिलाई ऑन सैंपल पेपर. ऐसा नहीं है कि वही क्वेश्चन आएंगे. दैट इज द पैटर्न. सो यू हैव टू स्टडी अकॉर्डिंगली, है ना. यस संगीता बच्चा, Q equals 1200 coulombs ना. सर, 1 electron has charge of 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulombs. Now 1 coulomb will have how many electrons? If 1 electron has this much charge, 1 coulomb charge will have how many electrons? Sir, you can say 1 upon 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 electrons. Now 1200 coulombs will have how many electrons? 1 upon 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 into 1200. That is your answer. It will give you 750 into 10 to the power of 19 electrons. This is your answer. Okay? Clear? हो जाएगा. Correct? Could not understand? Why? हाँ, very good. चलो. Second वाला question. VI graph for a conductor is as shown in the figure. Which figure? This figure. What do you infer from this graph? ये ग्राफ क्या बोल रहा है? Come on. Nishant, slightly, yes, but it's 25. Manupriya, it can. आ सकते हैं बच्चा. मेजर 10 तक तो नहीं होता. I don't think so. 10 तक नहीं होता. R is constant. Good. Ohm's law. Good. अरे, it's very easy. VI graph for a conductor is as shown in the figure. What do you infer from this graph? Sir, this graph shows me one very important thing. What? That potential difference across a resistor is proportional to the current passing through the resistor. V is proportional to I, and this is what? It is the Ohm's law. बस यही तो बोल रहा है. Simple. As graph is a straight line, so it is clear from the graph that V is proportional to I. Hence, the resistance of the conductor is constant. Good. ये बोल रहा है सर resistance constant है. क्यों? क्योंकि slope constant है. बस इतनी सी बात है. And slope is a resistance. That's true. हाँ, resistance in uniform motion? नहीं. Resistance is constant. Why? Because the slope is constant. ये लिखना है इसमें. Clear? Right? हाँ, yes. Slope is resistance for VI graph. And my friends, I have told you, CBSE, they love interchanging the axis. If this becomes your current and this becomes your voltage, slope will give you what? 1 upon resistance. गलती मत करना. I'm telling you, it's very important. ठीक है? Asghar, depends on you, but first is also correct. No one will cut your mark for that. Yes? Nice. That is conductance, huh? Sangeeta, good. 1 upon R, that is. Chalo, aajo. Question number 33, bhai. Question 33, it's a 3-marker question again. Draw the pattern of the magnetic field lines around a current carrying solenoid. Solenoid, I have told you. Solenoid इतना पसंद है ना CBSE को, हर साल आ रहा है. बहुत फेवरेट है भाई. Solenoid मत छोड़ देना. Yes? Can you draw it? Yes or no? Again, बात आ रही है ड्राइंग पे. मेरे जैसे लोग डर जाते हैं ऐसे में. The reason I ask you, बना लोगे? Because I want you to practice. अगर घर पे if you are not practicing by making the diagram, which means you will face problem. लिखवा लो, you will face problem in the exam. So please practice the diagrams. If you know your diagrams are good, sir drawing मेरी जबरदस्त है, then okay. बट अगर तुम मेरी तरह हो, सर मेरी ड्राइंग तो खराब है, लेट्स प्रैक्टिस. यस, है ना? पक्का? कोई नंबर काटेगा तो नहीं ना? मेरे को बता दो. तुमने ड्राइंग बनाई, कोई नंबर काट दिया, क्या करोगे? कोई काटेगा नहीं ना? पक्का है ना जी? एकदम कंफर्म. इफ यू मेक दिस डायग्राम, एक भी मार्क्स जाना नहीं चाहिए. यस? हाँ. अरे वो 2 पोल पे अट्रैक्ट होते हैं. हाँ, यस, सेम डायग्राम. सी, द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग हियर इट बिकम्स पुटिंग अप द पोल्स. नॉर्थ साउथ कहाँ रखें? ठीक है, फाइन. ड्राइंग क्लास ज्वाइन करेंगे. करेक्ट. चलो भाई, आ गया. क्वेश्चन नंबर 33 क्या बोल रहा है? ड्रॉ द पैटर्न ऑफ मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस. इंपॉर्टेंट पता है क्या है? देखो, wherever you want to take plus, you take, not a problem, but important thing is ड्रॉइंग इट प्रॉपरली. सर यहां जाएंगे, ऐसे जाएंगे, फिर ऐसे जाएंगे, तुमको पता है कितनी मुश्किल से बना रहा हूं मैं ये, ठीक है, राइट. ओके, इफ दिस इज योर प्लस, दिस इज योर माइनस, तो आप क्या बोलोगे? हाँ जी, इट मीन्स if that is your plus and this is your minus, then you can say, sir, acha, if I watch from this side, I am seeing what? Current is coming like this, clockwise towards me. Sir, this becomes south, this becomes north. Correct? You have made the diagram now? Very good, yeah. Shreya, that's good, yeah. Correct? South is left side? Oh, my left, your left. No, south is on the right side. Hello. Correct? Yes. See, look at this, look at this. Look at the left side first. It is showing you that current is coming how? Sir, current is coming like this. And I'm not Dr. Strange right now, okay, if you're thinking. Current is coming like this, right? It is clockwise for me and coming towards me. So this is telling you, sir, ये तो south होगा. Clockwise क्या होता है? South means this is north. Yes, है ना? बच्चों, drawing बनाना भी कला है. So please practice. So you can say, if I take plus over here and minus here, then also the same thing. Why? So now if you watch from here, you will see current is going clockwise and away from me. Right? Current is going clockwise and away from me if I look it from here. It means clockwise is what? So this becomes south pole, this becomes north pole. Correct? N alphabet आता है, so left में N. महक, ना. Depends on how you draw. It all depends on how you draw, bhai. Yes? Don't understand how the poles changed. Sangeeta, because I had taken in my diagram, positive is that side. Right? In my diagram, positive is that side. But the turns which I have made, now यहाँ देखो ना, if you start from that side, अगर आप वहाँ देखो, if you start from that side, it is going like this. The diagram which I draw, I made the turn like this. That is the difference. It all depends on how you are able to show this. Correct? ऐसे क्या draw? That's why, हाँ, good. It all depends on how you draw. आपको 3D diagram 2D में बनाना है. That is one. और इसमें पता है क्या होता है? बहुत smart बच्चे जो होते हैं. See, my drawing is very bad, so I can't show this to you. Very smart kids पता है क्या करते हैं? वो लोग क्या करते हैं? ऐसे जाएंगे and they will go like this. पीछे वालों के लिए the back side they will use different color like this. For back sides they will use a different color. This is just to show कि sir, अच्छा, my front is yellow, my back is dark yellow. कुछ भी कर सकते हैं भाई, बहुत ज्यादा ओवर स्मार्ट बच्चे ऐसे करते हैं. बिल्कुल समझ नहीं आया. शगुन, listen to me. बच्चा देखो, look at the diagram. It all depends on how you want to draw. If you want to draw it like this, if you start from here and आप ऐसे लेके जा रहे हो, राइट, अगर आप ऐसे ले जाके इसको ऐसे ऐसे बनाओगे, करेक्ट, तब क्या होगा? If you make it like this, then what will happen? Sir, I will say current from here is going anti-clockwise. Right? It all depends on how you draw. It all depends on your drawing skills. That's why I'm saying solenoid का diagram practice करके जाना. Right? So what I had drawn like this. What this guy has drawn, it has drawn like this. Correct? है ना? Didn't get how the poles change. Sangeeta, poles change, bacha, because at every face na, you have to imagine you are looking from that face. If you look from this side, current goes from positive to negative. Na? Current starts from positive and goes to negative. Now think about it. Here if the current starts from that positive terminal, it is going, watch my hand, na? It is going like these. Hai na? It is going like this. This is what? It is clockwise for me. For me it is clockwise. oh sir, this is south pole. If you look at from that side, from the north वाला, from that side if you see, you will get to know. अच्छा, from north side if you see, अगर आप यहां से देखोगे, आपको क्या लगेगा? Current is going anti-clockwise and coming towards you. So that's why it became north. Correct? So it all depends on how you draw, right? Correct? जल्दी आ रहा है? North always connected to negative? नहीं, बजरंग जरूरी नहीं है. North is always connected to negative, not necessary. If I draw minus and पीछे की तरफ ले जाऊं, right? If I draw it something like this, if I draw something like this, यानी कि अभी क्या हुआ, मैंने ऐसे बनाया है, करेक्ट, राइट? Only one ink pen can be used together is not possible. Manupriya, pencil में you can shade, no. In pencil you can shade the behind portions, you can shade like this, correct? So हिंदी में समझाओ. अरे सुनो ना, मैं बोल रहा हूं, ये मत याद कर लेना कोई भी, सर पॉजिटिव वाला हमेशा साउथ होगा, माइनस वाला हमेशा नॉर्थ होगा, ना जरूरी नहीं है, डिपेंड करता है तुमने कॉइल कैसे घुमाया है. अरे भाई, अगर तुम्हारा माइनस से तुमने कॉइल ऐसे ऐसे घुमाया, राइट? अगर तुमने माइनस से कॉइल ऐसे ऐसे घुमाया, देन क्या बनेगा वो? दिस राइट नाउ इज क्लॉकवाइज फॉर यू ना, दिस इज माइनस, दिस इज राइट नाउ क्लॉकवाइज फॉर यू. तुम क्या बोलोगे? साउथ पोल है. अगर मैं इस माइनस से कॉइल ऐसे घुमा दूं तो तुम क्या बोलोगे? एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, सर नॉर्थ पोल है. इट ऑल डिपेंड्स ऑन हाउ यू ड्रॉ द कॉइल. समझ में आ रहा है? सब डिपेंड करता है तुमने कॉइल कैसे बनाया. इफ दिस इज योर माइनस एंड आई ड्रॉ द कॉइल टुवर्ड्स मी ऐसे, दिस इज क्लॉकवाइज फॉर यू, राइट? यू विल से सर ये तो साउथ पोल है. अगर मैं कॉइल लेके ऐसे बना दूं तो क्या होगा? सर ये तो नॉर्थ पोल हो जाएगा. डिपेंड कर रहा है, करेक्ट? तुम पे डिपेंड करता है. डोंट लर्न इट. बहुत बच्चे याद करते हैं इसको, सर पॉजिटिव वाला हमेशा साउथ पोल होगा. नहीं, जरूरी नहीं है भाई, कोई नहीं बोला ऐसा. अंडरस्टूड? चलो आगे आओ. सो दैट्स व्हाई ड्रॉ द डायग्राम, प्रैक्टिस दिस डायग्राम, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है भाई. प्रैक्टिस दिस डायग्राम. आई हैव सीन लॉट ऑफ पीपल मेकिंग मिस्टेक्स, नंबर कट जाते हैं इसमें. Second, mention 2 precautions that should be taken to avoid the overloading of domestic electric circuits. Overloading मतलब sir large current is flowing in the circuit, that is what we call as overloading. Reason क्या क्या हो सकते हैं? Its reason could be या तो short circuit हो जाए, या फिर you connect many appliances in one plug. Yes, correct, nice, very good. Came in 5 marks in pre-boards. Mehak, your whole paper came from this. Do not connect too many devices in same socket. Do not connect faulty appliances in the socket. Multiple high power consumption devices should not be connected at the same time. Geyser, AC, motor, सब चला दिया एक साथ. All these are high power appliances. They will draw large currents, right? तुम्हारा काम है, sir, I should not let lot of current to flow in the circuit. यानी कि ये सब करना पड़ेगा भाई. ठीक है? Fine. So these are 3 ways in which you can avoid overloading. बढ़िया, वेरी गुड. संगीता, विल टॉक. 1/16 होता है वैसे, 1/16 में. क्वेश्चन नंबर 36. अगेन इट्स अ 5 मार्कर क्वेश्चन. यू आर लेट, इट्स ओके चरण, आई नो बच्चा. हाँ, नाइस. क्वेश्चन नंबर 36. किड्स, ऑल दीज आर practice paper questions. People who are joining late, we are almost done with physics. We have 1 5 marker question. I mean actually 2 because there is an option in this, and then a 4 marker. 3 क्वेश्चन बचे हैं हमारे पास. ठीक है, जल्दी करेंगे. एंड लाइक करो अगर आप यहां पर हो, सब्सक्राइब करो कोई नया है तो, है ना? चलो आगे आओ. अ पर्सन इज ह्यूमन आई. अ 5 मार्क क्वेश्चन स्ट्रेट फ्रॉम ह्यूमन आई, जिसको हम बोलते हैं टुच्चा चैप्टर. ऐसा है नहीं, इंपॉर्टेंट चैप्टर है, इसमें से बहुत क्वेश्चन बन सकते हैं. प्रैक्टिस पेपर सेट 1 के अंदर यू सॉ, आई टोल्ड यू. प्रैक्टिस पेपर सेट 2 के अंदर आई एम टेलिंग यू वी हैव 7 मार्क्स ऑफ क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम ह्यूमन आई. जरूरी चैप्टर है, मत छोड़ देना. ठीक है ना? चलो आगे आओ. A person is unable to see objects distinctly placed within 75 centimeters from his eyes. 75 centimeters from his eyes. First, name the defect of vision the person is suffering from. क्या है ये? Myopia. Myopia. Yes. Hypermetropia. Myopia. दोबारा पढ़ो जरा क्वेश्चन, रीड द क्वेश्चन अगेन. A person is unable to see objects distinctly placed within 75 centimeters. मतलब 75 सेंटीमीटर के डिस्टेंस में जो भी ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं, दिस पर्सन इज नॉट एबल टू सी. अरे क्या है इसको, मायोपिया है, हाइपरमेट्रोपिया है? यू टेल मी. प्रेस क्या प्रॉब्लम है इसकी? He is not able to see near object or far object. If this person is not able to see anything in 75 centimeter, he is not able to see near object or far object. Yes, Charan, I did. Near object, right? Near objects good, far objects. Sorry. Near objects not good. Near. This person is not able to see. पास का नहीं दिखता उसको, है ना? Near objects are not good. Far objects good. Whatever is good, that is the defect. That is in the name of the defect. मतलब sir, far objects good. Far sightedness, long sightedness, long word, hypermetropia. Yes, 25 से नॉर्मल होती है. करेक्ट. अरे वाह यार तारिका, गुड यार. नहीं, अरे प्रेस बायोपिया नहीं है मेरे दोस्त. प्रेस बायोपिया के लिए यू शुड हैव बोथ. ओनली इंफॉर्मेशन इज गिवन टू यू अबाउट द नियर ऑब्जेक्ट. दूर का कुछ बोला क्वेश्चन ने. क्यों तेज बन रहे हो? क्वेश्चन ने बोला ही नहीं है जब. कहां है? यस, हाइपरमेट्रोपिया इज द आंसर. ओके, प्रॉब्लम इज सर 75 सेंटीमीटर तक इसको नहीं दिखता है, मतलब पास का नहीं दिखता है, दूर का दिखता है. यानी कि फार ऑब्जेक्ट्स गुड, नियर ऑब्जेक्ट्स नॉट गुड. नाम में क्या आता है जो सही होता है, राइट? इन द नेम वी हैव समथिंग विच इज करेक्ट, मींस फार, लॉन्ग साइटेडनेस, लॉन्ग वर्ड, हाइपरमेट्रोपिया. ओह ठीक है, फाइन, गुड. डिफेक्ट ऑफ विजन इज सर हाइपरमेट्रोपिया. व्हाट हैपेंस इन हाइपरमेट्रोपिया? सर दूर का नहीं दिखता, सॉरी दूर का दिखता है, पास का नहीं दिखता है. फाइन. लिस्ट 2 पॉसिबल कॉजेज. To see a near object, you want what? Thin lens or thick lens? To see a near object, you want thin lens or thick lens? Sir, I want a thick lens. I want a lens with less focal length, है ना? Correct? अरे जय, बढ़िया यार, गुड. आंसर्स बढ़िया हैं. We have new people joining, but जल्दी समय मोटो. अरे वाह, मोटो बदलो. हेलो. Thick lens, right? You want a thick lens. तुमको दिखता नहीं है पास का, मीन्स योर लेंस हैज अ प्रॉब्लम इन बिकमिंग थिक. प्रॉब्लम क्या है लेंस की? सर मेरा लेंस पतला रह गया. लेंस ना, ये लेंस मोटा नहीं हो पा रहा, ये लेंस पतला है. दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम. सो 2 पॉसिबल कॉजेज. सर थिन आई लेंस. सेकेंड, इफ योर आई लेंस इज थिन, कन्वर्ज कम करेगा, राइट? इफ योर आई लेंस इज थिन, इट विल कन्वर्ज लेस, मीन्स द इमेज विल बी फॉर्म्ड बियॉन्ड रेटिना, राइट, बिहाइंड द रेटिना. करेक्ट. इसका एक और रीजन हो सकता है, सर व्हाट इफ माय लेंस इज ओके एंड माय स्क्रीन हैज मूव्ड क्लोजर. अगर इमेज रेटिना के पीछे ही बनाना है तो एक तरीका ये भी हो सकता है, क्या पता लेंस ठीक हो और मेरा स्क्रीन ही आगे आ गया हो, राइट? माय इमेज नीड्स टू बी फॉर्म्ड ओवर हियर ऑन द रेटिना. क्या पता मेरा स्क्रीन आगे आ गया हो. ओ ये भी तो है. सो 2 थिंग्स, शॉर्टनिंग ऑफ आईबॉल, right? Shortening of eyeball and thinning of the lens, right? Correct? Thinner eye lens and shorter eyeball. अरे वाह, वालेकुम अस्सलाम. Correct? Thinner eye lens and shorter eyeball. Eyeball is short. Good. Image back on retina. You're right, Aisha. Fine. List 2 possible causes and calculate the power of the lens needed to correct this defect. Assume that the near point for the normal eye is 25. हमको पता है सर वी नीड अ कॉन्वेक्स लेंस. ठीक है, लॉजिक बोलता है द पावर शुड बी पॉजिटिव. अब चेक कर लो मैथ से. लेट्स चेक द मैथ. हाइपरमेट्रोपिया और लॉन्ग साइटेडनेस, डन. 2 पॉसिबल कॉजेज. कर्वेचर ऑफ आई लेंस इज लेस, शॉर्टनिंग ऑफ आई बॉल. फॉर द थर्ड वन, द नियर पॉइंट ऑफ नॉर्मल आई इज 25. व्हाट इज द नियर पॉइंट ऑफ दिस हाइपरमेट्रोपिक आई? सर 75. सो इन योर लेंस फॉर्मूला व्हाट इज यू? 75 और 25? कम ऑन. Shreya says 4 diopters. 4. Yes. What is your U? 75 or 25? U क्या है? 75. Yes, Charan, I'm taking 4, 4, 4. हाँ ये तो बात सही बोले. 75, 75, 75. अरे नहीं, that is not the U. बच्चों, I can see you are facing problems in these numericals. I have done a special session for these types of numericals. If anybody wants it, tell me in the comment section. I will reply you back. ठीक है, जिस किसी को चाहिए नॉर्मली मैं कर देता हूँ. ठीक है, मैं टाइम निकाल के तुम लोग को रिप्लाई कर देता हूँ. लेकिन अगर, क्योंकि these numericals are very important, अगर किसी को दिक्कत है then ask. ठीक है, चलो भाई फटाफट स्पीड पकड़ेंगे भाई. You want this now? Ask me in the comment section. अरे for u is equal to minus 25 centimeters. तुम्हारे करेक्टिव लेंस का काम क्या है? What is the job of your corrective lens? Sir, if object is at 25 centimeters, the image should be formed at where this person can see. कौन? अरे ये जो hypermetropy वाला बंदा है ना, this hypermetropic person can see at 75. At 25 he cannot see. What is the job of your lens? Which lens? Corrective lens. Your corrective lens has one job. If object is at 25, image should be at 75 such that ये देख ले. So the near point of normal eye becomes your U. V becomes your near point of hypermetropic eye minus 75 centimeters. Yes, 72. अच्छा यार, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, बट अच्छा और मेहनत करनी है. ठीक है. F I don't know. Apply the lens formula. 1 upon V minus 1 upon U is equal to 1 upon F. कितना आ रहा है? 1 upon minus 75 minus 1 upon minus 25 is equal to 1 upon F. LCM ले लो भाई. 75 minus 1 plus 3 is equal to 1 upon F. कितना आ रहा है? Sir, it is coming out to be 2 upon 75 is equal to 1 upon F. ठीक है. फोकल लेंथ कितनी है? सर फोकल लेंथ आ गई मेरी 75 upon 2. It is positive? Yes. In centimeters. Okay sir. What is asked? Focal length? ना, पूछा हुआ है power. And power is equal to 1 upon focal length in meters. So क्या होगा? सर power is equal to 1 upon 2 upon 75. यानी कि, अच्छा रुको, इसको मैं ऐसे कर देता हूँ ना, तुम कंफ्यूज हो जाओगे ना. This is equal to 37.5 centimeters. ठीक. Power is equal to 1 upon 37.5 divided by 100. So you are getting 100 upon 37.5. Solve करो इसको, you will get power as 2.67 diopters. Power will be 2.67 diopters. Solve करो भाई इसको. हाँ, very good. Not 3 diopters. 2.67. In this, no need to round off. ये ज्यादा राउंड ऑफ मत करना. 2.67 on 3 में ना बहुत डिफरेंस है. 2.67 diopters positive, that is the answer. You can't understand why? अरे बच्चों, these numericals I have done so many यार. अगर आपने नहीं देखा है, प्लीज आस्क मी इन द कमेंट सेक्शन. आई विल गाइड यू टू द प्रॉपर वीडियो. बहुत जरूरी क्वेश्चंस होते हैं ये. ठीक है. In hypermetropia, the job of your lens is कि भाई if object is kept at 25, image should be where this guy can see. कहाँ दिखेगा इसको? 25 पे ना, कहाँ दिखेगा? 75 पे. So that is your image position. This is your object position, and that's how you find the focal length. Focal length आ गया, कितना आया? 37.5 centimeters. Positive है, correct है, बढ़िया. Now what you have to do? You have to find power. 1 upon focal length in meters. Done. Silly mistakes, I know बच्चा होता है, but we have to practice and reduce these silly mistakes. Now next one, question number 36. Again, human eye say it is an option for you. Either do the last one or do this one. 5 number का है ये भी. Yes, when U is infinity, that is for myopia. Sanjay, come on. Question number 36. Why is a normal eye not able to see clearly the objects placed closer than 25? Why? How in convex lens V can be negative? बजरंग हो सकता है ना. If it is virtual, erect and magnified, V can be negative. Jabba, Satish, yes. We have to revise everything, don't worry. Because then we converse. Nah, very good. Least very good. Not very just, arey wah, nice. See, this is good here. You're right. Ali, you're right. Bacha, listen. Why is a normal eye not able to see clearly? Because you have reached the limit of minimum focal length. After this, your eye cannot converge more, right? So the answer is, why is normal eye not able to see clearly objects placed closer to 25? क्यों भाई? Because your lens has reached maximum thickness and it cannot converge more. So this is the distance of minimum focal length, right? To see something closer than 25, your lens should become more thick. The focal length should become more less, which is not possible mechanically. That's why. ठीक है? With the help of a diagram, show recombination of the spectrum of white light. कैसे बनाओगे? This is again, ये question board में बहुत repeat हुआ है भाई. Repeated many times in boards. How to recombine using prism. How many prisms you want? 1 or 2? More based on theory. Yes. Hence we get nice here. Moro, that's how I teach. The stress is because of ciliary muscles getting contracted. फोकल लेंथ नहीं फटता. फोकल लेंथ फटता है ना. फोकल लेंथ आपका अब और कम नहीं हो सकता, तो आपको ना मजा नहीं आएगा, धुंधला दिखेगा. Inverted prism, good. 2 prism. You need 2 prism. Sir, first prism will cause dispersion. Second prism will cause recombination. And that's how I will get white light again. Simple. List 2 essential conditions for observing a rainbow. This one is more theoretical. Last one was numerical. List 2 essential conditions for observing a rainbow. 2 essential conditions for rainbow. क्या होते हैं? It's too long, then how curvature is decreased? If focal length is too long, Sangeeta, curvature decrease means thin lens. If thin lens is there, means focal length is very high, very large. Opposite sun, good. 1. Rain, good. Done. This one was more theoretical type. Focal length of the eye lens cannot be decreased below a certain minimum limit. As a result, the sharp image of the object is not formed on the retina, but behind the retina. Here, done. Second, draw the diagram. Done. And in diagram, no need to write all. Vibgyor. Only violet red is fine. Correct? Nice. Third one. The necessary condition for the formation of a rainbow are: first, presence of water droplets in the atmosphere. Second, the sun must be at the back of the observer, opposite side. Third one, or you can say observer must stand with his back towards the sun. हो गया ना? Easy question एकदम. Correct? So it's your choice. तुम लोग क्या करते? You would have chosen this question or the last 5 mark question, because there was an option. कौन सा करते तुम लोग choose? Tell me. I know this one was more theoretical, last one was numerical. If you are confident, sir, I can do numerical, then means you have perfect chance of getting full marks. Theoretical mein, if you don't write properly, means you might lose some marks. Previous one, first one, second one, it's on you. Correct? अगर लेकिन numerical human eye के अच्छे होते हैं, please, if you need help, ask me in the comment section. ठीक है? चलो, question number 39. बच्चों, last question for physics. कौन है इसमें? राहिमा. हाँ जी, Rahima was investigating a circuit for her school project. Electricity से question है 4 marks का. Tomorrow, all the best, Sanjay. Yes. She wanted to demonstrate the effect of length on the resistance of a conductor. The following is the given circuit with resistors A and B. This is your A, this is your B. Okay. That are made of the same metal and the same thickness, but A is twice as long as B. Same material, same thickness. Means same resistivity, same area. Only the length is different. A is twice as long as B. The total current in the circuit is 6 amperes and the voltage of the battery is 12 volts. Okay, sir. Very good. बस सत्यम, इसके बाद बायो है. First question, what will be the resistance of the circuit? Hanji, what will be the resistance of the circuit? A has more resistance here, right? R equals 2. What is the resistance circuit? कितना है? Sir, क्या बात कर दिया आपने? What is the resistance in the circuit? Sir, what is given to me? V is equal to 12 volts. Total current, I total, right? This I total is given to you how much? Sir, 6 amperes, right? So R will be how much? Sir, V upon I. It means 12 upon 6. It means 2 ohms. So total resistance is 2 ohms. मतलब equivalent of this parallel combination is 2 ohms. क्या मतलब है इसका? Sir, this is right now this is a parallel combination na. If I find the equivalent resistance, R equivalent, this R equivalent is equal to 2 ohms. ठीक? Correct? Okay. Value of RA and RB कितना आ रहा है? 2 ohms. अरे वाह, क्लास 6th 20 ohms. हाँ 20 नहीं 2. नाइस गुड बिल्कुल. ए का ज्यादा होगा. कितना ज्यादा होगा? 2 sin square A plus sin square. So you have to find resistance of A and resistance of B. Now you tell me, if resistance of B is, let's say, R, resistance of A will be twice. Sir, how do you know? अरे same material, मतलब रो is same thickness, मतलब sir area is same, right? Area is same. Length of A is 2 times of length of B. So RA upon RB is proportional to what? LA upon LB. Now LA is twice of LB. So आप बोल सकते हो 2LB upon LB. कितना आया? सर RA upon RB is equal to 2. So RA is equal to 2RB. I am doing so much to prove it to you. Otherwise you can say, sir, length of A is twice than B, which means resistance of A will be twice of B. इतना लिखना भी ठीक है भाई, कोई जरूरत नहीं है इतना करने का. ठीक है, fine. 6 and 12, very good. So which means, sir, RA is equal to twice of RB. And both are in parallel. What is the equivalent resistance? अगर RB है R, RA is equal to 2R. ठीक, निकाल लो. सर 2R into R upon में 2R plus R, right? What are you getting? Sir, I am getting 2R into R upon 3R. अरे वाह, 2R by 3 is equal to 2 ohms. 2R by 3 is equal to 2 ohms. Means R is equal to 3 ohms. This is your RB. RA is equal to twice of RB. Means 6 ohms. बचा RB is 3 ohms. RA is 6 ohms. Correct? Getting this? आ रहा है सबको? RB को ना कुछ मान लो ना भाई. RB is let's say R और RB को RB रहने दो. RA will be 2RB ना. Now you solve. You have one resistance is RB, second is 2RB. They are in parallel. Solve करो, equal रख दो 2 के. That's it. एकदम है ना. 6 ohms. सोनिया बचा. I'm saying one resistance RA is twice of RB now. Why? Because everything is same apart from length. A has twice the length of B. Means A will have twice resistance of B. So if RB is R, RA will be 2R. Now you have two resistance in parallel, 2R and R. ठीक है? अब क्या करना है? Solve करो ना भाई इसको. Solve these two parallel resistances. The answer will be equal to 2 ohms. R is coming out to be 3 ohms and for A it will be twice of R, means 6 ohms. है ना? RA. बजरंग, RA is twice of RB ना. RB is 3. Means RA will be 2 of 3 na. Easy, correct? It's capital O, sorry. Correct? आ गया. Determine the current in both the ammeters. Determine the current in both the ammeters. Will the current in A1 and A2 be the same? Justify your answer. जल्दी बताओ. Find the current. क्या करोगे? How will you find the current? कैसे निकालोगे? A1 2 amperes, A2 4 amperes. Very easy. V equals IR. Nice. I'll tell you very nice thing. अरे एक बात बताओ. Sir, voltage is कितना? 12 volts ना. And it's a parallel connection. Means, sir, both are getting 12 volts. It is getting 12 volts. A is getting 12 volts and B is getting 12 volts. Resistance of A is 6 ohms. Resistance of B is 3 ohms. Can't you find the current? Yes, sir, we can find the current. What is the problem? Current here will be 12 upon 3. Current here will be 12 upon 6, means 2 and 4. Done. You can divide in parallel also, but I'm saying it's very easy. Sir, voltage is 12. Both of them are in parallel. They both will get 12 volts. Means, sir, 6 ohm is getting 12 volt. 3 ohm is getting 12 volt. So, ऊपर में you have voltage, you have resistance, find the current. Second में you have voltage, you have resistance, find the current. You are getting 2 amperes there, 4 amperes over here, and that's why you will solve it. एकदम easy. Correct? Understood? Yes? बढ़िया. Last. So, this C had an option. C वाले का ना एक और replacement option था. What? Define resistivity. What are the factors affecting the resistivity of a conductor? Ooh. How to define resistivity? Sir, it is by R is equal to rho L upon A. If L is equal to 1 meter, A is equal to 1 meter square, R is equal to rho. So resistivity is the resistance of a wire with unit length and unit area. That's it. That's how you define resistivity. Resistivity is defined as electrical resistance of a conductor of unit cross-sectional area and unit length. It depends on what? How we calculated RB? Bacha, RB, how we calculated na? RB is RB. RA will be 2 RB, hai na? 1 upon RB plus 1 upon 2 RB is equal to 1 by 2. You solve this. You will get the answer. Correct? It depends on material and depends on nature of material. It is the property of material. Factors, you can say temperature and material. Done. That's it. Itna hi hai. Correct? So, everybody, we are done with physics portion. Now it's time for biology portion. है ना? बढ़िया? Thank you. Very good. बच्चों, 2 things to learn from this practice paper. First, human eye is an important chapter because I have seen the concept bites of human eye. सारे human eye के सारे concept bites अच्छे खासे चलते हैं, but human eye वाले concept bites they never pick up. The reason being people don't take human eye chapter as seriously. सबको लगता है 1 नंबर 2 नंबर आता है, ऐसा कुछ है नहीं. अच्छा खासा आएगा, 7 नंबर का रखा है इसमें से, ठीक है? We have 7 marks from human eye. So please go and study this chapter. Otherwise there is a chance you might lose a whole lot of marks, right? Second, फिजिक्स के अंदर लॉजिक यूज करना है प्लस मैथ यूज करना है. केवल मैथ से कुछ नहीं होगा, बंटाधार हो जाएगा. ओनली लॉजिक not reliable. So go with both logic plus math, right? With this, we are done. Yes, Arsh ma'am is better now. Oh, thank you, Charan, for asking. All right. Jaldi se, फटाफट. We want some narebaji. We want some hip hip hooray for biology. फटाफट. Yes. Physics is clear. Very good. Now bio will be super clear. I have heard that bio is super easy. गाना वाने नहीं सुना रहा आज. अच्छा जी. All right. Come on. Pre-boards didn't go really well. बच्चा मान्या pre-board यार, it's okay if they didn't go well. The reason in pre-board and board we have this 1 month of gap because whatever mistakes you have done, no. Let's see how to improve them. ये 1 महीना इसीलिए मिलता है हमको so that we can improve on them, right? So that's why. बिल्कुल. अरे नहीं यार, आज नहीं. Come on. We have to press the like button and we have to subscribe to the channel if somebody is new. जो भी नया है सब्सक्राइब कर दो, बहुत जरूरी है. अब आएगा बायो and then we'll have chemistry. ठीक है? Yes. कल से प्री बोर्ड स्टार्ट है. ऑल द बेस्ट यार. एक जोक. एक बच्चा बिना ह्यूमन आई पढ़े एग्जाम में चला गया. That is the joke. Yes. So, without spending a lot of time, let's call Aishwarya ma'am before she takes a lot of how. Come on, ma'am, please.
I'm not taking any bow.
So, all yours. And bio is super easy, I heard, right?
Yeah.
Okay, see you.
Hello everybody, good evening and welcome to the remaining part of our session today where we will complete our set 2 of practice paper for biology. Now, like I said, right? Or rather sir said, it's going to be very simple and easy. Yes, so we're not going to spend too much of time. Half an hour mein to aaram se ho jayega, right? Good evening Sakshi, Siddhi, Ayushman, Charan, Sujit, Satish, good evening all of you, good evening. I know many of you have your exams coming, so I know our live watching has dipped a little bit, but I know that you guys have stayed with me, and in case if your pre-boards have gone well, don't forget to let me know in the comments of the video. Awesome. Hello Felix, Rishika, good evening all of you, good evening. Now see, your pre-boards could be however, right? So your pre-boards can come in different levels. You can get some easy questions, you may get a mix of hard questions, but pre-boards is going to be a learning for us, right? Understand where we've gone wrong, analyze our mistakes, figure out if they were actually silly mistakes or whether it's going to be something that we've conceptually not understood. Okay. Oh, sorry Sid. Sorry, in a flow I called you Siddhi, right? Sorry about that. Awesome. Good evening, Prasida, Rishika. Chalo. Now, I of course did not solve practice paper 1. Ankita ma'am solved it with you. But if you remember, right? If you remember practice paper 1, we see that. Sorry about that. If you look at practice paper 1, you saw that bio questions were not at all direct, right? They were not at all direct. Some of them were very indirect. And we saw that the weightage differed considerably when compared to your sample paper. While if you look at sample paper versus this particular practice set 2, we see that live process has a lot of marks. Sample paper pe live process had barely any marks. And how do may on the other hand we had more. Now practice paper mein they have inverted it and said no, we will give less marks for how do, more marks for live processes. Control coordination has good weightage, and of course we see that there's a slight difference because normally our environment comes for 5 marks. Here it's come for 7, and of course we see that heredity may say 7 marks is there, right? Yeah, I know control, but I'm telling you, control coordination is very easy. I'll tell you all one thing. Now, if you noticed in your practice paper, you had a column up. So there's one column which said 3 marks and everything. And next to physics and chemistry questions, there was UK, A, then stuff like this, which meant that understanding knowledge, analyzing competence. If you looked at bio, there was nothing. Which means that all the biology questions in this particular paper are super duper direct. Sample paper, Sanjana, is available on the website of CBSE. That is all, that is very clear, right? So with this, we know bio questions are super duper easy. Jaldi say, don't forget to like the video. Yes, share this video with all of your friends as well. So with that, we shall get started. Yes, Aisha, I have taken your name. Everybody's getting distracted. Now I need your focus back into my class, right? Focus here. Question number 8. Yes, gastric juices is secreted by gastric glands that contain hydrochloric acid, mucus and pepsin. Which activity will get affected in the absence of HCl? Date sheet is supposed to come soon, but it's taking its own sweet time. But we have our eyes peeled onto the CBSE website for it. Ma'am, I've not started control coordination. Bajrang, you have to start. Go watch my one-shot video. It's damn awesome. Ma'am, this came in my question. Told you. Pre-board mein, I'll tell you, this is a secret of teachers. They'll give you questions from sample paper, practice paper 1 and 2, which is why solving this is very important. Now, when you talk about this, right, we know that gastric glands, they are responsible for secreting HCl. We see that HCl and mucus is secreted, and glands also secrete pepsin. What is the role of pepsin? Pepsin is responsible for digestion of proteins, right? Always remember, whenever ipsin comes, pepsin, trypsin, whatever ipsin comes, that means it is with respect to proteins. Easy hack to remember. Now, why is HCl responsible? HCl gets rid of unwanted, substances that come along with it. But it's also responsible for activating pepsin. Which is why if HCl is absent, one very important thing that gets affected is the digestion of proteins. Which is why what will get affected? Digestion of proteins. Easy peasy. Exactly, right? Hello Aditya, hope your exams went well. Grandmaster is telling easy peasy. Awesome. Okay. Ma'am, all papers ka mixture. Yeah, exactly, Mehak. Okay. Ma'am, my teachers have given hemophilic estrus face in exams. Boards mein to Ayushman, chances are very less, right? But it could be with respect to competency questions, but not to worry, we will cover those kind of questions also. Will mock and test paper that you're solving sufficient? No, they take highest precedence though. See, always remember solving sample papers, PYQs, mock tests, followed by previous year questions will give you the complete set. Which is why even the practice sessions that we take are important. Yes? ठीक है. Moving on to question number 9. Rajesh noticed that a potted plant which was kept in the window of his room showed bending towards sunlight. Now, what could be the reason? A. More growth in the region which is well lit due to diffusion of oxygen. More growth in the region away, right? More growth because of cytokinin. Or, sorry about that. I'm still coughing my way through life. More growth in the region due to cytokinin hormone. Okay. Easy peasy movement. Easy peasy question. Rashi, little bit. We are in the midway. We finished physics. It is not cytokinin. We know that, right? Cell elongation and all of that is controlled mainly by auxin. Cytokinin is responsible for sideways growth and it's also by growth division. Yes. So not cytokinin. Now this bending movement is not thigmotropism. Some grandmaster is telling me thigmo. Not thigmo. This movement is phototropic movement or phototropism, right? Which is why in this case, what do we see? Movement is happening in response to the stimulus. Now we know auxin is responsible. Now one thing we know about auxin is auxin does not like light, right? It is not happy about light. Which is why what happens, even when auxin is synthesized, we see that it diffuses away and cells grow in the opposite direction, right? Which is why in this case, the correct answer is option B. Growth happens, but it is in the region away from the light. Why? Because auxin hormone is synthesized away from it. Yes? Ma'am, bile juice does not contain enzyme but is responsible. Ashwini, actually your friend Bajrang gave you the answer. Bile is responsible for the process of emulsification which breaks down the larger fat globules into smaller fat globules, thereby helping enzymes like lipase to act on it. Yes? Okay. So with this you will get 1 mark for the same. Yes? Okay. Now let's go on to question number 10. Question number 10 is the lining of the alimentary canal has certain muscles which contract rhythmically to push the food forward. What is this process called as? You imagine if this question came in your board exam, you guys can do one mini dance there, right? One mini dance you can do saying ki, "Arey ma'am, aaram se I'm getting marks in my boards." I know, right? I know. This is so easy. Translocation, transpiration, peristalsis, or is it autotropism? Ayushman, this paper is way too easy. I was telling Ankita ma'am also, I was like, if this paper, to I'll aaram se solve in 15 minutes. Simple. I know I do bhangra. I know, right? I'll do one mini dance. Easy. We know that this rhythmic contraction and relaxation that we see across the alimentary canal, not just in the esophagus, which is what we have a confusion about. See, let me tell you one thing. It is not that it will be only in esophagus, but happens across the alimentary canal, which is why answer is option C, which is peristalsis. Yes? So correct answer is option C. I know. See, this basically in biology this time around, they've given you 2 extremes. Set 1 was very hard. Set 2 is very easy, which means that your exam is going to come somewhere in between set 1 and set 2 that will have a mix of questions. Yes? ठीक है. Now moving on to the next question. A cross between pure tall and pure short. Sometimes when we read this only our heart will sink. Ma'am, heredity question has come. Oh, now I have time to use my brain. But this is also super duper simple. So there's a cross that is done between pure tall and pure dwarf. I always tell you pure is equal to what? Pure means homozygous, right? Pure means homozygous. You have pure tall which is crossed with pure short, which gives us hybrid tall pea plants in the first generation. Now they are asking us what would happen. Hybrid means you're getting something in heterozygous condition. what would be the genotypic ratio if the second generation, that means in F2 generation, if I cross my F1, direct monohybrid cross application, right? Direct monohybrid cross application. And here they're saying genotypic. So in F2, what do you get? You get it in the ratio of this, right? This is your ratio. And in what will you get? You will get it in the ratio of 1:2:1, which is why what would be the answer? I have a blank slide to solve, but I don't need it. Answer is option C. 1 mark in your pocket. Direct. Let's go on to question number 12. During exhalation, right? During exhalation, the exchange of gases takes place between what? Between the alveoli of the lungs and the blood, between alveoli of lungs and tissue fluid, blood and body tissue, or between tissue fluid and blood capillaries. Okay. Ma'am, 14th is my pre-board. When is math live? Math lives normally happen between Thursdays and Sundays, where Khushbu ma'am takes class. If you want to check out the sample and practice paper, ma'am has already solved it. It is available on the channel. Easy. Where does exchange of gases take place? Exchange of gases takes place in the alveoli, right? It happens in the alveoli, which means forget C and D. Nahi hoga C and D, because exchange of gases happens in the alveoli. Now, what are my alveoli surrounded with? They are surrounded with blood vessels, right? So, they are surrounded with blood vessels. So, here we see that exchange of gases. I had a very beautiful slide and I was drawing that horrible diagram. So we see that they are surrounded with blood vessels. So whether it be during exhalation or inhalation, it's happening between the blood capillaries and it is happening between the alveoli. Now, what is tissue fluid? Tissue fluid is the fluid that surrounds the cells, which mainly includes plasma and WBCs. Which is why in this case, what do you see? Correct answer is option A, right? So here you will get 1 mark. Sanjana, what is hemoglobin? Hemoglobin is basically a red color pigment, right? It's a kind of protein which is found in red blood cells. And we see that this hemoglobin loves oxygen, or I would say it has high affinity towards oxygen. So we see that hemoglobin is responsible for transporting this oxygen, where it forms a compound called as oxyhemoglobin. So it is a temporary compound. Think of hemoglobin as a vehicle transporting this oxygen, right? So it forms a temporary compound called as oxyhemoglobin, which will disintegrate once it reaches your the cells, right? Ma'am, bio may 15 out of 17, hemophilic. Ayushman, why don't you post that question in the comments of this video? Once this session is done, post that question in the comments. If it's a very interesting question, I will maybe take it up in a session as well, right? So whatever interesting questions you have in your pre-board which are very tough, right? Let us know in the comments of this video. We will take it up and solve it. Either put it up as a community post or maybe take it up in a live class, right? Okay. Ma'am, what is meant by lung tissue? Tissues in the lungs, right? See here, tissue fluid is different. Yes? ठीक है. I know these questions seem very easy, but yeah, sadly, these questions in this particular set are super easy. I'm telling you that. All bio questions are easy. Too good to be true, also I agree. That's why I said, remember, you will not get such easy ones also. Some can be this easy, some can be simple. Moving on to question number 15. If all organisms of one trophic level in a food chain die, what would be the impact on the population of organisms in the other trophic levels? We see that it will remain the same in the next, it will increase in the next, it will increase in the lower trophic level, or it will remain the same in the lower trophic level. What is going to be the answer? Now I'll give you a minute to give me the answer in the comments, and of course, so I'll give me the answer in the comments and I'm going to quickly explain this. Very good. 26 out of 26 in bio. Super proud. Hey, if your marks for your pre-boards are out, you tell me in the comments, okay? Don't forget. Yes. PDF will be sent on the Telegram channel. Link is available in the comments. In the description. So we're talking about if, let's say, I get rid of one trophic level, right? So let me get rid of the second trophic level. What would be the impact? Now, if I get rid of trophic level 2, which feeds on trophic level 1, which is my producer. Now, this is no longer there. which means that the population in the lower trophic level is going to increase considerably. And at the same time, the number in the consecutive trophic, right? So this is previous to the one which disappeared, and this is the next one. So if I remove one, the next trophic level number is going to go down because their food has gone. Tada bye bye. Their food is gone. Now what am I left with? In the previous one, nobody is there to eat it. So now more and more are there. Yes. So in this case, if you see, next trophic level mein number will not remain the same, neither will it increase. But the number in the lower trophic level is going to increase. Next one pe to nahi hoga increase, right? Same, it will not remain the same either, right? Very good, Jagrati, 29 out of 30. Super proud of all of you. Hey, let me know your marks in the comments. Don't forget, okay? Let me know your marks in the comments of this video. Let's go on to our next one. 60 out of 80. Good, good. Akshaya, more scope for improvement, but good marks. Next up, chemicals that are non-degradable get progressively accumulated. Your keyword is progressively getting accumulated at each trophic level, and their concentration has seen maximum in the bodies of top consumers. This phenomenon is known as what? Eutrophication, pollution, accumulation, biomagnification. See, when you hear the word progressively getting accumulated, does not mean that it is accumulation. Neither is it pollution. Now, top two things we get confused with is eutrophication and biomagnification. Now, what is eutrophication? Eutrophication is a condition wherein due to excessive use of fertilizers and because it's gotten runoff, we see that there are lakes that get polluted resulting in algal bloom. Leaving me with what? Biomagnification, right? Wherein if there is a certain pesticide, let's say a certain toxin which has gotten accumulated at a lower level, it will keep getting accumulated at higher levels, right? Up until top consumers. Hence, what is the answer? It is biomagnification. Easy. You will get 1 mark for the same. Okay, ma'am, pre-board 1 khatam hua. Kaisa raha pre-board? Sanjana, I think you are feeling nervous. Yes. I'll give you some tips once I finish off my portion, if you don't mind. Okay, because I'm in a flow of teaching, but I'd like to give all of you some inspiration and confidence also, which is why solving these questions, I'm telling you, will give you confidence till the roof. That's how easy it is. Okay? After paper distribution, tell me your marks. I want to know your marks also. Whatever it be, tell it to me. Now we have assertion reason. Yes? Assertion A says that there's a lot of difference in the concentration of iron. A lot of difference in concentration of ions was observed by a scientist in the fluid in xylem cells of roots and that of soil. So what are they saying? If this is my xylem cell and this is my xylem cell and this is my soil, they observed that there was a concentration difference, right? There was a concentration difference. Reason is that xylem cells in the roots of plants which come in contact with the soil actively take up ions. What is the answer to this? Very good, Mehak. Very good. 23 out of 25. Very proud to see your marks. Good. Now, is there a concentration difference between your root cells? Yes or no? Is there a concentration difference between xylem cells of the root and soil? Yes, there is, right? There is a concentration difference. And we know that xylem is not only responsible for transporting water, but also to an extent responsible for transporting minerals also. Now we see that with the help of active transport, where they utilize energy, they see that there is influx of ions as well, right? Now along with this concentration difference also results in water entering with the help of osmosis, which means what? Which means that yes, in both cases, the correct answer is option A, where both statements are true and R is the correct explanation for A. So this is very easy, right? Very, very simple and easy. Very good, students. Very good. I can see many of you here have got the answer. Reproduction chapter ka recap, bacha, see in this session, so I will not be able to take, but I've done a 45-minute summary session. You can watch that video on the channel. Ma'am got 26 and 26 in bio. Amazing, Aditya. Very good. Physics mein thoda it's become less, no? You come, practice regularly, that will also be made up. Very good, Felix. 24 out of 25. Super proud. Hearts to all of my students. Okay, next we have assertion reason question. Assertion A says that all kitchen waste cannot form compost. Reason R being that material like milk packets may not be biodegradable. What could be the answer? This is a grey area. I'll tell you why. Because when we talk about kitchen waste, no, we always think, ma'am, kitchen waste mean fruit and vegetable peel, nothing else. But kitchen may, we also see that there is fruits, vegetables and all that. It's not just the biodegradable materials that are there. But we also have non-biodegradable substances like your milk packets, which is why we see that not all kitchen waste can form compost. This statement is true. Now, material like milk packets may not be biodegradable. Yes, right? So why can't all kitchen waste be compost? Because material like milk packets cannot be biodegradable, which is why the correct answer is option A, where both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation. Exactly, kitchen waste will also include Maggi wrapper waste. Very good. I know, right? This all seems too good to be true. It's okay. Take it, right? There are times when questions are very easy for all of us and we feel good about it. So I want you all to not always, I know solving important tough questions is necessary, but when you solve this 1-2 easy questions, you feel good at heart. Your mind is at peace. Ki haan chalo, aise bhi questions aa sakte hain. So have that time, right? Today is a day where you take these questions even though they are easy. Yes? Now we'll go on to section B. Ho gaya hamara section A in bio. We are feeling confident now, right, ma'am? We knew the answer, we got everything correct. Now you look at section B and C also, you look till E also, you will be like, array ma'am, easy peasy. Aram se I will get good marks. Very good, Ashwini, for scoring 72 out of 80. Very proud. Now let's go on to question number 2. Aram se 1 mark you will get. Name the reproductive and non-reproductive parts of rhizopus. Half mark for telling me what is reproductive, half mark for telling me what is non-reproductive. How are spores protected? You will get 1 mark. Felix, no. I know many people can have a lot of negative emotions at this point because many of you are stressed out. Don't worry, I'll tell you a way to go around it. Ma'am, ये question आया था school में. Exactly. Now you know where it came from. Yes. Very good. Which is the reproductive part? So when you say reproductive part, even though it is asexual reproduction, we're talking about which is responsible for producing such structures. So here, which is the reproductive? Ayushman, if you write like that, you will lose marks because ulta pulta ho gaya your answer. You need to write it in the correct order. Reproductive part here, you can either write it as sporangium, which consists of the spores, is what I will prefer. So reproductive part is sporangium containing spores, right? Then what else? Then you see here that the non-reproductive part, we see that it is going to be the hyphae, the thread-like structures that make up the rhizopus, right? So answer is sporangia containing spores, so that you are extra cautious with your answer, and you can write hyphae as the non-reproductive part. Ma'am, I lost my marks. Why? What happened? This you lost 1 mark. Is it? Let me know, Krishna. ठीक है. Now they're asking you, how are spores protected? Now when you talk about spores, we know that they are covered with thick walls, right? So we know that they are covered with thick walls that protect them until conditions are favorable for growth. So until conditions are favorable for growth, they are protected by these thick walls and they have the ability to remain inert. So if they don't have moist conditions and humid conditions to grow, we see that they will not do anything. But when conditions are favorable, they will grow, right? So when you're writing the answer, non-reproductive part, however you write it, specify which is reproductive and which is non-reproductive. Non-reproductive part is your hyphae, reproductive part is sporangia containing spores, right? 1 mark for this. Now, how are spores protected? With thick walls that protect them until conditions are favorable. What are the favorable conditions? Moist surface or humid conditions. 1 mark for the same, you will get a total of 2 marks here. Are we clear with the answer? Ma'am, why is hyphae reproductive? Hyphae is non-reproductive. It is non-reproductive. Yes? Okay. Very good. Krishna, I know. Now you know the answer, so you won't make mistakes again. Question number 23. This is little, I would say 1.1% indirect. That's all. 0.1% indirect. Amount of urine produced generally decreases in summers when compared to other seasons if we don't keep ourselves sufficiently hydrated. Justify. You will get 2 marks for this, which means you need to tell me why the amount of urine gets decreased, right? Why it gets decreased, and why is it specifically when we are not having sufficient hydration. Ma'am, these questions are based on memory. Exactly. These are based on memory. Rashi, Surya, all of you pay attention in class. Climate lesson is coming on Wednesday. Most likely. Very good. See, now which part of our body produces urine? We know that the process of urine formation takes place in the nephron, right? And in nephron, we know that there are 3 steps to it. You have filtration, where your blood is filtered out. Then you have reabsorption as a very important step, right? So you have this reabsorption step, where during this process of reabsorption, we see that whatever water that is necessary, all important substances and an amount of water gets selectively reabsorbed, and whatever excess water is there, it goes out. Now we see that is through urine is not the only way to expel water. We also have another mechanism, which is sweating, right? So we see that we also sweat to get rid of some amount of salt and water. Now during summers, we tend to sweat excessively. So sweat production is more in the summer than in the winter, which is why we see that if we are not sufficiently hydrated, large amount of water gets lost in the form of sweat. And what happens? We see that whatever essential water is there gets reabsorbed during urine formation. Thereby, in general, if you see, amount of urine is not produced enough, right? So when you are writing the answer, we see that amount of urine that gets produced is regulated by selective reabsorption process, which depends on how much excess water is there in the body, right? And how much dissolved waste. In summers, more amount of water is lost due to sweating, thereby amount of reabsorption that happens during urine formation is relatively less. I mean, basically what happens during urine production, not a lot of urine gets produced, right? Okay. Very good, all of you, very good. Which is why during summers, you have to keep yourself hydrated. And excessively, if you don't do, what will happen? Yes, dehydration will happen. So there you go, 2 marks for this. So normally, through urine production, we see that excess water is expelled out. But in the case, what happens? We see that in summers, sweating takes a higher role, right? Okay, very, very good. Now moving on to question number 23. Now this is an OR. See, you either have to solve that, or your OR question is, what is the advantage of having a 4-chambered heart in birds and mammals? Think about it. How easy is this? It's directly off NCRT. The page which describes double circulation, at the end of it, you will have this question on the 4-chambered heart, right? You will definitely pick this because there are just 2 points that you have to write. Now, what is the advantage of having a 4-chambered heart? First and foremost, it will not allow mixing of blood, right? So we see that in the case of birds and mammals, we see that there is a structure called as septum that separates the right side and the left side, right? So here in this particular case, we see that they are properly segregated, or all the chambers are properly separated. Why? This prevents the it avoids mixing of blood. Now don't just write mixing of blood. Say prevents the mixing of oxygenated and deoxygenated blood. Now what does this allow for? This allows for a more efficient supply of oxygenated blood to different parts, right? And we know that especially in the case of birds and mammals, this is very important because we see that large amount of energy is required in order to regulate various processes. So what are your keywords? Mixing of blood. Another thing, efficient supply. Why? Because high energy. What will happen if some blood mixes? See, in the case of lower animals, right, like reptiles, amphibians, we see that there is mixing of blood. So we see that in their case, they do not require too much energy to maintain the process. See, in our case, we are warm-blooded. Birds and mammals are warm-blooded, which means that they have a fixed body temperature. And that fixed body temperature is needed to carry out activities. Now, that is very, very important. While in fishes, or if you look at reptiles and amphibians, they are cold-blooded. That means they keep changing their body temperature with respect to the surrounding. That's why we see that in their case also some amount of mixing is permissible, allowed. It's okay, right? So when you're writing the answers, I told you, you know the answer. You know the answer, but your keywords will go missing. See, let me tell you all, if this term is missing or high efficient supply, high energy needs, these are key terms, right? These are key terms and you need to have your keywords in the session. I mean in your answer. Otherwise what will happen? That one half mark will go. Instead of getting 2 marks, you will end up getting 1.5. And then it is frustrating. No, Are ma'am, half mark you've cut for this. Or she will cut 1 mark saying no, not possible, right? Yes, so in our case, if there is too much of mixing that happens, it is dangerous because it can affect the balance of our body, right? That's why our body has high efficient systems. Yes? Very good. Very, very good students. Lots of love to all of you. Okay. Question number 26. Oh my God. Super easy. Marked decline in the thickness of ozone layer was noticed in the 1980s. Which human activity can be held accountable for this? You will get 1 mark. What is the possible effect on human health? You will get 1 mark. I mean, if you guys have got this question in your exam, there is one more bhangra that you can do right now. That is how simple and easy. Guna, I am not, my expertise does not lie in JEE. Mainly, maybe for NEET, but not JEE. Sadly. Okay. No problem for joining a little late. You can always put the video in 2x and watch it, right? Simple. What causes ozone depletion? Use of chlorofluorocarbons in aerosols and refrigerants, right? So we saw that in the early 1980s, lot of CFCs were released, right, in ACs and all of that, which is why in this particular case that resulted in ozone depletion. What is the consequence? Multiple. It can affect our immune system, it can cause aging, it can cause skin cancer in severe cases, can cause DNA damage, hair damage, skin issues. You have plethora to write, you need to write any 1 or 2, right? So in this particular case, you just need to write 1 mark. 1 mark for telling me CFC found in refrigerants and aerosols. 1 mark for telling me what is going to happen. Aram say you will get 2 marks for this. Simple. Oh my God, can you please tell me your name also, because it feels so weird calling you oh my God. But not to worry, I will tell you. Will tell you. Double circulation, I have a question. So when I do heart, I will teach double circulation once again. Now students, let me tell you all one thing. With this, we are done with section B. Now we will go on to section C, which also has easy peasy questions. Yes, very simple and easy, right? So let's have a look. Jasmine Bacha, I will tell you, I'll give you all these tips and tricks, but let me finish solving the paper first, right? So we'll keep our focus here and then we will take it up. Now we'll go to section C, which has even more easy questions, okay? State any reasons to justify the use of contraceptive methods. Now, I'll tell you one silly mistake you will make. You will see contraceptive methods and then you will sit and write mechanical method. You will write mechanical method or barrier method. Then you will write surgical method. If you write that, students, marks gone. No, oral method, all those are 3 contraceptive methods. Sakshi, I was just coming to this. That is a silly mistake here, right? Here they're asking you, why should we use contraceptives? They are not asking you what are 3 contraceptive methods. So we will do 2 of this and we are like, yes, done. Ho gaya, my answer is ready. I know it. No. Wrong. You will lose marks. You know the answer, but you've done silly mistake because I have just seen 3 and contraceptive methods. I have not bothered to read what is in between. In between, which is given to me, I have decided ki nahi, I'm not going to read. So students, please read your question carefully, right? So we're talking about importance of contraception, right? Yes, very good. What is importance of contraception? We know that contraception are methods, right? Wherein we see that, contraception is are methods that we implement in order to prevent unwanted pregnancies, right? So in this particular case, why do we use contraception methods? In order to prevent unwanted pregnancies. Now in some cases, they are also used in order to prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Now along with this, we also see that in order to regulate population growth or population explosion and to provide gaps between two children. Now, why is this gap between two children advised? Normally, it is advised for the mother as well as the baby's health also. So, normally, it is advised that, let's say, in some cases, the mother is advised to have at least 2 years on a bare minimum between two pregnancies so that her body can recover. Sabka bhai vlogger, wah. After everything, that means you've not studied chapter properly, but basically that facilitates the entry of the male gamete into the female gamete. There you go. I've given your answer. Okay. So when you're writing the answer down, have these 3 pointers ready. To prevent unwanted pregnancies, to control population, to give gap between two children, and of course to prevent the transfer of sexually transmitted diseases. Yes? Okay. Awesome. Easy. Ma'am, in life processes, I get confused with glands. Make a table. Ma'am, copper tea helps in prevention of STDs or no? No. I'll tell you why. Because copper tea is inserted into the female's body, right? So what happens? We see that if it's inserted into the female's body, these copper ions, they kind of trigger a chemical reaction that kills off sperms. But yet there is sexual contact, right? So if sexual contact is there, it means that through the contact of external genitalia, transfer can happen. So in the case of, let's say, AIDS, or if you take gonorrhea and everything, infection can still be passed. So no. But if it is barrier method, mechanical method like condoms or diaphragms, they will facilitate that. You can write answer in points. Yes? Very good, Krishna. There is fluid contact. Ma'am, I got full marks in this. Amazing, Ashwini. Hearts. Now next question. Easy peasy from our control coordination chapter, right? Very simple. Given below are some disorders which are noticed in patients. It could be due to the malfunctioning of which part of the brain. So here we have a loss of sensation of feeling full. So in order to identify this, 1 mark, lowered ability to salivate, 1 mark, and difficulty in maintaining body posture and balance. Which means you need to first tell me which part of the body is responsible for regulating our feeling of feeling full, our hunger basically, which is responsible for regulating salivation, which part of the brain is responsible for maintaining body balance and posture. Yes, very good. I can see the answers coming in. Very good, all of you, very good. See, in this, I'm telling you, this is also a very simple way, right? Feeling full, we know it is forebrain, right? Our forebrain includes cerebrum and the hypothalamus and thalamus, which mainly, collectively, it controls, especially if you look at cerebrum, it controls all of our sensory functions. And we also see that feeling of hunger and everything is regulated by forebrain. So, forebrain is an acceptable answer here. If there is a loss of sensation of feeling full, my forebrain gets affected, or the part that has gotten affected is my forebrain. Now my ability to salivate, which controls salivation? Salivation here is controlled by the hindbrain, right? So hindbrain has 3 parts. It has our pons, it has medulla, and of course it has the cerebellum. Yes? Now medulla is responsible for controlling salivation, heartbeat, all involuntary function, right? Yes, I know these questions would have come. So when hindbrain gets affected, or the medulla of hindbrain gets affected, salivation gets affected. Then what do we see? Body balance and posture. Close your eyes. Answer is cerebellum. What is the function of midbrain, Ashok? Function of midbrain is to regulate the reflexes of the eye and acts as a relay point between our forebrain and hindbrain. Yes. So in this case, you have two steps to do. First, recall the functions of the different parts of the brain. Then apply and tell me what will happen where, right? Ma'am, difficult to remember functions of the brain. See, easy way to think about it is, in order on a study purpose, make a table like as you see here and write down the functions separately, right? And always you can have a tendency to get confused between cerebrum and cerebellum, but make it a point that you have these unique ways in which you are able to recall. Function of pons to control breathing. Ma'am, I've improved my marks. I'm so proud to hear that. ठीक है. Ma'am, midbrain is also used for visualization. See, visualization mainly is done by the optic lobe that is there, right, which is part of your cerebrum. But mainly midbrain is for controlling reflexes. Yes? Okay. Ma'am, do you have any mnemonic to learn functions of brain? Not at the moment, but I can come up with something that will help you remember. Yes, I can come up with something like that when we do revision. Okay. Now let's move on. Oh, that was it from section C for us. Okay. हो गया section C का questions. Now we have gone to section D. Now section D में we have all questions, which means that section D now we have gone to 5 marks. Amygdala, mainly feeling. Saliva, salivate means saliva आना, ऐसे, you know, when you see food and you salivate, right? So that is what we mean by production of saliva basically. Okay, now we have gone to section D. Students who have just keep joining, I can see some of you are just joining in. For those of you joining in, don't forget to like the video. So here we have a 5-mark question. So the first part is flow of energy in a food chain is unidirectional. Justify this statement. You will get 2 marks for this. Then we have a 3-mark question which is based on some dihybrid cross. So we will take it one by one. So first, let's have a look at the first part which says flow of energy is unidirectional. Very simple and easy, right? So here when you talk about flow of energy is unidirectional, you need to start a little bit with the story that energy is produced, right? So we know that the first trophic level, which is your producers, right? They are the ones which have the ability to capture the light energy or the solar energy from the sun and they convert it to chemical energy. And this chemical energy flows across the trophic level. Now here we know that if a producer produces it, then only a herbivore is able to consume it, right? A herbivore cannot give back that energy to the producer, right? And we see that in this particular case, as it goes from one trophic level to the next, we see that only say 10% gets transferred and no way can it go back, right? So 2 things that you need to say is you need to bring in the concept of how autotrophs are the ones which capture the energy and from there you say herbivore will eat it, carnivore will eat herbivore, no way in which herbivore can eat the carnivore, 1 point function you have to give. Uske baad you can also mention about the 10% law, right, as an extra additional pointer. Yes, very good. Crowd, boy, static. Please tell me your name so that I don't want to call you that. Yes? ठीक है. Now let's go on to the B part. B part is our 3-mark question which is based on this, right? So B part here, if you see, this has 1 mark. Now this has 1 and this has 2. Yes? In a cross between pea plant having, let's say, round and green seeds, right? So there is round and green seeds crossed with wrinkled and yellow, right? So this is crossed with wrinkled and yellow. Now, one part of this question that I am not, really, what I'm not really very, I would say a gray area in this question is that they have not mentioned whether this round and green seed, round and green and this wrinkled and yellow, this right here that we observe, right? Is this actually a pure breed or not? But for now, let's go with it, right? So we have round and green, right? And we have wrinkled and yellow, yes? So we have wrinkled and yellow. So in F1, what are you going to get? Even if it is ulat pulat, what are we going to get at the end? F1 may we are going to get round and yellow seeds, right? Why? Because this is RRYY, and in this it will be small r, capital Y, capital Y. So when I cross it, what am I going to get? I am going to get this. Yes? So all are going to be round and yellow. Now they are asking what is expected in F2. I will get F2 by crossing my F1, right? So basically what do you need to do? You need to tell me what would be this 9:3:3:1 ratio. So I will get 9 which are round and yellow, right? So you'll have to write that down. 9 which are round and yellow. I'll get 3 which are round and green. Yes? I'll get 3 round and green. 3 which are wrinkled and yellow. And 1 which is wrinkled and green. So basically you need to elaborate the dihybrid cross here, right? Are we clear? Yes? Are you all clear? Ashwini, I have not taken a class. Ankita ma'am has taken it. You can watch that video. I have done a class on solving numericals. Yes? Are we all clear? Ma'am, is this question in PQ expected in... Some of it, Adra, can come. Okay, some of it can definitely come. Okay, the second part of the question is, what would be the impact on the ratio in F2, right? What would happen to the ratio in F2 if the F1 progeny plants inherited a single whole set of genes, right? If it will get a single whole set of genes from one parent. Now what are they telling you? They are like, okay, I have wrinkled and yellow. Now here what is happening? Independent assortment. Which is why I will have my gametes could either be this, my gametes could either be this, or my gametes could be this. Yes, I could get multiple possibilities. Why? Because of the law of independent assortment, where gametes can independently assort. They don't grow as groups, right? They don't grow as groups. Yes? Now they're saying if it goes as groups, what would happen? See, if it goes or it gets inherited as a set, that means that these will always go together. That means that this will always go together and this will always go together. So that means we will never get this 9:3:3:1 ratio. We won't get that, right? Which is why we are able to get this because gametes are independently assorting. Yes? Are we clear? Are we all clear? Ma'am, I did not understand the whole gene thing. See, Ayushman and many others, you know that in F2, when we do this cross, right? When we do this cross, what happens? We take 4 possibilities, right? We take 4 possibilities. We say कि either you can have this as a gamete, you can have this as a gamete, or we say कि ये gamete हो सकता है, or you feel like this as a gamete, right? So we take these 4 possibilities. Why? Because genes can independently assort. So during gamete formation, what do you see? We see that in this particular case, any set of combinations are possible because these genes are independent of each other. They don't care about what is happening to round gene or seed shape or seed color. They are independently moving. They are independently assorting. Now they are saying if that is not possible and they move as a single set, will we get this combination? No, you won't get these multiple combinations. If you don't get these multiple combinations at gamete level, will you get all those, 9:3:3:1 ratio? Are we going to get that? No, we're not going to get that. See, you can do a quadra-hybrid cross, but it's just that when you do quadra-hybrid cross, the possibilities, the permutation combinations are, multiple, right? They are multiple, which is why quadra-hybrid cross is something that is beyond our scope. Yes? Okay. Ma'am, why is it necessary to have 2 parents? Why can't it? Because we are taking sexual reproduction. Only 2 parents, no? Okay. Yes, awesome. No, Bubbly, we'll be having more interesting sessions in the app as well. Don't worry, we'll be coming there very soon. So not to worry, Bubbly, thinking that, Arey ma'am, kyun nahi? We'll be there as well very soon. Yes? Awesome. Ma'am, what if they've given that they are not pure breed? See, here we are going under the assumption that they are pure breed. But here, if they are not pure breed, they will give it to you. Okay? Now, this is the or part of the question number 5, right? So, this is the or part. Yes? Now in the or part, what are they saying? Again, you have two questions. This is for 2 marks. How does blood sugar level get regulated in the human body? And then this here is for 3 marks. Yes? Easy peasy. Very simple. No, this part of the question. Arey ma'am, aaram se ho jayega ye wala part. Because what is this asking? How does blood sugar level get affected, or how does it get regulated in the body? Exactly. So here they are talking a little bit about feedback mechanisms, right? So we know that in our case, or in the human body, hormones need to be produced at regulated levels, right? If there is too much or too less, then we'd see that would get affected. Now, how is blood sugar levels getting regulated in the body? Now, when there is high glucose level, this is a message for insulin to get reduced, so that insulin can either help the cells take up this glucose and convert excess glucose into glycogen. And once we see that the blood sugar level drops, this is then regulated by glucagon. Another hormone gets affected, right? So here we see that when the blood sugar level gets dropped, glucagon will act, and thereby we see that glycogen gets converted to glucose. But here we don't need to care about all of that. We only need to write about insulin. Babli bacha, I'm telling you, right? We will be taking as well. Please don't spam. We'll come there very soon as well. Don't worry. Lot of interesting things coming your way. Yes? But here, Ganesh, you only need to write about insulin. Glucagon ka story nahi chahiye, because it's only for 2 marks. Now, the next part of the question that they're asking is, which hormone gets secreted when you are under stress? Right now, when you are writing exam, which part of the body gets affected? Simple. Which hormone is secreted? This is nothing but adrenaline, right? Adrenaline. Which hormone, which gland produces this? It is the adrenal gland. Now, how does this help our body? Because we know that in a fight or flight situation, we see that our heart rate increases, right? Our breathing rate increases. More amount of glucose is made available to the body. Yes, thereby making sure that more amount of oxygen is provided as well. So 2 marks for writing a little bit about insulin and mentioning feedback mechanism. 3 marks where you will get 1 mark for this. 2 marks for writing how our body copes up with an emergency situation. So are we all clear? Are we all clear with this part? Because with this we are done with section D. We are done. Ho gaya section D. And I know you have an OR option, and I know many of you would have opted for the second one over the first question, which had the heredity question. But see, control coordination mein hormone part is very, very important, students. Please, please pay attention, right? So aaram se here you will get 5 marks for this particular topic. Now are we ready to go to the last question in biology? Last question in section E, which is case based. And as we can all see, it is a diagram based question from the heart, right? Now, to be honest, this is very easy, okay? Now, 1 and 2, if you see here, A and B are 1 mark each. Option C has a OR question, okay? So, C may you have an OR question. So, this right here is for 2 marks, yes? Now, let's have a look at the first part. Which chamber, right? Which chamber? Is it 6, 7, 8 or 9 is responsible for pumping the blood from the lungs or to the lungs? So basically it's responsible for pumping it from heart to lungs for oxygenation. Which one should this be? Now what is 6? 6 right here is the left ventricle. Please don't mind if I'm using short forms. What is 7? 7 is the right ventricle. What is 8? They've been very smart. They're not giving it you directly. They're giving little here, there. Then you have 8. So 8 right here is going to be your left atrium. Then you have 9 here, which is going to be the left atrium. Right atrium. Now what is responsible for pumping it? It is 7, right? Your right ventricle is responsible. So you need to identify as well. So here you can say number 7, which is the right ventricle, is responsible for pumping blood from lungs to the heart, from heart to lungs for oxygenation. Which is the blood vessel that carries it? Which is the blood vessel that carries it? We know that it is the pulmonary artery, right? We know that the pulmonary artery is the only artery in our body that is responsible for pumping or transporting blood from the heart to the lungs, and it is the only one that carries deoxygenated blood, right? So this carries deoxygenated blood. So correct answer. So the blood vessel here is nothing but blood vessel number 2. Very good. Ma'am, why not 9? 9 receives the blood, right? It receives deoxygenated blood from different parts of the body. Your right atrium receives it from different parts of the body. But who passes it on to the lungs? It has to be your right ventricle, which is why the answer is 7. Now let's go on to option B. Identify the structure labeled 12. Okay. Which is the structure that is labeled 12? 12 is pointing towards these flap-like structures and state its function. Yes, exactly. 9 gets it from vena cava. Now what is 12? Can you tell me? What is 12? Jaldi say. Very good, Sakshi. Ma'am, what happens when blood pressure becomes too high? If the blood pressure starts to increase, it can start having a function, it can start having an impact on our heart, right? So that's why people with high BP, they're prone to getting heart-related diseases. Very good. Here it is a valve. If you want to be specific, it is a tricuspid valve, right? But valve answer will also work. You're not going to lose marks. What is the function? I've always told you, right? Here in this case, it prevents backflow of blood. So here they prevent the backflow of blood. Yes. And in this case, you can say they prevent the backflow of blood from ventricle to atrium. Yes. Very, very good. ठीक है. Ma'am, will they ask diagram to draw? Very rarely they will ask. Most likely they won't ask also. Okay. So now we'll have a look at question number C, right? Question number C here is asking me, why do chambers 6 and 7, okay? Why do chambers 6 and 7 have thicker walls when compared to 8 and 9? So what are they asking you? They are asking you, why do ventricles have thicker walls when compared to atrium? What is the reason? Why is it that ventricles need to have thicker walls when compared to atrium? Yes? Easy, right? Yes. Very good, Sangeeta. Very good, Sanjay. Very good, all of you. Very good, Mukesh, Sumish. Yes, awesome. Ma'am, 6 and 7 are arteries. No, Ganesh. 6 and 7 are ventricles, right? They are not arteries. They are ventricles. 8 and 9 are atrium or atria. Yes. So we know that ventricles are responsible, they are the pumping chambers of our heart, right? I always refer to them as the pumping chambers of our heart. So they are responsible for pumping the blood to different parts of the body. But in the case of atria, they only receive the blood, right? So in this particular case, they have thicker walls in order to pump the blood to different parts when compared to the atria. Yes? Now quickly I will show the next bit of the OR question for C. This is the OR question and then I will show you the final answer, okay? Now they are asking you for C, identify and name the chamber that receives oxygen-rich blood. So which chamber, right, receives oxygenated blood? Can you tell me which receives oxygenated blood? Easy. It is the left atrium. Now can you give me the number? Left atrium here is 8, right? So 8 is the chamber that receives the oxygenated blood. Now which blood vessel brings it, right? Which blood vessel brings this? Very good. Not left ventricle, Saujit, left atrium. Now which blood vessel? Because they are saying receiving. Remember, word pumping comes, it is ventricle. Receiving comes, it has to be atria. So what is this case? Very good. It has to be the pulmonary vein, which is marked as 3. Now what is this? Again, repeated question. Significance of separation of right side and left side in the heart as seen in the above figure. Why is this separated? In order to prevent mixing of blood. You have already answered this for that 2-mark question. You need to write the answer once again. See, SID, auricle, is also a term that is kind of used for the atria, but it is no longer used anymore. But it is again to sort of give an idea about basically a chamber, right? So going back to our question, the first 2 parts, if you write, you will get 1 mark here. Depending on, right? Depending on which part you choose, you get 2 marks here, or else you can write 2 marks for writing the second part of the question. Thereby, you will get a total of 4 marks easily, right? Protective covering that covers the heart is called as the pericardium. Yeah. Okay. So with this, everybody, we are done with biology. And to be honest, aren't we feeling confident about biology right now? Yes? Are we feeling confident? Ma'am, bio made me happy. I know, right? Bio makes everybody happy. It's a simple one. So quickly to take Ashwini's question, systemic circulation is the circulation that happens between the heart and the remaining parts of the body. Pulmonary circulation is the circulation that we see between heart and the lungs, right? Okay. So with this, everybody, students, we are done, right? We are done with biology. I'm going to be transferring it to Kriti ma'am, where she'll be taking up the chemistry portion and the last part of it. But I know that you guys are having a very tough time right now. I'll not say tough, but I'd say that you're going through a lot of emotions, mentally, physically. You guys are not sleeping enough. Sometimes you're not eating enough. And I feel like all of you are, all of you feel ki, ma'am, boards, we don't know. There's a lot of uncertainty and uncertainty scares you, right? Which is why, let me tell you all, there's going to be a lot of uncertainties across your way. But what you need to tell yourself is that whatever comes my way, I will be able to do it, right? So you need to have a lot of positive enforcement, and it's very difficult because sometimes a lot of negative energy also. So always remember, don't listen or don't entertain those negative comments. Keep yourself in a positive space and keep yourself motivated. And anytime you feel ki, "Arey ma'am, I'm not feeling good, I'm not feeling confident," drop over to the channel. We are here for you. And I'll check those questions out, Ayushman, and I'll maybe probably take it up. Yes? So thank you so much, everybody. Please wait for a minute as I hand it over to Kriti ma'am, because as you know, we'll be doing a studio switch. So see you all soon, but don't drop off because Kriti ma'am is going to come for the last part of it. Yes? Okay.
Hi everyone, good evening and a very very warm welcome. एक बार फटाफट से मुझे बता देंगे if you can see me, hear me, because you all know कि हमने एक studio shift करा है. So I want to first confirm that all of you can see me, hear me. This setup is working perfectly fine for you or not, and then we'll get started. We'll continue with today's practice session. तो एक बार जल्दी से hi, hello and thumbs up हो जाए. मुझे जल्दी से बता दीजिए कि क्या ये पूरा सेटअप आपके लिए परफेक्टली काम कर रहा है कि नहीं. गुड इवनिंग, गुड इवनिंग. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल हैट्स ऑफ टू ऑल ऑफ यू, क्योंकि इतने पेशेंस के साथ सारे क्वेश्चंस को आप लोग सॉल्व कर रहे हो. एंड ट्रस्ट मी, द हार्ड वर्क दैट यू पुटिंग इन राइट नाउ विल डेफिनेटली पे ऑफ. सो वेरी वेल डन. गुड इवनिंग. हे शौर्य, हे अश्विनी, साक्षी, राशि. Quick thumbs up if everything is working fine. This smile is visible to you and you're all set to get started with the chemistry part of the practice paper. चलिए. Hey Shivam. Ma'am, Ma'am, how our approach should be for a new question? I think, Shivam, that's a very good question. For any new question, understand one thing, that only the language of the question is twisted. That's it. Concept purana hi hoga. Concept is going to be old. Concept is going to be something that you already know. Okay? Good evening, good evening. Yes, we will be taking all your doubts, and I can see you people are giving me loads and loads of thumbs up. That means the entire setup is working fine for all of you. Yes, awesome. Raja saturated. Okay? Chaliye. Awesome. Very well done. अच्छा, how was physics? How was biology? अभी तक practice paper 2 आपको कैसा लगा? Because see, if you'll ask me, if I just compare the chemistry bit of practice paper 1 with practice paper 2, ये easy आया होगा. प्रैक्टिस पेपर 1 में बहुत सारे ऐसे क्वेश्चंस थे, यू नो, जहां पे हमें एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड एक दिखा कॉन्सेप्ट लग रहा है. मोस्टली ओवर हियर यू विल फाइंड डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चंस. सो हाउ वाज फिजिक्स, हाउ वाज बायोलॉजी फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू? गुड, इजी था, नाइस. फिजिक्स इजी, बायो अ बिट टफ, इजी पीजी लेमन स्क्वीजी. You've improved your marks. Arey, awesome. Super proud of you. You've improved your marks in chemistry. Science में marks अच्छे ही आएंगे आपके. Don't worry. मैम MCQs हैं? Yes, MCQs है. Starting के कुछ questions MCQs ही होंगे. All easy. Easy peasy. Awesome. चलिए एक बार जल्दी से सेशन को लाइक कर देंगे अगर अभी तक लाइक नहीं करा है. And let's get started. उतनी ही एनर्जी के साथ. See, I'll tell you, when we sit for a 3-hour exam, we can't afford to drop our energy. Can we do that? No, right? ऐसा नहीं है कि हमने first 15 minutes में तो full जोश में start किया, reading time खत्म होते ही slowly our energy is going down. We can't do that with the board exam. So these sessions, they are like practice sessions where we have to put in that kind of energy only. Take each and every practice session like your board exam. और अगर आप ऐसा करोगे then practice इतनी हो जाएगी by then कि board exam का जो डर है ना वो टाटा सी यू बाय बाय कर सकते हो आप उसको आराम से. ठीक है, करें start. Thank you so much all of you for all the lovely comments. Now be ready with a pen and paper. Be ready to draw some diagrams. Be ready to improve chemistry part of your science exam. हमने physics master कर लिया है, हमने biology बहुत अच्छे से समझ लिया है. Now we'll get started with chemistry and trust me, जैसे physics and bio start करने से पहले डर लग रहा था, एंड तक आते आते लगा कि यार ये हो सकता है, हो जाएगा मैनेज. ऐसे ही केमिस्ट्री के साथ है, अभी थोड़ा बहुत डर लग रहा होगा, स्पेशली कार्बन से बच्चे बहुत डरते हैं. आई डोंट नो, फॉर सम रीजन कार्बन के बहुत इजी क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं. मे बी सैम्पल पेपर, मे बी प्रैक्टिस पेपर्स, देयर आर सम टिपिकल क्वेश्चंस, देयर आर सर्टेन टॉपिक्स, उसी से ही बार बार क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं. सो इफ दैट एक्चुअली हैपेंस इन योर बोर्ड एग्जाम देन यू पीपल आर सुपर लकी. मैम मोटिवेशन दे दो. हाँ, वही दे रहे हैं. चलिए लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड. यू ऑल नो कि केमिस्ट्री में आपके पास ये चारों चैप्टर्स है, केमिकल रिएक्शंस, इक्वेशंस, एसिड बेसिस, मेटल्स एंड कार्बन. ठीक है, इन चारों से क्वेश्चंस आए हुए हैं. चैप्टर 1 and 3 के काफी इंटरलिंक टॉपिक्स हैं. सो यू फाइंड अ लॉट ऑफ क्वेश्चंस दैट यू माइट गेट कंफ्यूज कि मैम ये चैप्टर 1 का है कि चैप्टर 3 का. इट डजंट मैटर, हमें फुल मार्क्स लाने हैं, दैट्स द एम. एंड यू नो अबाउट द मार्क्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑल्सो. 25 मार्क्स का केमिस्ट्री पोर्शन है आपका. यूनिट टेस्ट यूजुअली हमारे स्कूल में जब होते थे 25 मार्क्स के होते थे ना, तो एक मिनी यूनिट टेस्ट आपका स्टार्ट होने वाला है. सो गिव योर 100%. आर वी ऑल रेडी? थैंक यू शिवम. चलिए लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड. ऑल राइट, सो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज देयर ऑन द स्क्रीन. लेट्स फ्लड द चैट विद द करेक्ट आंसर. आई विल नॉट बी एबल टू गिव यू पोल, बट आई थिंक आप लोग चैट में फटाफट लिखेंगे तो और अच्छे से हमें समझ आएगा कि कितने बच्चे क्या कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, और ये क्वेश्चन आसान है. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग ऑब्जर्वेशंस आर करेक्ट फॉर द अबव गिवन एक्सपेरिमेंटल डायग्राम? ओके, इट्स नॉट अबव, इट्स बिलो राइट नाउ. सेक्शन ए का पहला क्वेश्चन, आपके क्वेश्चन पेपर का पहला क्वेश्चन ऐसा अगर आ गया ना, खुश हो जाना, कॉन्फिडेंस वही बढ़ जाएगा. सो यू कैन सी, हमको यहाँ पे क्या दिख रहा है? वी कैन सी कि कॉपर पाउडर है हमारे पास और उसको हम हीट कर रहे हैं. दैट मीन्स दिस कॉपर इज रिएक्टिंग विथ ऑक्सीजन. ये कॉपर किसके साथ रिएक्ट कर रहा है? ये कॉपर ऑक्सीजन के साथ रिएक्ट कर रहा है. नाउ आई एम नॉट गोना कंप्लीट द रिएक्शन फॉर यू. You will do that for me because we've discussed this a lot of times. What is going to be formed? First tell me that जो आपका रेड कलर्ड कॉपर है वो ऑक्सीडाइज हो रहा है कि रिड्यूस हो रहा है? इनटू व्हाट कलर्ड कॉपर ऑक्साइड? चलिए लेट मी लुक एट द चैट एंड सी. D. Everybody is voting for D. Seems like people are very confident कि आंसर D ही है. हाँ बच्चा बनेगा तो हाँ ठीक है. See when you heat it बनेगा तो कॉपर ऑक्साइड ही, but they want you to know the color. बैलेंस भी कर देते हैं ऐसे, 2 इधर 2 इधर, ठीक है. चलिए आपका आंसर लॉक कर देते हैं with a big smile on my face because you people have given the correct answer. It's actually option D. हमारे पास ये जो कॉपर है हमें पता है रेडिश ब्राउन कलर का है ना, रेड ब्राउन कलर का है. जैसे ही हमने ऑक्सीजन की प्रेजेंस में से हीट करा तो क्या हुआ, कॉपर ऑक्साइड बन गया जिसका कलर क्या है, ब्लैक है. नाउ सिंस copper is combining with oxygen, it is getting oxidized, and that is why we are marking option D as the correct answer. So red colored copper is getting oxidized to black colored copper oxide, and this brings us to the correct answer, that is option D. Give me a quick thumbs up if you've got the answer right. So see, I'll tell you one thing, after every question I want to see that energy in the chat. You'll keep giving me thumbs up, you'll keep letting me know that everything is working. You know, you're understanding the question, you're getting the answers right, and your confidence is increasing. Quick thumbs up. थोड़ा अपने आप को पैड करो, क्लैप करो. You people are just putting a lot of effort. Okay? Awesome. Very good. I can see the thumbs up in the chat. Let's move on to the next question. Ratio of X is to Y of reactants of iron and water in the given balance equation is. Now if you look at the equation, they're asking about basic balancing. तो balancing chapter 1 में है, but ये equation chapter 3 में आती है. That's why I told you 1 and 3 के questions बहुत interlinked हो सकते हैं. चलिए फटाफट से मुझे आप इसका आंसर देंगे. What do you think is the correct answer for this one? हाँ जी. A, B, अच्छा you're taking time to balance. Take your sweet time to balance, no problem at all. कोई problem नहीं है, balance में आप time लो. See, it's all about balancing. Start with the iron oxide you see on the product side. B, A, super excited. Yes, Ashwini. I feel distracted while studying. बच्चा try कि आप start करो थोड़ा कम time के साथ and then keep increasing that time. Let's say for 1 hour you don't get distracted, 1 hour पढ़ो and धीरे धीरे उसे 1.5 2 hours increase करते रहो. Everybody saying मैम option B को lock कर दो क्योंकि balancing का question है तो हम 100% full marks ही लाएंगे. बहुत बढ़िया. That is the correct answer. अच्छा product side पे Fe3 और 4 दिख रहा है तो मुझे ये समझ आ रहा है कि आयरन जो है वो 3 होगा, ठीक है, और ऑक्सीजन मेरे पास 4 आना चाहिए, है ना. और सबसे बड़ी बात, मुझे हाइड्रोजन ऑलरेडी गिवन था तो मुझे पता है हाइड्रोजन 8 है तो मैं उसको रिएक्टेंट साइड पे भी 8 बना दिया, ठीक है. सो देयर यू गो. किसी भी अप्रोच से स्टार्ट करोगे आपका x is to y 3 is to 4 आएगा. That means option B is the correct answer. Waiting for your thumbs up in the chat to tell me that yes ma'am we've got the answer right and we are super pumped, super excited for the next question. चलिए एनर्जी डाउन नहीं जानी चाहिए, है ना, एनर्जी अप रहनी चाहिए. चलो थम्स अप फटाफट से. वेरी गुड. Sangeeta, we'll plan it बच्चा and then we'll come up with it, okay? Super cool. चलिए, अरे ये तो इतना मासूम सा क्वेश्चन है, प्यारा सा क्वेश्चन है. वॉशिंग सोडा इज हाइड्रेटेड सोडियम हाइड्रोजन कार्बोनेट, कैल्शियम हाइड्रोजन कार्बोनेट, स्लेट कार्बोनेट, सोडियम कार्बोनेट. अरे ये तो बहुत ही सिंपल सा है. क्या लगता है इसका करेक्ट आंसर? फटाफट से बता देंगे. एवरीबडी कम ऑन. मैम कार्बन का क्या करें, बहुत हार्ड है. रॉकी स्टे टिल द एंड. कार्बन आपको क्वेश्चंस जब डिस्कस होंगे ना आपको बहुत इजी लगेगा, ठीक है. AAO सोडियम हाइड्रोजन कार्बोनेट. एवरीबडी सेइंग ओके. एवरीबडी सेइंग ए. ध्यान से सोचो वॉशिंग सोडा, सोडियम हाइड्रोजन कार्बोनेट या सोडियम कार्बोनेट? चलो मैंने दो ऑप्शंस, मैंने 50-50 कर दिया आप लोगों के लिए. बी एंड सी रूल्ड आउट, ए और डी. नाउ थिंक अबाउट दिस एंड आंसर. ये सोडियम हाइड्रोजन कार्बोनेट, सोडियम बाइकार्बोनेट तो बेकिंग हो गया ना. ये वॉशिंग सोडा पूछ रहे हैं. वॉशिंग सोडा सोडियम कार्बोनेट डेकाहाइड्रेट. याद है आपको ये सोडियम कार्बोनेट डेकाहाइड्रेट, जो लॉन्ड्री में हम वॉश करने के लिए क्लोथ्स को यूज करते हैं, क्लीनिंग एजेंट की तरह यूज करते हैं, सोडियम कार्बोनेट. यस, एब्सोल्युटली राइट, वेरी गुड. चलो मूविंग ऑन टू क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. ध्यान से करेंगे, थोड़ा सा रिएक्टिविटी याद रखना है. ओके, जिसने ये सही दिया उसको शाउट आउट भी मिलेगा. Metal X does not react with cold water but floats on hot water with the formation of colorless bubbles. Which of the following represents a metal? Aluminium, copper, magnesium, lead. Chalo, whosoever is going to give the correct answer for this one is definitely going to get a shout out. And I can see Sakshi ने सही आंसर दे दिया है, Shias ने also. Very good, Rayan. Very good, Lavish, Rashi, Mercy, Maxima, Gauri, Arya. Very good all of you. विपिन ने भी सही दिया, अभिषेक ने भी सही दिया है. क्या बात है. Prateek तो literally he is just voting for MG in the chat and that is the correct answer. मैग्नीशियम का रिएक्शन हम किसके साथ करा देते हैं? हॉट वाटर के साथ. तो क्या होता है, हमारा मैग्नीशियम हाइड्रोक्साइड बन जाता है और हाइड्रोजन गैस. अभी जो हाइड्रोजन गैस है ये कहीं ना कहीं स्टिक कर जाएगी सरफेस के साथ, है ना. सो मैग्नीशियम जो इट स्टार्ट्स टू फ्लोट बिकॉज हाइड्रोजन गैस दैट इज बीइंग फॉर्म्ड इट स्टिक्स टू द सरफेस ऑफ द मेटल. तो ऑफ कोर्स वो फ्लोटिंग हमें फील होता है. ठीक है, दैट इज व्हाई दिस इज हैपनिंग. नाउ कलरलेस बबल्स तो है ही हाइड्रोजन के, वी ऑल नो दैट. सो हमारा मेटल क्या हुआ? मैग्नीशियम हुआ. देखो लेड, कॉपर तो वैसे कोई रिएक्शन शो नहीं कर रहा है वाटर के साथ, वैसे ही रूल्ड आउट है. एल्यूमिनियम स्टीम के साथ कर रहा है. सो कहीं ना कहीं मैग्नीशियम, व्हिच लिटरली एवरीबॉडी सेड, इज द करेक्ट आंसर. Okay, I get distracted every minute because I keep scrolling the shots and okay, not a problem. You do one thing. अभी तो you're not scrolling shots. अभी focus on the session, okay? सारा focus अभी session पे. चलिए 4 on 4 किस किस का स्कोर चल रहा है? एक बार मुझे थम्स अप दो चैट में, पता तो चले कि परफॉर्मेंस आपकी केमिस्ट्री में चल कैसी रही है. वेरी गुड, क्या बात है. आई कैन सी साक्षी का थम्स अप आ गए, बहुत सारे थम्स अप आ गए. वेरी गुड प्रतीक. Who else? Awesome. Now everybody is having loads and loads of thumbs up in the chat. On this note, let's move on to a very easy peasy question जो कार्बन से आया हुआ है. हम डरते हैं मैम कार्बन चैप्टर से. हमें लगता है कार्बन चैप्टर आएगा और हमको डरा के चले जाएगा. ये मासूम से क्वेश्चन को देखो, इससे क्यों डर रहे हो? आपके पास इथाइन है, आपने उसका रिएक्शन पैलेडियम कैटलिस्ट की प्रेजेंस में हाइड्रोजन के साथ कराया तो आपको X मिल जाएगा. या फिर आपने क्या किया, इथेनॉल लिया, उसको रिएक्ट करा दिया कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड के साथ, तब भी आपको X मिल रहा है. तो हम यहां से चले या हम यहां से चले, हम पहुंच तो X की तरफ रहे. तो ये X है क्या? इज इट इथेन, इज इट इथीन, इज इट इथाइन और इज इट इथेनोइक एसिड? व्हाट इज दिस X? बता दो. जो भी डर रहा है कार्बन से, मैं तुम्हें बता रही हूं, यूजुअली दिस इज अ पैटर्न एंड ट्रस्ट मी ऑन दिस. व्हेन यू हैव अ वेरी डिफिकल्ट चैप्टर, वेरी इजी क्वेश्चन कम्स एंड chapter number 1 that is super easy, you'll have application based questions from there. It's always the other way around. So don't be scared of carbon. And इतने अच्छे से chemical reactions पढ़ लिए तो उसे तो डरने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. And I can see everybody is voting for option B full enthusiasm के साथ. बिल्कुल सही. देखो ये H C ट्रिपल बॉन्ड CH, इसमें अब मैं क्या करूंगी, इसमें मैं हाइड्रोजन का एडिशन, हाइड्रोजनेशन कर रही हूं, ठीक है. आई एम एडिंग H2. सो लेट्स ब्रेक दिस बॉन्ड. ये बॉन्ड ब्रेक कर देते हैं. क्या बन जाएगा मेरे पास? डबल बॉन्ड रह गया यहाँ पे और H अटैच हो गया. तो इन अ वे CH2 डबल बॉन्ड CH2 बन रहा है. CH2 डबल बॉन्ड CH2 क्या है? इट इज इथीन. मैम एक तरफ से एक्स आगे, दूसरी तरफ से क्रॉस चेक कर लेते फटाफट से. तो कोई बात नहीं, दूसरी चीज. लेट्स क्रॉस चेक दिस. सो लेट्स सी. ओके, लेट्स गो विद ग्रीन ओनली. हमारे पास यहाँ पे क्या है? वी हैव इथेनॉल. नाउ वी हैव अ डिहाइड्रेटिंग एजेंट. पानी निकाल देगा वो इथेनॉल से. तो क्या बन जाएगा आपका? तब भी इथीन बन जाएगा. सो देयर यू गो, इट इज द करेक्ट आंसर. ओके, तो आपके पास ये CH3 CH2 OH, CH3 CH2 OH, HH भी लिख देते हैं. अब मैं सेकेंड रिएक्शन दिखा रही हूं. यहां से वाटर निकल गया तो क्या बन गया आपका? ये वाला बॉन्ड और ये वाला बॉन्ड कंबाइन हो गया, ठीक है. तब भी आपके पास CH2 डबल बॉन्ड CH2 आ रहा है, तब भी हमारे पास इथीन आ रहा है. यस, वॉइस. इज इट जस्ट हैपनिंग विद विपिन? Why here ma'am is here? Is it just happening with Abhinav? Give me a quick thumbs up if you all can hear me, because it's working absolutely fine for me here. Yes, I think it's working absolutely fine. Quick thumbs up. Am I audible? Give me a quick thumbs up. चलो फटाफट से बताएंगे. Yes, audible, audible, audible. I can see loads and loads and loads of thumbs up. Awesome. That means it's working absolutely fine. चलिए, बढ़िया. And I think आपका स्कोर भी बढ़िया चल रहा है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन अगेन. मैम कार्बन से डर रहे हैं? मत डरो, इतने प्यारे प्यारे क्वेश्चंस आए हैं. तुम्हें इस चैप्टर से प्यार हो जाएगा इस प्रैक्टिस पेपर के बाद. Which of the following structures correctly represent the electron dot structure of nitrogen molecule? देखो, कोवलेंट बॉन्डिंग आ रही है तो कार्बन का ही हो गया, है ना. अब यहाँ पे हमें पता है, पहले तुम ट्राई करो. आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू द एटॉमिक नंबर ऑफ नाइट्रोजन, दैट इज 7, कॉन्फिगरेशन 2,5. लुक एट ऑल दी स्ट्रक्चर्स एंड एक्चुअली देख के समझ आ जाएगा. हाँ जी, बताइए. सेकेंड चैप्टर हार्ड लग रहा है. एसिड बेसिस. एसिड बेसिस तो हमने 7 से करना स्टार्ट कर दिया. ऑप्शन बी, वेरी गुड. Whenever you have to draw the structure, you have to just keep in mind the valence electrons. हमें किसका ध्यान रखना है? valence electrons. 5 valence electrons है, हमें वही 5 प्लेस करने हैं. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the first nitrogen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the second nitrogen. Now we can clearly see कि एक्चुअली में देखा जाए तो 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं जो ये शेयर हो रहे हैं, मतलब 3 इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर्स शेयर हो रहे हैं. तो इन अ वे ये N ट्रिपल बॉन्ड N बन रहा है. एंड दिस इज ओनली हैपनिंग इन केस B. सो आवर करेक्ट आंसर इज गोइंग टू बी ऑप्शन B. अभी तक सबका स्कोर सही चल रहा है. मैम बहुत तेज. चलो इजी क्वेश्चंस. चलो ठीक है, अदर्स यू कुड मैनेज. चलिए क्वेश्चन नंबर 7. बच्चा बहुत फास्ट ही चल रहे हैं, ये सारे क्वेश्चंस 1-1 मिनट के हैं. चैप्टर 1. I mean, you'll smile if you'll get this. Which of the following tests is given by the gas X produced in the setup? And I can see in the setup, conical flask में हमने dilute sulfuric acid लिया हुआ है. उसका रिएक्शन हम जिंक के साथ करा रहे हैं. अच्छा, अब बताओ कौन सी गैस बनेगी? जस्ट टेल मी इन द चैट, गैस कौन सी बन रही है. सबसे पहले दिस इज व्हाट आई वांट टू नो फ्रॉम ऑल ऑफ यू. इसमें गैस कौन सी फॉर्म हो रही है? Everybody saying option C is the correct answer. Tell me which is the gas that is being formed first. Hydrogen. Mukesh ma'am, when will the session end? Very soon. Chemistry bit is very easy. फटाफट कर लेंगे. हाइड्रोजन. यस, क्या बन रहा है? जिंक सल्फेट. plus H2. अब you bring a burning matchstick near it, what's going to happen? एक pop सी sound आएगी, ठीक है, and the flame extinguishes. So burning matchstick produces a pop sound and the flame is basically, it dozes off. Now over here, correct answer is going to be option C. A और B को अगर आप देखो, ये तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की बात हो रही है ना, D में ऑक्साइड ऑफ सल्फर. Okay, so correct answer is option C. Last question, that is a 1 marker and it's a good question. ठीक है, इसको एक बार अटेम्प्ट करते हैं. Copper ions migrate from the anode to the cathode during electrorefining of copper. ठीक है, ये assertion है. Reason says in the electrorefining process, metal ions accept electrons at the anode and are deposited as pure metal. क्या लगता है, सच लिख रहे हैं, झूठ लिख रहे हैं, क्या लिख रहे हैं ये लोग? What do you think? बच्चा बहुत तेज कर रहे हैं, इससे तेज करेंगे तो क्वेश्चन रीड करने का टाइम नहीं होगा. सिंह मैम केमिस्ट्री इज इजी, फटाफट कराओ. सी मीरा सिंह मैम केमिस्ट्री थोड़ी हार्ड भी लगती है कभी कभी. हाँ जी, क्या लगता है इसका करेक्ट आंसर क्या होगा? ए. सबको लग रहा है दोनों स्टेटमेंट सही है. अश्विनी सेज नहीं, ए नहीं मैम, सी है. बोथ ट्रू, प्रतीक फील्ड्स की दोनों ट्रू हैं. पता नहीं मैम, लविश इज बीइंग वेरी ऑनेस्ट कि मैम आप बता दो, हमें भी पता नहीं. अरे नाउ आई कैन सी अ फ्लड ऑफ ऑप्शन सी इन द चैट. एवरीबॉडी सिंग सी सी सी. अच्छा, मतलब असर्शन आपको ट्रू लग रही है, रीजन फॉल्स. चलिए देख लेते हैं. हमारा जो नेगेटिव इलेक्ट्रोड है कैथोड है, हमारा जो पॉजिटिव इलेक्ट्रोड है वो एनोड है. पॉजिटिव इलेक्ट्रोड पे एनोड पे क्या होता है? ऑक्सीडेशन. कैथोड पे क्या होता है? रिडक्शन. तो जैसे ही करंट पास करेंगे, जो हमारा इम्प्योर कॉपर है जो एनोड पे हमने लिया हुआ है, इट बिगिंस टू डिसॉल्व इन द इलेक्ट्रोलाइट इन द फॉर्म ऑफ कॉपर आयंस, है ना. तो क्या हो जाता है, कॉपर से कॉपर आयंस बन गए. अब यही कॉपर आयंस इलेक्ट्रोलाइट से इलेक्ट्रॉन्स जो है, यही हमारे पास जो कॉपर आयंस है, ये इलेक्ट्रोलाइट से मूव करते हैं कैथोड की तरफ, जहां पे ये इलेक्ट्रॉन्स गेन करते हैं और बना देते हैं कॉपर. तो ये रिएक्शन हमारा फर्स्ट वाला ध्यान से देखेंगे एनोड पे हो रहा है, ये वाला कैथोड पे हो रहा है. ठीक है, अब कॉपर आयंस, आई एम रीडिंग द असर्शन स्टेटमेंट एवरीवन. कॉपर आयंस फ्रॉम द एनोड टू द कैथोड, दे आर माइग्रेटिंग फ्रॉम द एनोड टू द कैथोड. बिल्कुल यही हो रहा है. हम एनोड से रिएक्शन स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं, धीरे धीरे वो कॉपर आयंस इलेक्ट्रोलाइट में गए, उतने ही हमारे पास कैथोड पे जाके रिड्यूस हो गए. करेक्ट. वो कह रहे हैं द रिफाइनिंग प्रोसेस ओवर हियर मेटल आयंस एक्सेप्ट इलेक्ट्रॉन्स एट द एनोड. ये देखो, ये तो लूज कर रहे हैं, यहाँ तो ऑक्सीडेशन हो रहा है. सो दिस इज इनकरेक्ट एंड देयरफॉर द करेक्ट आंसर इज ऑप्शन सी. चलिए, सेक्शन ए डन है. वी हैव डन 8 क्वेश्चंस, 7 एक साथ थे, एक असर्शन रीजनिंग का था. 8 में से 8 किसका स्कोर है, पहले तो मुझे ये जानना है, क्योंकि आई टेल यू व्हाट, this is going to be the first, I mean the starting of your question paper. The moment you get your question paper, these are the first 7 to 8 questions that you will see. तो ये कहीं ना कहीं आपका कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ा सकते हैं या कम कर सकते हैं. अभी कॉन्फिडेंस बढ़ा है कि कम हुआ है? मुझे तो ये सेक्शन है बहुत ही मजेदार लगा, बहुत ही इजी लगा. एक बार फटाफट से बताएंगे कैसा लगा ये सेक्शन है सबको. एट ऑन 8, बहुत बढ़िया, बहुत तेज था. वेरी गुड. 7 on 8, 8 on 8, 7 on 8. If you're getting 5 and above at this point of time, your preparation is on point. Very good. I can see a lot of you saying, ma'am, या तो 7 on 8 या 8 on 8. तो एक बार a big smiley for all of you. सेक्शन बी के बाद ये जो स्माइली है ना, ये इसमें स्माइल और बड़ी हो जाएगी क्योंकि ये और भी प्यारा आया हुआ है. सेक्शन बी का सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन, मतलब ये आई वुड से दिस क्वेश्चन इज टेकिंग लेसर टाइम विद सेक्शन ए आल्सो. दैट्स द ब्यूटी ऑफ सेक्शन बी. सेक्शन ए में थोड़ा एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड क्वेश्चन है, सेक्शन बी इज कंप्लीटली डायरेक्ट. सॉल्ट्स आर फॉर्म्ड बाय न्यूट्रलाइजेशन रिएक्शन, वी नो दैट. ठीक है, एसिड बेस रिएक्ट कर रहे हैं, सॉल्ट बना रहे हैं. नाउ दे वांट अस टू डू समथिंग. They want us to fill in the blanks wherever they see some vacant spaces. So ammonium chloride का फॉर्मूला NH4Cl इन्होंने हमें दे दिया. अब उसमें बेस क्या है और एसिड क्या है? तो हमारा बेस क्या हुआ? अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड. एसिड क्या हुआ? हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड. एंड विद दिस वी आर डन विद द फर्स्ट पार्ट. सेकेंड पार्ट में हमें कॉपर सल्फेट का फॉर्मूला पूछा है. वी नो दैट 7th ग्रेड से, दैट इट इज CuSO4. ठीक है, इसमें बेस इन्होंने हमें कॉपर हाइड्रोक्साइड दे दिया. कौन से एसिड से बन रहा है? सल्फेट, sulfuric acid. So this is H2SO4. So basically all you had to do was mark this, not this, wait, this and this. That's it. और ये करते ही मतलब हार्डली आधा 1 मिनट इस क्वेश्चन पे लगाने के बाद एक बार हमारा रिजल्ट देखो क्या है. 2 on 2 फटाफट से. सेक्शन बी का केमिस्ट्री फिट खत्म. ये इतना ही था बस. सेक्शन बी इज गोइंग टू बी द इजीएस्ट आउट ऑफ ऑल द सेक्शंस व्हेन इट कम्स टू केमिस्ट्री. चिल मार के अटेम्प्ट करना बहुत आसानी से हो जाएगा. ठीक है, बिल्कुल. चलो, सो पेरेंट बेस अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड, पेरेंट एसिड हाइड्रोक्लोरिक एसिड. फॉर्मूला लिखना था आपको कॉपर सल्फेट का और एसिड सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड उसमें प्रेजेंट है. Are you all ready for section C? क्या आप तैयार हो? मतलब A हो गया, A मैं पूछ ही रही थी कैसा हुआ, इतने में B हो गया. अब हम C सेक्शन स्टार्ट करने वाले. क्या तैयार हैं? Are you all ready? Quick thumbs up that yes ma'am. अब तो मतलब कॉन्फिडेंस और एनर्जी बढ़ रही है. Though we are sitting here since a very long time, though we are a bit tired, but then when we see that our questions are getting solved, when we see that we are able to understand the question and answer within a minute, confidence तो बढ़ता है, साथ में एनर्जी डबल ट्रिपल बढ़ती है. yes? गाने लिख लो पहले तुम चैट में. चलो, let's get started with the very first question of section C, 3 marker question. Okay. Sakshi was comparing the reactivity of different metals for her science project. She added iron filings in 4 test tubes A, B, C and D containing aqueous solutions of zinc sulfate, copper sulfate, ferrous sulfate, aluminium sulfate respectively. Okay, so let's write down these equations first. फिर ABC solve करते हैं. पहली बार equation लिखते हैं. हमारे पास iron तो सब में है. If you know the answer, you can start letting me know in the chat. देखो कभी भी कुछ ऐसा है ना, पहले मेक द क्वेश्चन इजी फॉर यू टू अंडरस्टैंड. मैंने कुछ भी नहीं किया. मैंने यहां पे अभी बस क्वेश्चन लिखा है. ठीक है, अब सिर्फ और सिर्फ रिएक्टिविटी के बेसिस पे मुझे रैपिड फायर की तरह आंसर चाहिए. रैपिड फायर की तरह. क्या फर्स्ट इक्वेशन जो ए इक्वेशन है वो पॉसिबल है कि नहीं है? रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज के बेसिस पे इज the first equation possible or not? रैपिड फायर है, फटाफट बताएंगे. धीरे धीरे आंसर्स नहीं आने चाहिए, तेज तेज आंसर्स आने चाहिए. आई नो एवरीबडी इज गिविंग द आंसर इन द चैट कि मैम किस केस में होगा, बट मेरा क्वेश्चन बदल दिया. यस नो फटाफट से. रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज याद है? प्लीज डोंट कॉल मी अ क्यूट ज़ीब्रा. हाँ जी, नो, बिल्कुल सही बात. चलो भाई, आपकी बात मान लेते हैं. सेकेंड रिएक्शन पॉसिबल है. वेरी गुड, सेकंड पॉसिबल है. अगर सेकंड पॉसिबल है तो मैं सेकंड के प्रोडक्ट्स लिख ही देती हूँ. डिस्प्लेसमेंट कर देते हैं. फेरस सल्फेट प्लस कॉपर, क्योंकि आयरन की रिएक्टिविटी कॉपर से ज्यादा है. अच्छा, आयरन और आयरन, ये तो रिएक्शन वैसे ही नहीं होगा. लास्ट वाला रिएक्शन पॉसिबल है कि नहीं है? यस और नो. व्हाट इज योर वोट? लास्ट रिएक्शन पॉसिबल, नॉट पॉसिबल? And I see a series of no again. तो मतलब रिएक्शन खाली हो टेस्ट ट्यूब बी में रहे और कोई रिएक्शन हो ही नहीं रहा. अब क्वेश्चंस पढ़ते हैं. A part of the question says, in which of the following test tubes she will observe the reaction to be most vigorous? सबसे ज्यादा विग्रेस रिएक्शन छोड़ो, सबसे ज्यादा रिएक्शन हो ही कहाँ रहा है? टेस्ट ट्यूब बी में. तो करेक्ट आंसर क्या हो गया? टेस्ट ट्यूब बी. एक ही जगह और है. ओके, नेक्स्ट, व्हाट इज द रीजन फॉर योर ऑब्जर्वेशन? देखो भाई, आयरन की रिएक्टिविटी जो है वो कॉपर से ज्यादा है, तो क्या है? डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन यहाँ पे हो पा रहा है, मतलब कलर चेंज ऑब्जर्व हो रहा है ना। कॉपर सल्फेट ब्लू कलर का था, उसमें आपने आयरन के साथ रिएक्शन करा दिया, फेरस सल्फेट ग्रीन कलर का बन गया। सी पार्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन सेज इक्वेशन लिख दो, वो तो हमने पहले ही लिख दी थी। हमारा ये सॉलिड था, हमारा कॉपर सल्फेट जो है वो हमारा एक्वस है, ये रिएक्शन हुआ हमारा बन गया फेरस सल्फेट एक्वस प्लस कॉपर। क्या ये क्वेश्चन अब सबको परफेक्टली क्लियर है? 3 मार्कर क्वेश्चन है ये, 3 मार्क्स, मतलब आप देख रहे हो सिर्फ रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज अगर आती है 3 मार्क मतलब आपके। हाँ जी, क्लियर मैम, इन 8th क्लास आई सॉल्व दिस क्वेश्चन। बिल्कुल 7th ग्रेडर भी इसका आंसर बता देंगे। चलो, सो मोस्ट विगरस रिएक्शन कहां था? बी में था। क्यों? क्योंकि कॉपर की रिएक्टिविटी आयरन से कम है, आयरन इज मोर रिएक्टिव, सो डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन हो जाएगा इजीली। एंड इक्वेशन लिखनी थी तो 1 1 1 3 आउट ऑफ 3, मतलब हम सेक्शन ए पूरा सॉल्व कर दिया, बी कर दिया, सी कर रहे हैं। सी के भी हम लास्ट क्वेश्चन, जो हमें 2 ही क्वेश्चंस हैं, 27 28, 27 कर लिया, 28 पे अब हम कर रहे हैं उसे सॉल्व। और अभी तक मुझे नहीं लगता कि कोई खुराफाती क्वेश्चन आया, सब मासूम क्वेश्चंस चल रहे हैं। चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन। Yeah, absolutely. Green smiling. Okay, everyone. Next task is to flood the chat and let me know ये metal A क्या है? Metal A is used in thermite process as a reducing agent. ठीक है? When A is heated with oxygen, it gives an oxide B. मुझे सिर्फ A बता दो पहले क्या है, बस मुझे कुछ नहीं जानना, मुझे अभी लाइफ में कुछ नहीं जानना, मुझे सिर्फ आपसे ये जानना है कि ये जो A मेटल है जिसको हम सो कॉल्ड थर्माइट प्रोसेस में यूज कर रहे हैं क्या है? मतलब ये तो बड़ा ही डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन हो गया ना, क्या पता थर्माइट क्या है, क्या पता ये मेटल क्या है। अच्छा, डिफिकल्ट क्वेश्चन था, बट एवरीबडी इज मेंशनिंग एल्यूमिनियम, मतलब सबको अब थर्माइट भी बहुत मासूम सा लगता है, मैनेजेबल लगता है। बिल्कुल सही बात, हम बात कर रहे हैं एल्यूमिनियम की। एल्यूमिनियम का थर्माइट प्रोसेस में जब हम आयरन ऑक्साइड के साथ रिएक्शन कराते हैं तो हमें मोल्टन आयरन मिल जाता है प्लस एल्यूमिनियम ऑक्साइड। सो हमारा मेटल ए क्या हुआ? एल्यूमिनियम। ठीक है, अब हमने जब ए को ऑक्सीजन के साथ रिएक्ट करा दिया तो हमारा क्या बन गया? ए को ऑक्सीजन के साथ रिएक्ट करा देते हैं, ए क्या है? एल्यूमिनियम, मेटल ए था एल्यूमिनियम, ऑक्सीजन के साथ रिएक्ट करा है तो एल्यूमिनियम ऑक्साइड बन गया, जो हमारा क्या है? बी। तो एल्यूमिनियम ऑक्साइड क्या हो गया? बी। नाउ दिस एल्यूमिनियम ऑक्साइड इज एम्फोटेरिक इन नेचर एंड वी नो व्हाट इज एम्फोटेरिक। एम्फोटेरिक मींस कि वो एसिड के साथ भी रिएक्ट कर जाएगा, बेस के साथ भी कर जाएगा, एंड दे आर आस्किंग यू टू राइट दीज इक्वेशंस ओनली। आपको यही इक्वेशंस अब लिखनी है। चलिए लिख देते हैं। तो अब हमारे पास एल्यूमिनियम ऑक्साइड है। एवरीबडी who's asking me in the chat, ma'am, what is amphoteric? Amphoteric basically means that this oxide is going to behave as an acid also and like a base also. मतलब अगर मैं इसको एसिड के साथ भी रिएक्ट करा दूं, बेस के साथ भी करा दूं, दोनों के साथ रिएक्शन हो जाएगा। एल्यूमिनियम क्लोराइड प्लस वाटर, यहाँ पे बन जाएगा सोडियम एल्यूमिनेट, सो NaAlO2 प्लस वाटर। Please check if you're getting the same answer or not. I'll balance it also for you. एक बार आपके लिए ये बैलेंस कर देते हैं। ये आपका 3 2 and 6, ये आपका हो जाएगा Al2, so 2 एल्यूमिनियम and 2 NaOH। हाँ जी, are you getting the same answer? Yes or a no? Everyone, ये 3 मार्क्स पॉकेट में है कि नहीं? वैसे आपके पास ऑप्शन होगा इसमें। We've just solved the first question. It was very simple, no? बिल्कुल। तो अब इसको प्रेजेंट कैसे करना है? ए पूछा था एल्यूमिनियम, बी पूछा था एल्यूमिनियम ऑक्साइड, दोनों इक्वेशंस पूछी थी, बस that's it. Half mark for aluminium, half mark for aluminium oxide, 1 mark for both the equations. Don't forget to balance them as well. बैलेंस करते हुए चलना बच्चा, ठीक है? चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, या तो आप 28 का ये वाला पार्ट कर सकते हैं या फिर आप दूसरा कर सकते हैं। दूसरा ये है, कौन सा प्रेफर करोगे वैसे? जस्ट फॉर माई नॉलेज आई वांट टू नो फ्रॉम ऑल ऑफ यू, विच पार्ट विल यू प्रेफर, द वन दैट वी हैव ऑलरेडी डन और दिस वन? इफ यू थिंक कि आप पहला पार्ट प्रेफर करोगे तो आप एक स्माइली बनाना, अगर आपको लगता है नहीं हम ये वाला करेंगे तो 2 स्माइली बनाना। देखिए जरा कितनी स्माइलीज आ रही हैं चैट में, 1 और 2। सिंगल स्माइलीज कमिंग इन द चैट। सब फर्स्ट पार्ट करना चाहते हैं। फर्स्ट आया ही इतना सिंपल हुआ है। हाँ, एवरीबडी वांट्स सिंगल स्माइली। कार्बन पढ़ के रिजेक्टेड। अरे ये कार्बन का क्वेश्चन भी नहीं है। somebody is writing in the chat कि मैम पहला वर्ड था कार्बन, रिजेक्टेड, हम दूसरा करेंगे। दिस इज नॉट अ क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम कार्बन एंड इट्स कंपाउंड्स। ये उसका क्वेश्चन नहीं था बच्चा। चलो कोई नहीं, ये पढ़ते हैं। ऐसा करते हैं, इसके 3 पार्ट्स हैं, 3 मार्कर है ना, 3 पार्ट्स हैं, हर पार्ट को इंडिविजुअली सॉल्व करते हैं। ठीक है, इंडिविजुअली विल सॉल्व ईच एंड एवरी पार्ट। करे यार, कोई तो 2 स्माइली दे दो। ये 2 रोने वाले फेसेस क्यों आ रहे हैं? करे, कैन वी स्टार्ट? चलिए, लेट्स सी व्हाट द फर्स्ट पार्ट से। सबने क्वेश्चन तो अच्छे से रीड कर ही लिया। कार्बन कैन नॉट बी यूज टू रिड्यूस मेटल ऑक्साइड्स ऑफ सोडियम, मैग्नीशियम, कैल्शियम एंड एल्यूमिनियम टू रिस्पेक्टिव मेटल्स। कमेंट मतलब वो कह रहे हैं कि आप ये जो सारे मेटल्स हैं, आप सोडियम ले लो या मैग्नीशियम, कैल्शियम, एल्यूमिनियम, why is this happening? Because these metals that we're talking about, they have more affinity, more attraction, they have more affinity for oxygen. वो ऑक्सीजन के साथ खुश हैं, वो बॉन्ड ब्रेक ही नहीं करना चाहते। अब वो बॉन्ड अगर ब्रेक ही नहीं करना चाहेंगे तो किसी और के साथ कंबाइन नहीं होंगे। सो बेसिकली कार्बन सक्सेसफुल नहीं है ये बॉन्ड ब्रेक करने के लिए। क्यों? क्योंकि इन सारे मेटल्स की जो अट्रैक्शन है टुवर्ड्स ऑक्सीजन वो बहुत ही ज्यादा है। यस, एब्सोल्युटली, मोर एफिनिटिशियस। एफिनिटी मींस अट्रैक्शन। ओके, तो ये लेट्स से जो ये जिंक रिएक्शन शो कर देता है, जिंक करता है ना ये रिएक्शन, जिंक ऑक्साइड को जब हम कार्बन से करते हैं तो जिंक रिड्यूस हो जाता है बेसिकली। ये ऐसा रिएक्शन इन मेटल्स के लिए पॉसिबल नहीं है। ओके, नॉट पॉसिबल। बी पार्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन सेज these metals are obtained by electrolytic reduction। ज्यादा रिएक्टिव मेटल्स है ना, so you have to write down the equation for electrolytic reduction of molten sodium chloride। तो हमने लिया सोडियम क्लोराइड मोल्टन फॉर्म में। कौन से फॉर्म में? मोल्टन फॉर्म में। क्या कर दिया? इलेक्ट्रिक करंट उसमें से पास कर दिया। कर देते हैं, क्या बन जाएगा? Na+ एंड Cl-। नाउ एट कैथोड, कैथोड पे क्या होगा? रिडक्शन। सो दिस सोडियम आयन इज गोइंग टू गेन इलेक्ट्रॉन टू फॉर्म सोडियम। ओके, एनोड पे क्या होगा? ऑक्सीडेशन। क्लोराइड आयन बेसिकली इज गोइंग टू लूज इलेक्ट्रॉन्स और क्या हो जाएगा? वो ऑक्सीडाइज। बस खत्म, यही करना था इसमें। ओके, ये तनवीर, ब्राइन का इसमें कुछ लेना देना नहीं है। अच्छा, NaCl वाटर आप कह रहे हो ब्राइन? हाँ, ओके। चलो, नाउ नेक्स्ट, इलस्ट्रेट विद द हेल्प ऑफ अ केमिकल इक्वेशन रिडक्शन ऑफ मैंगनीज डाइऑक्साइड विद एल्यूमिनियम पाउडर। बुक को हमसे अच्छे से पढ़ा है, उसमें एक इक्वेशन ऐसी है। मैंगनीज कि आपके पास ऑक्साइड, मैंगनीज डाइऑक्साइड है, उसका रिएक्शन आपने एल्यूमिनियम के साथ करा दिया। नाउ एल्यूमिनियम इज मोर रिएक्टिव देन मैंगनीज, तो क्या होगा? डिस्प्लेसमेंट हो जाएगा, मैंगनीज बन जाएगा और एल्यूमिनियम ऑक्साइड। सो एक बार सबसे पहले हम इसको बैलेंस भी कर लेते हैं। सो लेट्स हैव 2 हियर, 4 ये हो गया and we will have 3 here and 3 here। so 3 Mn O2, 4Al, 3 Mn, बिल्कुल सही। अब इस रिएक्शन में बहुत सारी हीट निकलती है, हाईली एक्सोथर्मिक रिएक्शन है, और ये जो मैंगनीज हमें मिलता है ये लिक्विड फॉर्म में मिलता है, मोल्टन फॉर्म में. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर दैट. ठीक है, बिल्कुल. चलिए, इज दिस क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? यस. बहुत ज्यादा आसान था. करेक्ट, बिल्कुल. देखो कुछ भी नहीं हो रहा, रिएक्टिविटी सीरीज सॉर्टेड. तो ये सारे मेटल्स नॉन मेटल्स के क्वेश्चंस भी सॉर्टेड. ओके, ये डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन हो रहा है, कुछ भी नहीं था. ओके, इट्स ऑल्सो रेडॉक्स रिएक्शन बाय द वे. डिस्प्लेसमेंट भी है, अरे एक्सोथर्मिक भी है, हीट रिलीज हो रही है, रेडॉक्स भी है. तो अगर लेट्स से आई चेंज द क्वेश्चन, लेट्स से आई आस्क यू दिस इज द इक्वेशन, नाउ टेल मी व्हाट इज द टाइप ऑफ रिएक्शन, एंड let's say if it's more than one marker question, for that you will have to mention everything. Okay, चलो awesome. तो बस इसको प्रेजेंट कर देंगे फर्स्ट पार्ट में, क्योंकि ये जो मेटल्स हैं उनकी एफिनिटी ऑक्सीजन को लेके ज्यादा है. सेकंड पार्ट में हमने कैथोड पे रिडक्शन, एनोड पे ऑक्सीडेशन दिखा दिया. थर्ड पार्ट पे हमने बैलेंस करके we've shown the equation. 3 marks. सेक्शन ए, सेक्शन बी, सेक्शन सी, डन. 2 more sections to go, but till here कैसा लग रहा है पेपर? सच सच बताना, केमिस्ट्री पार्ट अभी तक आपको कैसा लगा? अगर लगा कि मैम क्वेश्चंस तो मैनेजेबल है, लेट्स से हमें ऑलरेडी सारे आते हैं, या फिर हमें देख के लग रहा है कि हम मैनेज कर लेंगे, तो भाई मुझे फायर वाली इमोजीज चाहिए चैट में कि मैम पेपर तो बहुत मस्त जाएगा. अरे बिल्कुल मासूम सा आया हुआ है, बिल्कुल सही बात कह रहे हो. Too easy, yes. Too easy. That is it Sangeeta? Gajab. Okay, too easy. Easy, easy, lemon squeezy. Oh, I can see a lot of fire emojis. Hearts. Chemistry is easy in science. Too difficult. अरे शिवम आपने easy भी लिख दिया, difficult भी लिख दिया. चलो, but I can see all in all मोस्टली स्टूडेंट्स आर सेइंग कि मैम इजी पेपर है. अब थोड़ा भारी सेक्शन स्टार्ट करते हैं, सेक्शन डी. थोड़ा सा भारी सेक्शन स्टार्ट करते हैं 5 मार्कर क्वेश्चन के साथ, और उस चैप्टर के साथ जिससे ना हम सबसे ज्यादा डरते हैं, दैट इज कार्बन. हम कार्बन के क्वेश्चंस बहुत डराते हैं, हमें लगता है कि कैसे होगा. देखते हैं, क्वेश्चन पढ़ते हैं, साथ में सॉल्व करेंगे. अगर इसके बाद भी कार्बन टफ लगा, लगेगा ही नहीं. ठीक है, चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं. एन ऑर्गेनिक कंपाउंड पी इज अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट ऑफ वाइन्स. अरे ये तो यही पे ही समझ आ गया, अल्कोहल है. यही पे ही समझ आ गया कि इथेनॉल है. अभी पूरा पढ़ा भी नहीं हमने क्वेश्चन, पर हमें समझ आ गया कि हम इथेनॉल की बात कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, इट्स रिएक्टिंग, क्योंकि ऑफकोर्स वाइन में तो कोई अल्कोहल ही होगी. हमें 2 कंपाउंड्स कराए हैं, हमें इथेनॉल कराया, इथेनॉइक एसिड कराया. सो इजी टू फिगर आउट कि हम किसकी बात कर रहे हैं. Please understand the approach by which we are solving this. क्वेश्चन में घबराना नहीं है, कार्बन देके घबराना नहीं है. कार्बन देके समझो कि यार मोस्टली क्वेश्चन है तो इथेनॉल का होगा या इथेनॉइक एसिड का होगा. क्या ही दे देंगे, और 2 ही तो सिलेबस में है कंपाउंड्स इंपॉर्टेंट. अच्छा, अब इसका रिएक्शन हमने करा दिया एक ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट के साथ. ठीक है, तो हमें क्यों मिल जाएगा? मतलब हमने इथेनॉल को ऑक्सीडाइज कर दिया तो इथेनोइक एसिड मिल गया. क्यों भी पता चल गया. अब इसका हमने क्या किया, इसमें सोडियम प्लेस कर दिया, तो कोई गैस आई बाहर जो पॉप साउंड प्रोड्यूस करे. मतलब गैस कौन सी हुई? हाइड्रोजन हुई. मतलब लाइफ इजी होती जा रही है विद एवरी क्वेश्चन, है ना? अरे मैथ्स के क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर दो मैम ग्राफिकली. अब आपको एक एक पार्ट सॉल्व करना है. सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड विद द फर्स्ट पार्ट. ठीक है, ऐसा करते हैं, फर्स्ट पार्ट से दोबारा से स्टार्ट करते हैं. गिव द केमिकल नेम ऑफ कंपाउंड पी. क्या है ये? इथेनॉल. क्या है ये? इथेनॉल. मतलब CH3CH2OH. डन. मेंशन अनदर यूज ऑफ दिस कंपाउंड बिसाइड्स वाइन, क्योंकि वाइन तो क्वेश्चन में दे दिया ना उन्होंने. इसको छोड़ के अल्कोहल्स बहुत अच्छे सॉल्वेंट, इथेनॉल बहुत अच्छा सॉल्वेंट भी है, तो इंडस्ट्रियल सॉल्वेंट हो सकता है. मेडिसिन में आप यूज कर सकते हो टिंचर ऑफ आयोडीन, तो आप इसको सॉल्वेंट लिख दो. या आप मेडिसिन लिख दो, यू कैन मेंशन एनीथिंग, ठीक है। कॉफ सिरप्स में होता है, टिंचर ऑफ आयोडीन में होता है, तो यहाँ तक तो मतलब हमें सब सॉर्टेड लग रहा है। नाउ दे आर सेइंग illustrate with the help of a chemical equation the conversion of P into Q। यहां से इक्वेशन लिखते हैं तो हमारे पास P क्या है, CH3 CH2OH। इसको हमने रिएक्ट किसके साथ करा दिया, एसिडिफाइड K2Cr2O7 विच इज एन ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट। तो क्या बन जाएगा, CH3COOH बन जाएगा। बन रहा है कि नहीं बन रहा, ये P है, ये Q है। यहां तक लाइफ सॉर्टेड है सबकी, हाँ जी, हाँ करेक्ट साक्षी, दैट्स द करेक्ट यूज। सॉर्टेड टिल हियर एवरीवन। फटाफट से बताएंगे, ठीक है। चलो अब नेक्स्ट पार्ट देखते हैं क्या है। सो दिस पोटेशियम डाइक्रोमेट बेसिकली इट्स एक्टिंग एज एन ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट, तो इसने अल्कोहल को कॉरेस्पॉन्डिंग एसिड में कन्वर्ट कर दिया। डी पार्ट कह रहा है, तो हमने सीधा करा बैलेंस्ड इक्वेशन लिख दो जहां Q का रिएक्शन सोडियम के साथ हो रहा है। Q क्या है हमारा, CH3COOH। इसका रिएक्शन हमें किसके साथ करना है, सोडियम के साथ करना है, तो कर देते हैं। क्या बन जाएगा, CH3COOH सोडियम एसिटेट बन गया है ना, प्लस H2। बस इसको बैलेंस कर दो, 2 2 2। There you go. So now we have converted हमारा ये जो Q था, इसको हमने सोडियम एसिटेट का रिएक्शन दिखा दिया और हमारे पास एक गैस आ गई R। ये R गैस, व्हाट इज दिस R गैस, हाँ जी, R गैस हाइड्रोजन बर्न्स विद अ पॉप साउंड। क्रॉस चेक भी हो गया आंसर। नाउ हमसे लास्ट इक्वेशन क्या पूछी गई है, व्हाट हैपेंस व्हेन P क्या है हमारा, CH3CH2OH, उसको हमने कॉन्सेंट्रेटेड सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड के साथ हीट कर दिया है, ठीक है। 443 केल्विन, मैम डिहाइड्रेशन हो रही है, तो ठीक है वाटर हटा दो, क्या बन जाएगा, इथीन बन जाएगा। क्या बन जाएगा, C2H4। ये क्या है, इथीन है, प्लस वाटर अलग से। यस और नो एवरीवन, सबका आ रहा है डिहाइड्रेशन ऑफ इथेनॉल। सिंपल, मतलब 5 मार्क का क्वेश्चन देख के हम डर रहे हैं, इक्वेशन तो 3 है, वो भी 3 सिंपल इक्वेशंस है। यस, never expected, I think Sangeeta's comment is absolutely right, never expected such an easy question from carbon। और तुम ये देखो, ये रहा पूरा आंसर, 5 मार्क का क्वेश्चन है ये। P पूछा था इथेनॉल, यूज पूछा है कॉफ सिरप या सॉल्वेंट, इक्वेशन कन्वर्ट करना है P से Q, ऑक्सीडाइज कर दिया, बैलेंस्ड इक्वेशन रिएक्शन विद सोडियम, सोडियम एसिडेट दिखा दिया, P को हीट कर दिया, डिहाइड्रेशन ऑफ इथेनॉल, इथीन बन गया। और मतलब 5 on 5 ऐसे आ गए हमारे पास। और का ऑप्शन है यहाँ पे, पर तुम्हें नहीं लगता अगर ये क्वेश्चन आएगा तो हम यही सॉल्व कर देंगे। थैंक यू वानी, थैंक यू सो मच बच्चा। फेव रिस्पेक्ट बच्चा, you'll have to ask that question to Aishwarya ma'am, okay? You can leave it in the comments. Hey जानवी, हाँ जी, कॉन्फिडेंस कॉन्फिडेंस आ रहा है कार्बन में। मैंने कहा था ना, कार्बन के क्वेश्चंस देख के तुम स्माइल करोगे कि जिससे हम डर रहे थे, मतलब वो ये है, ये वाला चैप्टर, ये तो बहुत आसान आया हुआ है। अच्छा, ये क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करोगे कि ये वाला करोगे, दिस इज एन ऑप्शन, ठीक है। यू कैन आइदर अटेम्प्ट द प्रीवियसली डन क्वेश्चन दैट वी हैव जस्ट डिस्कस्ड, और यू कैन ट्राई एंड अटेम्प्ट दिस वन एज वेल। व्हिच वन वुड यू प्रेफर? न्यूमेरिकल्स नहीं। हाँ जी, अगेन 1 स्माइली इफ यू डू द फर्स्ट पार्ट, 2 स्माइलीज इफ यू डू दिस वन। कौन सा क्वेश्चन करोगे बताओ? ये भी बहुत सिंपल आया हुआ वैसे, वेरी सिंपल क्वेश्चन। Everybody is giving mixed replies. मैम थ्योरी वाला क्वेश्चन कहाँ है? सब केमिस्ट्री के न्यूमेरिकल्स आ रहे नहीं. कहाँ न्यूमेरिकल? एक भी न्यूमेरिकल हमने हार्डली सॉल्व किया. ऑल एवरीथिंग इज फ्रॉम थ्योरी. एवरीबडी इज गिविंग सिंगल स्माइलीज कि मैम हम फर्स्ट पार्ट कर देंगे, सेकंड पार्ट थोड़ा सा टेढ़ा मेढ़ा लग रहा है. अगेन आई विल जस्ट रीड द फर्स्ट लाइन एंड यू विल से कि मैम ये भी वैसे कर सकते हैं, ये भी आसान ही लग रहा है. Anorganic compound X is a liquid at room temperature. पता नहीं यार, लिक्विड तो बहुत सारे होते हैं. But it's also very good solvent. Okay, we know alcohol is a good solvent, but I'm not very sure if it's going to be ethanol or not. What I can do is, ethanol क्या होता है? CH3 CH2OH. तो देखा जाए तो क्या हुआ ये C2H6O. वो कह रहा है एक ऐसा सॉल्वेंट जिसका मॉलिक्यूलर फॉर्मूला C2H6O है. सो भाई ये तो समझ आ गया कि बात किसकी हो रही है. यस, क्लियर टिल हियर? केमिस्ट्री इज वेरी स्कोरिंग, एब्सोल्युटली. हाँ, अल्कोहल की बात हो रही है. कौन सा अल्कोहल है वो भी पता चल गया. तो याद रखेंगे हमारा जो ये इथेनॉल है कंफर्म हो गया. चलो यहां तक कंफर्म हो गया. आगे बढ़ते हैं. अब सो वी नो हम बात कर रहे हैं इथेनॉल की. ठीक है, हमारा हो गया कंफर्म. नाउ दे आर सेइंग कि ये एक्स इथेनॉल है. अब इसका हम क्या कर रहे हैं? ऑक्सीडेशन कर रहे हैं. एक्स का हम क्या कर रहे हैं? हम ऑक्सीडेशन कर रहे हैं. तो हमें क्या मिल जाएगा? Y मिल जाएगा. कर देते हैं. C2H5OH को हम कोई भी ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट आप ले लो. ठीक है, अभी हमने एसिडिफाइड लिया था K2Cr2O7, वही ले लेते हैं. तो क्या बन जाएगा हमारा? कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग एसिड बना दिया. क्या बना दिया? कॉरस्पॉन्डिंग एसिड. ठीक है, नेक्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन क्या कहता है? अब अगर आप Y का रिएक्शन कराते हो, Y गैस रिलीज करेगी जब आप उसका रिएक्शन सोडियम हाइड्रोजन कार्बोनेट के साथ करा रहे हो. मतलब Y का रिएक्शन जब आप NaHCO3 के साथ कराते हो तो हमें गैस मिलती है W. करें, क्रॉस चेक करें. चलिए, Y क्या है हमारा? CH3COOH. इसका रिएक्शन करा दिया NaHCO3 के साथ. क्या बन जाएगा? बहुत सारी चीजें बनेंगी इसमें. तो CH3COO Na बन गया हमारा, प्लस H2O प्लस CO2. तो गैस कौन सी हुई? एवरीबडी इन द चैट. मैम इफ इट ends in 0 it's going to be a ketone, right? No. CHO ग्रुप हुआ, देन क्या करोगे? ओके, यस, वेरी गुड एवरीवन. सो you've identified the gas as well. चलो, नेक्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन क्या कह रहा है? अब X का रिएक्शन आपको Y के साथ कराना है. X क्या था हमारा? C2H5OH. तो X प्लस Y करना है. सो C2H5OH. Y क्या है? CH3COOH. अब ये रिएक्शन आपका एसिड की प्रेजेंस में आपने करा दिया. CH3COO C2H5 प्लस H2O. तो बेसिकली क्या बन गया? एस्टर बन गया. ये तो कितना आसान क्वेश्चन था. अभी मैंने ABCD रीड भी नहीं किया. अभी आई हैव जस्ट डिकोडेड द क्वेश्चन. क्लियर? नाउ लेट्स रीड द क्वेश्चन. अब क्वेश्चन रीड करते हैं, देखते हैं कि वो क्या पूछ रहे हैं. गिव द केमिकल नेम एंड केमिकल फॉर्मूला ऑफ Y. हमें पता है Y क्या है. वी कैन इजीली सी कि हमारा Y इज इथेनोइक एसिड. ये देखो, ये रहा. ठीक है, क्या है ये? इथेनोइक एसिड. फॉर्मूला भी दे देंगे, CH3COOH. क्लियर टिल हियर? यस. अरे वाह, चैट में सारे आंसर्स आ रहे हैं. हाउ विल यू टेस्ट दिस गैस? W. W गैस क्या है हमारी? कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. लाइम वाटर टेस्ट, सिंपल. लाइम वाटर टर्न्स मिल्की. वो हो गया. तो हमें पता है कि गैस कौन सी है? कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. डिपिक्ट द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ Y एंड Z यूजिंग केमिकल इक्वेशंस. तो ये वाली जो इक्वेशन है जिसमें Y फॉर्म हो रहा है, और ये जो इक्वेशन है Where is Z? Okay, Z is here. Let me complete this equation, then we'll understand. So X and Y reacting together to give you Z. So this is the equation that you have to write. The third one, last one. And ta-da! Sorted. ठीक है? So आपने equations भी दे दी. Name the reaction of formation of Z. Z तो ester बन रहा है. So this is esterification. Esterification. Give anyone use of Z. अरे अब आप इसको कहीं पे भी यूज कर लो. आप इसे परफ्यूम्स में यूज करो क्योंकि स्वीट स्मेलिंग सब्सटेंस है. या आप इसे कॉस्मेटिक्स में करो. कहीं पे भी यूज, जहां पे भी आपको स्वीट स्मेलिंग सब्सटेंस चाहिए वहां पे हम एस्टर यूज कर सकते हैं. तो ये जो 5 मार्कर क्वेश्चन था डरावना लग रहा था बट काफी मैनेजेबल सा, isn't it? Yes? बिल्कुल. और इस आंसर को हम प्रेजेंट कैसे करेंगे? इस तरीके से. तो हमने इथेनोइक एसिड बता दिया, उसका फॉर्मूला बता दिया. गैस evolve will turn lime water milky. You've given the formation of Y, that's acetic acid, and Z आपका एस्टर फॉर्मेशन है. रिएक्शन एस्टेरिफिकेशन है. परफ्यूम्स बनाने के काम आता है. 5 on 5 मार्क्स आते हैं हमारे. कार्बन से अब हम नहीं डरते. Yes or no? Are you all ready for the last segment, that is section E? क्या सब तैयार है सेक्शन E को सॉल्व करने के लिए? अब ABCD डन. यस, वेरी गुड. चलिए, बहुत आसान क्वेश्चन आया हुआ है. क्वेश्चन नंबर 37, सेक्शन E. नाउ इट्स अ 4 मार्कर क्वेश्चन. ओके, गिव एनी टू यूजेस ऑफ पीएच इन एवरीडे लाइफ. कुछ भी दे सकते हो. एसिडिक सॉइल था हमारे पास, तो हम उसे किसी बेसिक सब्सटेंस से ट्रीट करा देंगे. कैल्शियम ऑक्साइड, मतलब क्विक लाइम ले लो, स्लेट लाइम ले लो. या बेसिक सॉइल था तो ऑर्गेनिक मैटर हमने उसमें ऐड कर दिया. अच्छा, एक्सेस एसिडिटी हो गई अगर स्टमक में, ठीक है, एक्सेस लेट से एसिडिटी हो गई स्टमक में, तो क्या करोगे? एंटासिड ले लोगे, मिल्क ऑफ मैग्नीशिया ले लेना. एंड स्टिंक हो गया, फॉर्मिक एसिड जो है इंजेक्ट हो गया, तो क्या करोगे? बेकिंग सोडा ले लोगे, कैलोमाइन ले लोगे. सो यू कैन गिव एनी एग्जांपल हियर. ठीक है, मैंने सिर्फ फर्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन बताया, अभी हमने सेकंड पढ़ा ही नहीं. दैट्स ऑल. ठीक है, सॉर्टेड. वेरी गुड. पीस ऑफ केक. हाँ, अरे बहुत प्यारा आया हुआ है सेक्शन ई. ठीक है, चलिए अब आगे का क्वेश्चन. ये देखो यहां से स्टार्ट है ना. वील जस्ट सॉल्व दिस पार्ट नाउ. दिस वन. इन द डायग्राम गिवन हियर, इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास हो रही है कॉमन सॉल्व से. मतलब सोडियम क्लोराइड का सोल्यूशन जो पानी में, जिसे हम ब्राइन भी कहते हैं, इससे जब आपने इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पास करी, इस प्रोसेस का नाम क्या है? एवरीबडी इन द चैट. इलेक्ट्रिक करंट. इस प्रोसेस का नाम बता दीजिए मुझे चैट में. यू विल गेट NaOH, यू विल गेट हाइड्रोजन, यू विल गेट क्लोरीन. क्या कहते हैं इस प्रोसेस को? वेरी गुड ऑल ऑफ यू. दिस इज क्लोर एल्कली प्रोसेस या क्लोर एल्कली प्रोसेस. ठीक है, नाउ दे आर सेइंग हमें एक सब्सटेंस मिल रहा है Z. हमें एक Z सब्सटेंस मिल गया और उसके साथ हमें गैस मिल गई X और Y. देखो NaOH तो सॉलिड है, Z वो होगा. अभी हमें X और Y नहीं पता क्या, वी डोंट नो. देखते हैं आगे क्वेश्चन क्या कह रहा है. एवोल्यूशन XY की हो रही है. When a burning matchstick is brought near the gas Y, it burns with a pop sound. पॉप साउंड प्रोड्यूस हो रही है, वो तो हाइड्रोजन ही करेगी, तो Y क्या होगा? ये. X is used to disinfect water. हमें पता है क्लोरीन यूज होता है, तो X हो गया ये. तो अभी हमने X, Y, Z तीनों पता कर लिया. नाउ दे आर सेइंग जब इस X को हमने पास करा दिया स्लेट लाइम से, तो हमने क्लोरीन को किससे पास करा दिया? कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड से. तो हमारा क्या बन जाएगा? कैल्शियम ऑक्सीक्लोराइड बन गया प्लस वाटर. ये सब्सटेंस वो कह रहे हैं दिस इज सब्सटेंस ए. नाउ दैट्स इट. डन. बिल्कुल बिल्कुल ब्लीचिंग पाउडर बन रहा है. करेक्ट. तो देखो अगर क्वेश्चन में पूछा नेम X एंड Y, बता पाओगे? X क्या था हमारा? X था हमारा क्लोरीन. Y क्या था हमारा? Y था हमारा हाइड्रोजन. खत्म. नेक्स्ट पार्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन कह रहा है राइट द बैलेंस्ड इक्वेशन फॉर द फॉर्मेशन ऑफ A. A अभी हमने बनाया. A क्या था? कैल्शियम ऑक्सीक्लोराइड, दैट मीन्स क्लोरीन का रिएक्शन कैल्शियम हाइड्रोक्साइड से कराओगे तो कैल्शियम ऑक्सीक्लोराइड बन गया प्लस वाटर. डन. दिस क्वेश्चन इज ऑल्सो सॉर्टेड. नेक्स्ट इज इंटरेस्टिंग. हमारा Z क्या था? हमारा Z NaOH मतलब बेस है. क्या है? बेस है ना. अगर हम ब्लू लिटमस के साथ इसका रिएक्शन कराएंगे तो क्या होगा? ब्लू लिटमस का रिएक्शन बेस के साथ, ये तो भाई ब्लू ही रहेगा. इट रिमेन्स ब्लू. बट अगर मिथाइल ऑरेंज का करा देंगे तो वो क्या हो जाएगा? इट विल टर्न येलो. बेस में क्या हो जाएगा? मिथाइल ऑरेंज. ओरिजिनली ऑरेंज है, एसिड में आपका रेड हो रहा है, बेस में येलो. यस और नो? यस, करेक्ट. यू कैन राइट गोल्डन येलो. बिल्कुल. विद दिस वी आर डन विद दिस क्वेश्चन एज वेल. आपने यूजेस बता दिए, ठीक है. आपने एक्स वाई गैस बता दी, आपने ए की फॉर्मेशन दिखा दी, ठीक है. जो आपका फॉर्मेशन ए का हो रहा है दैट इज कैल्शियम ऑक्सीक्लोराइड. ब्लू लिटमस रिमेन्स ब्लू, मिथाइल ऑरेंज टर्न्स येलो. बट इसमें और का ऑप्शन है फॉर द बी पार्ट, नॉट फॉर द एंटायर क्वेश्चन. फॉर द बी पार्ट यू हैव एन ऑप्शन. दे आर सेइंग एक्स और वाई का आपस में रिएक्शन करा दो, मतलब हाइड्रोजन जो गैस है आपकी उसका रिएक्शन क्लोरीन गैस के साथ करा दो. प्रोडक्ट इन द चैट राइट अवे. Bunny, do leave your comment in the comment section right after this session and we'll take it up, okay? हाँ जी, बताइए, फटाफट से बताएंगे. क्या बनेगा? ये तो सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन है. क्या बन रहा है? HCl बन रहा है. ठीक है. एक तो मैं इसकी बैलेंस्ड इक्वेशन लिखती हूँ क्योंकि क्वेश्चन कहना है हमें ना बैलेंस्ड इक्वेशन चाहिए, तो कोई बात नहीं, हम बैलेंस्ड इक्वेशन लिख देते हैं. ओके. नाउ दे आर सेइंग कि जो प्रोडक्ट बन रहा है हाइड्रोजन क्लोराइड गैस. क्या बन रहा है? हाइड्रोजन क्लोराइड गैस इज बीइंग फॉर्म. द प्रोडक्ट सो फॉर्म विल टर्न ब्लू लिटमस रेड ओनली व्हेन वेट. दैट मीन्स दिस गैस इज ड्राई. इफ आई यूज अ ड्राई लिटमस पेपर नो चेंज विल बी देयर, बट आई हैव टू टेल व्हाई. ऐसा क्यों हो रहा है? नाउ दिस इज जस्ट गोइंग टू टर्न, this is just going to change the color with wet litmus paper. क्योंकि ड्राई है, हाइड्रोजन क्लोराइड गैस तो ड्राई है. ये लिटमस भी अगर ड्राई हो तो आयंस कहां से आएंगे? आयंस ही नहीं होंगे. बट इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ वाटर, लेट्स से वी हैव HCl, इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ वाटर ये क्या बना देगा? हाइड्रोनियम आयन बना देगा. साथ में क्लोराइड आयंस आ गए. दैट मीन्स इट विल गेट डिसोशिएटेड टू गिव हाइड्रोजन और हाइड्रोनियम आयंस and chloride ions, and then eventually we'll have that color change. This is what you have to mention in the answer as well. बिल्कुल. तो रेड कलर दे देगा वो. ओके. पहले आपने इक्वेशन दिखा दी. नाउ हाइड्रोजन क्लोराइड गैस that is being produced turns only wet blue litmus paper to red. क्योंकि HCl को डिसोशिएट होने के लिए पानी की जरूरत है. H प्लस आयंस बनेंगे कैसे? हाइड्रोनियम आयंस बनेंगे कैसे? पानी के प्रेजेंस में. एंड देन तभी तो वो कलर चेंज दे पाएंगे. ठीक है. यस, करेक्ट. आयंस ही नहीं प्रोड्यूस होंगे ड्राई फॉर्म में. एब्सोल्युटली राइट. एंड विद दिस वी आर डन विद द एंटायर प्रैक्टिस पेपर 2. एक बार एक ऑनेस्ट रिप्लाई चाहिए मुझे अभी के अभी चैट में कि आपको पूरा पेपर सॉल्व करके कैसा लग रहा है? बहुत देर से बैठे हो, बहुत देर से क्वेश्चन सॉल्व कर रहे हो. हाउ आर यू फीलिंग एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम? हैप्पी हैप्पी हैप्पी? खत्म? सम ऑफ यू लाइक खत्म मैम, हम उसी में खुश है कि खत्म. सम ऑफ यू लाइक मैम बहुत अच्छा था, मैनेजेबल था. मैक्सिमम पहले गैस ही प्रोड्यूस होती है. हाइड्रोजन भी गैशियस फॉर्म में आपका, क्लोरीन गैशियस फॉर्म में रिएक्ट करके गैशियस हाइड्रोजन क्लोराइड प्रोड्यूस होती है. उसको जब वाटर में डालते हो, ऐड करते हो, देन एसिड बनता है. इजी, कॉन्फिडेंट, हैप्पी, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड. बट देखो ये कॉन्फिडेंस आया कब? वंस यू सॉल्व द एंटायर पेपर. सो जर्नी बहुत आगे बढ़ चुकी है बट खत्म नहीं हुई है. लास्ट तक अभी हम नहीं पहुंचे हैं. लास्ट तक अभी हमें पहुंचना है. उसके लिए इसी जोश से मेहनत करती रहना है. ऐसे ही वी हैव टू कंटिन्यू वर्किंग हार्ड दिस वे. यू पीपल आर ऑलरेडी वर्किंग वेरी हार्ड. आई नो दैट. आई नो यू पीपल आर लीविंग नो स्टोन अनटर्न. बट घबराना नहीं है. Let's say there were a couple of questions that you could not manage today. That's okay. This is still, your working hard wala time. This is still that time wherein you can put in that effort to make each day count. And that's what you have to do. And that's what we are doing here with you. We started the journey together. We'll end it together. And trust me, you will pass the exam with flying colors. एक बार जल्दी से हम सब्सक्राइब करेंगे. अगर नहीं किया तो बच्चा कोई ना कोई इंपॉर्टेंट सेशन तो देखो मिस हो जाएगा. फटाफट से सब्सक्राइब करेंगे, फटाफट से लाइक करा सबने सेशन को. यस, आई होप ऑल ऑफ यू विद द लाइक बटन. नहीं किया तो जल्दी से कर दो. फटाफट से हिट द लाइक बटन. गो हेड, ऐप डाउनलोड करो. ऑल द कॉन्सेप्ट्स, सम ऑफ यू सेइंग कि मैम ये कॉन्सेप्ट मिस हो रहा है, ये कॉन्सेप्ट वीक हो रहा है. गो हेड, यू स्टिल हैव टाइम. Watch the concept, understand it, and understand it in a way that it goes at deeper levels, so that it doesn't go out. मतलब समझ ऐसा आना चाहिए कॉन्सेप्ट कि याद ही हो जाए. So go ahead, continue working hard this way. हम जल्दी से ऐप डाउनलोड करेंगे, हम जल्दी से सब्सक्राइब करेंगे, हम जल्दी से बिना टाइम वेस्ट करे रोज क्लासेस अटेंड करेंगे. Yes, very good all of you. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope all your doubts are clear. I hope you've understood each and every single question of this practice paper. And remember, some of you say कि मैम हमें chemistry hard लगता है, physics easy लगता है. Some of you say कि मैम bio easy लगता है, physics hard लगता है. It's going to vary for all of you. But one thing is common: physics, chemistry, biology. तीनों strong होंगे तभी marks अच्छे आएंगे. तो if you've already identified कि मैम ये weak zone लग रहा है, start working harder towards that bit so that science में as a whole आपके marks अच्छे आए. And continue being regular, because trust me, अभी हमें दिखता नहीं है. The single steps that we are taking right now, अभी हमें वो दिख नहीं रहे हैं, but last में वो cumulative way में वापस आएंगे and you will get very good marks. Thank you so much for all the lovely comments. Thank you so much for being so hardworking and so patient. Don't forget to download the app. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to work hard. And always keep smiling. Now, आराम से rest करो, take a sigh of relief. We'll see you super soon. Take care. Bye-bye.